should be asking why some people make money with AI and most don't. And the answer is poop brownies. So in case you're wondering, that's the answer. Most people, they go to AI and they're like, hey, AI, make me a brownie. And AI goes out there and it's like, okay, boom, it pops out a poop brownie. And you're like, oh, crap. Literally. This is the core framework I'm going to teach you guys today. And again, I call it the 7-figure shortcut. I'm going to walk you through the strategy because there's a couple things that everybody's missing who's trying to do this. And if you understand these 3 things in the correct order, it's going to change everything for you. Step number 1 is what I call a swipe file. Before I build anything, the first thing I need to do is figure out what is the proven framework that already works. Instead of letting the AI go out and scour the internet and grab everything, instead, we just feed it the perfect emails or webinars or funnels or video sales letters, etc. And if you do that, then it'll come out and it'll give you the tools you need to create something that's amazing. Okay, that is the big secret. Step number 2 is I call the attractive character. If you don't have an attractive character in the company yet, it might be the reason why your company's struggling, right? People don't like doing business with brands. Every business has an attractive character. It's the human being that's interacting with the audience. If the personality of the attractive character is not weaved into the messaging, the whole thing falls apart. And then number 3 is what I call a creative director. Somebody's got to sit down with the attractive character and say, you're making a VSL? Tell me some of your frameworks. Tell me your stories. Because if you're like, hey, AI, build me video sales letters. Like, okay, and it writes you a script. Now, here you go. And you're like, duh. Then you go, hey, here's the perfect swipe file. Okay, writes you a really good one. Be like, that doesn't sound like me. Can you do it again? Boom. Now it sounds like me. Awesome. But like, that's not what I'm selling. My stories aren't in there. You don't even know my stories, right? So the third thing is I have to create a director to pull out the context. Okay, it's got to extract the stories, the frameworks from the attractive character. If you learn nothing else beside that right there, you guys, that's worth $1 million to you right now, and you got it for free. Coming to the challenge and hanging out.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to day number 2 of the AI Seekers Challenge. How are you guys all feeling today? I hope you guys had a great time yesterday. I had so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, that was like such a whirlwind of a day. And there were so many people, I think we told you 23,000 people registered. And so many, I can see the comments going crazy and just see all you guys having the big ahas as we're going through it. I know there's, we talked about this before, a lot of people doing AI challenges and workshops and things like that happening. And one of the comments I saw over and over and over again is a lot of you guys saying in the first like 30 minutes, you learn more from what we did than in most people's entire events. And so I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy. The one core framework I taught you guys yesterday, if you just did that alone, will shift everything for you. So I want to make sure you're paying attention. If you watched the replays yesterday, like go back and study those things. It is the secret between people using AI just to have some more fun, more free time, or whatever, and people using AI to actually make money, which is what this challenge is about and why it's unique and why it's different. So I'm excited to be hanging out with you guys today. I got a couple guests will be coming in and out throughout today's session. But my business partner, Todd, who I guess hang out with yesterday, he actually had to fly out late last night, but he's going to be back here on Thursday because Thursday's the day we're going to be actually building software together. So of course I got to have Todd here. But the good news is last night after he left, I actually built something by myself without Todd, because now with the power of AI, I am also a developer. And I'm going to show you guys a demo of me actually building software. How many of you guys want to see me build something? Okay, you all know I'm the non-technical co-founder, right? Like I'm the guy who couldn't build a funnel, so they had to build ClickFunnels. Like Russell can't edit a page, so they had to build that for me. Okay, now they're building software for me to build software. Like it's a time we're all free. I feel like a decade ago when ClickFunnels launched, I told everyone, I'm like, I feel like my whole life as an entrepreneur, I was handcuffed, and now I'm free. And this is how I feel now. It's like I'm free. I can create stuff. I can write. I can code. I can you can do anything. And we'll keep getting deeper and deeper throughout this week on these ideas with you guys and showing you more and more, which will be really cool. So, all right, that said, we're going to jump into some slides and have some fun today. So as you guys know, the title of this whole entire event is the fact that Todd and I bootstrapped $1 billion company from scratch. It took us a decade. We did it with no outside funding. We did it following the who track, right? We talked about how there's like the how path yesterday, right? Here's the how path. How do you actually do it? And to do the how path, you have to learn a lot of things. It takes a lot of time. Then there's the who path, the faster way. But right now we are focusing on both optimizing ClickFunnels, that company, and then also the new brands and companies we're launching, doing them solo with AI, which is really, really exciting. That's what we're walking us through how to do and everything. So yesterday I gave you guys what I think one of the most powerful frameworks I have to use AI and to wield its power for yourself. the big question again that we dove into yesterday is, why do some people make money with AI and most don't? And how many of you guys remember the answer to this? If you remember the reason why most don't, type it in the chat below. I want to see if you guys are paying attention. You guys are paying attention. Poop brownies. Poop brownies is the reason why most people are not having success with AI. We did tests yesterday where I was like, I go to Claude and type something, to go ChatGPT, type something, and we go in and have it go and pull everything from Marketing Secrets AI, our chief of staff, and it comes back amazing because we're not feeding it poop brownies. And so you guys learned about that, which is awesome, and it's good. So hopefully you guys had a chance to do your homework last night. I know that some people couldn't get their logins to work and there are things like that. We were here as a team till like 3 a.m. trying to sort those things out, get things fixed. I think we got pretty much everybody in. If there's some reason you didn't, let us know. We're here for you. We're not going anywhere. But I know a lot of you guys had a chance to do homework. Some of you guys didn't. But either way, if you did your homework, it was very simple. You still had to log in. You guys remember your homework was last night? Was come in here, click on sprints, come in here and do the attractive character sprint. How many of you guys did the attractive character sprint? If that's you, say AC for attractive character. All right. I'm curious, how many of you guys just watched the demo on how to do it, and how many of you guys actually watched the entire training so you understood even deeper what an attractive character is? If you watched the training too, type in training. Okay, I'm trying to over deliver as much as I can to give you guys all this good stuff. Okay, okay, good, you guys are in there. Cool. And now again, if for some reason you weren't able to, don't stress. We're still here. We're not going anywhere. Our whole team, like all hands on deck, are here, getting logins, getting things, making sure things are working. So whenever you do a big launch like this and you get 5,000 or 6,000 people to sign up in a day for a brand new program, there's always gonna be some hiccups and stuff. And so we're grateful for the grace you guys are showing us as we're trying to just make sure everything's working. So our team is working at crazy speed. In fact, I got a bunch of feedback this morning, like 1 a.m. That's like, this is crazy. I'm sending you guys bug reports and you're fixing them in real time. I think one of the big things I want to emphasize with marketingsecrets.ai is that this wasn't software we built to go and sell. Like, this is software we built for our own internal teams. We're using them every single day. We're testing them. So as things are breaking, we're fixing them in real time. And we're setting up feedback loops for you guys when you see something or you have a suggestion or something's not working, where you can start dropping comments in. Our team gets them. Because it's AI coding, we can fix things so fast. It's no longer like a 6-week sprint to try to update the next thing. Like, when you guys are sending us feedback and stuff, we're optimizing and fixing in real time, which is really cool. So I'm also curious how many has got the bonus training part. We actually got your coaching bot set up last night. I know this one is a little bit harder to do, and it takes a little bit more time. I'm curious, any of you guys get your coaching bot set up? All right, Tanya got hers, Stacy's got hers, Oliver. Okay, so a lot of you guys, not yet. Okay, some did, some didn't. Very cool. So keep playing with that. Again, this is something that, I push you guys to do it overnight, but it takes a while. It takes a while to go find information. I saw somebody ask me, like, I can't get my YouTube videos in. How do I do it? You don't upload the YouTube videos. You get the transcripts from YouTube videos. You copy those in there. Okay. Everything I feed to AI is always transcripts. Okay. And so nice about YouTube gives you the transcripts nowadays. You can go and pull your transcripts, upload them. It's really fast and easy. But it takes a while to get all the things in there to find them. And so don't stress if you didn't get it done. In fact, on my next slide, don't stress if you didn't get it done. Okay. It's not going anywhere. You can do it tonight. You can do it tomorrow. And again, something that's like a continual thing you're always adding to and always making better more and more over time. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed it so far and just had fun getting your hands dirty a little bit inside of the app. Okay, so recap what we did yesterday. Day number 1 was all about what we call the 7-figure shortcut, the 7-figure AI shortcut, right? Where you can shortcut your success. I told you guys a story about the guy who did the $1 billion company in a year, right? And yes, he did it unethically and illegally and much stuff, but he did $1 billion in a year, right? Shortcut, because you're able to speed things up so much with AI when you understand how to wield its powers. And then I showed you guys what is my biggest secret for how to use AI, okay? Again, the 7-figure AI shortcut, okay? And there's 3 things. In fact, I'm going to pop quiz you guys. What are the 3 things you got to have? Kevin says, speeds up the scammers too. Yes. All these things, it's like, what does Superman say? Like, with great power comes great responsibility, right? You can use these powers for good or for evil. Hopefully you guys are all using for good. Otherwise, hang up. Okay. All right. Number 1, yes, swipe files. Okay. Number 1 thing is to get the swipe files to figure out the perfect output. Like, what is it that the end result needs to look like? And the better your swipe files, the better AI is going to get. Okay. It's the reason why I'm so grateful. I spent 2 decades of my life collecting swipe files and cataloging them and having them, because it's made AI very powerful to me. Right. So that's number 1. Number two thing, what's number two? Number two is your attractive character voice. Okay. Some people complain about AI. It's like, it did something for me, but it sounds like a robot. It doesn't actually sound like me. So you capture your voice, right? You get the transcripts from your YouTube videos, from your books, from your podcasts, from your Zoom calls, from your church talk, from you just talking it out software, clicking the tell a story button, and telling stories, where it starts to learn how you speak. Okay. I think any of you guys, if you sat down for a few minutes, you could explain how Russell Brunson speaks, right? You already know my voice. You're like, he talks really fast. He slurs a lot of his words. He's like, blah, blah, blah. Like you can figure out my voice, right? And so you could teach AI, this is how Russell talks. Make sure it sounds like him. We're doing the same thing for ourselves. We set up our attractive character, add the voice elements, and now it knows how to speak like us. Okay. It's pretty powerful. And then number three is then you have a creative director who extracts all the stories from you. Okay. Which is really cool. The coolest thing, like I said, all we did yesterday is the homework was to go and get the attractive character voice. But you're gonna see a little bit today, but mostly tomorrow. Tomorrow's all about coming back to your team. The marketing team, and we're going to be trying to rebuild your entire marketing team inside of AI tomorrow. So you're going to see this. You're going to see this a lot closer, where I'm going to show you guys exactly the swipe files that I went through to create most of the software for you, and then we'll show you how we have the creative director set up to click a button, and it'll ask you the perfect questions it needs to fill out the swipe file, and then attaches your voice to it. So we'll spend a lot of time on that tomorrow. But just know, like, you've done one of the three steps to make amazing stuff with AI. Okay. And again, that's the path to the 2 Comma Club, right? Is getting these things correct. Okay. Now I want to stress again, like, if all you did, okay, was take what you're currently doing with AI and then add the 7-figure shortcut, okay, and add this little process in here, you could already make more money just because you're not gathering poop brownies off the internet to make what you're doing, right? Like, that one secret alone hopefully will change everything for you. Okay. It went and took it from AI being this like thing that kind of helpful but kind of dumb to like, oh my gosh, I can actually I can create the most powerful things right out of the gate. Like, if nothing else, that one secret alone changed everything for me. Like, when I put the pieces of my head together, I was like, oh, that's the secret. So hopefully that was the number one thing for you guys. Okay. Okay. Now, if you left this challenge and the only thing used was a 7-figure shortcut, the things you can produce now are already better than they're already better at making money than what 99% of the entire world is doing currently. Okay. So even if you're like been a little bit overwhelmed or anything, just you understand that one principle alone means that you are in front of 99% of the rest of the world when it comes to using AI to market, to sell your products and services and things like that. So congratulations. You guys are already ahead just because you showed up and because you are here. And now today we're transitioning to day number 2, the $1 billion breakthrough. I didn't say $1 million breakthrough. I said $1 billion breakthrough. I mean, you guys remember Austin Powers, right? Or what's the Social Network? Like, $1 million is not cool. You know what's cool? $1 billion. So this is the $1 billion breakthrough. And this is going to be a new framework I want to teach you guys. I've never taught this before, but when I put these pieces together, I'm hoping that you get the light bulb to go off in your head. Okay. And this is specifically, I'm interested in people who are, I mean, this is true for any business, but how many of you guys are running some type of coaching business, coaching or consulting or courses or info products, or you've written a book? Like, if you are in that camp, type in me or coach or yes or something in the chat. I want to know where all those guys at. Okay, we got a lot of them. It's awesome. You guys probably read Expert Secrets and decided to become an expert. Congratulations. You are the best. I love you guys. I love working with experts because I think every expert has a voice. They've got a message and they got people's lives they can change if they learn how to get the message out. So I love working with coaches. Okay. So if you are a coach, this is going to be something that is so timely and so important for you. How many guys are in the business how you're creating software? Okay. Now that vibe coding and these other things are coming easier, how many guys are software developers now? Okay. Like a software developer like Rustler or like Todd. Either way, if you're software, type in software. I want to say my software people. Okay. This $1 billion breakthrough is going to be huge for you guys as well. So if you're in info or software, either of those businesses, again, it works for all of them, but for those two specifically, like, we understand the fusion, what I'm going to share with you guys today. It is the thing that helped us to grow ClickFunnels to $1 billion. And it was the thing that we didn't know out of the gate. We kind of stumbled upon it. So I'm going to walk you guys through that process. Okay. I gave you guys a warning last night before we ended. Basically, if you're selling courses or info products or coaching, I'm sorry, I got bad news for you. They're dead. Right. And a lot of you guys are freaking out. In fact, Lance was in the comments. I felt so bad. Lance literally said, you posted the comments last night, said, I'm about to launch a course based on what I bought from you. What do you mean they're dead? I was like, oh crap. Lance, I'm here to re-explain myself so that you understand it better. Okay. Courses, the way they work now, are dead. Okay. And this is the reason why courses are dead. in the past, somebody would not know how to do something, right? Like I'm trying to figure out how to fill in the blank, whatever you do, lose weight, gain weight, do get better at stocks, learn how to trade, whatever. Like they're trying to like figure out how to do something, right? In the past, they'd go try to find a guru who they could find, and then they would go see what they do, buy their courses, read their books, and try to get information. Today, what the majority of people are doing, and that trend's going heavier and heavier, is they go directly to ChatGPT or to Claude or whatever their AI is of choice, and they ask it, and it gives an answer. And a lot of times, AI is just going to your blog or your website or YouTube video, scraping it, and then giving them your answer, and doesn't even link back to where you are at. So they don't even know where it came from. And so because of that, across the board, we see course sales going down and down and down. So they're not like it's not that you can't make money with courses, you can. Okay. But courses, like information just by itself, is the thing that we should be afraid of. Okay. Because information is a commodity. Okay. You think about this, like when you have, let's say somebody's paying you, even as the membership site, say the membership site, right? And if their finances go up and down, they lose their job, something bad happens in their life, right? What are they going to cut? The very first thing they're cut is like their membership sites, their coaching programs, right? There are things they can't cut. They're not going to cut off their lights, their electricity, or their gas, or like things like that. But they're going to cut off their membership sites and coaching programs instantly, right? So they're not very, very sticky. Like, and so that's one thing to understand is just like courses and information by themselves aren't sticky. They don't get people to stick with you a long time. Okay. So those are the reasons why I'm saying courses are dead. Okay. But don't worry, I got good news for you. There's a little tweak I'm going to help you make so the courses will thrive even better, but you got to look at the entire picture. Okay. So number one, though, courses are dead. So Lance, sorry, but don't stop what you're doing because I'm going to make you a tweak that makes it even better. Okay. All right. So courses are dead. And number two is like, well, it's because we're new software now. And again, I just saw 5 seconds ago, asked who's a software developer, and everyone's like, I'm a software developer. This is the problem with software right now. Back in the day when we created ClickFunnels, it was very difficult to create software. I had my partner, Todd, who's the smartest person in the world, and he built ClickFunnels. Okay. It took almost 7 years for somebody else to catch up and to clone us and try to beat us. Okay. Because we had this moat where most people don't know how to build software. Nowadays, it's crazy. I watch people on my team where they see software they want to buy and they're like, hey, Russell, I want to buy the software. It's $300 a month. I'm like, do we pay for it or not? And then what they do is they say, never mind, I'll just go to Claude Code and code it. And type in Claude Code costs us, I don't know, a couple of $150 in credits. It rebuilds the entire system. Now they have it. They can add their own feature, change their own things. Like, I don't need to buy it anymore. I have my own. And now I can sell it if I want to, whatever, right? And so software is dead because it's no longer where you have a moat where you have this unique advantage. If you are a developer, you know a developer. Like as you guys will learn literally on Thursday, if you see software that you like, you can make a version of it and you can build it with as much tech skills as I have. Okay. So like that's scary too, right? It's sad because if you would ask me 2 years ago, I'm like, what's the best business model in the world? Software. Done. Easy. You ask me today, I'm like, well, software's dead. Okay. So that's why software is dead. So it's understanding the two sides. The courses are harder and harder to sell, and software is getting harder and harder to sell as well. Okay. And so the question is like, what is $1 billion breakthrough? If courses are dead and software are dead, Russell, what do? We just give up? Like, should we just go home? No, there's an answer. Okay. And what's crazy about this is this is an answer that we came up with. I didn't even know. We stumbled upon it over a decade ago. And now looking a decade later, it's like, that was the thing that gave us our $1 billion breakthrough. And it's the answer for the future, for me and for you. Okay. And so I'm excited because I feel like I came from the past with the secret and I'm going to the future say like, this is the secret when you guys understand it. Okay. So if you want the secret, say, give me the secret, Russell. Come on, give me the secret. Where's it at? I got good news for you though. I'm really bad at keeping secrets. So as you know, I've written a couple of books, Secrets Expert, Secrets Traffic, Secrets, here they are. All they are is me telling everybody my secrets because I don't know how to hold them in. So good news is I'm going to tell you the $1 billion secret because I can't not tell you at this point. I got to show off. All right. So I'm going to give you the secret. So here we go. Okay. So what is the secret, Russell? Let me take you to kind of tell you the backstory. So my background is I'm an info product guy. When I first got into this world, I was learning about how to make money on the internet. I was so excited. And a lot of you guys heard my story. My very first product ever was a course teaching people how to make a potato gun. I'm from Boise, Idaho, and we're famous for our potatoes. And so my buddy Nate and I, as you can see, Nathan Palone's how to make a potato gun. We went and filmed ourselves making potato gun, burned a DVD, put it online, started selling it. That was my very first information product. Okay. And it started me in this addiction where I was like, this is the greatest thing in the world. I can create how-to products, how to make a potato gun, how to lose weight, how to coupon, how to whatever. And I can sell that and I can make money. Okay. Now imagine 22-year-old Russell at the time, where I'm like freaking out. I'm like, this is the greatest thing in the world. And so over the next decade, I launched over 150 information products in every market, every industry you could think of. It was so much fun. Literally weight loss, couponing, dating, like every market you can think of. We launched courses and speed reading. Anyway, so much fun. I love it. I love selling information. I love teaching people. I love, like, it just makes me happy. I find other people who are good at things. I publish them and we sell those things. Okay. And that was the next decade of my life. And afterwards, I started getting pretty good at this selling things online business. I had a lot of fun with it. So I thought I should teach people what I'm doing. So I started writing this book. Okay. It's book number 1. It's still the book I'm most proud of because it's my very first one. So I started writing this book, .com Secrets. How many of you guys read .com Secrets, by the way? If so, type in DCS in the comments. I love that all the comments are like, slow down, Russell. I'm like, you haven't been around me long. This is me going slow. I'm doing my best. You got to pick up. You got to hear faster if you're going to keep a pace with the AI world, man. The speed is not slowing down. Yeah, someone says speed it up. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. I'll speed up. Okay. So this is my very first book I wrote. It was me spending a decade of like learning how to build funnels and things like that and turned it into a book. Very, very proud of it. So that was my very first book. It was all of my secrets in one place. Okay. So all of my secrets are in this book. And so that was like how, if you look at my business, like everything is something secrets, right? Expert secrets, .com secrets, traffic secrets, marketing secrets, like everything is secrets, okay? I like calling them secrets because that's just what I like calling things secrets. I like to learn about secrets. I think they're fun, but you can call them whatever you want. I know some people are like, I don't like secrets. I want to call something different. So you can call them whatever you want. You can call them your trainings or your tips or your frameworks or your ideas or your strategies or your blueprints or your how-to information or your playbooks. But we have something we sell, information that we take that we sell to somebody, right? What do you guys call your secrets? Do you call them frameworks? Do you call them how-to? What would you call the thing that you do? Your courses, your tips, your methods, or like that, methods, remedies, laws, strategies, protocols. Oh, protocols are good. Methods, methodology. Cool. You call them whatever you want. I'm calling mine secrets. It's my favorite. I think I own every secrets.com on the planet almost. And so I go in course secrets. I own all the secrets. But you call them whatever you want. But the key is like, you take your secrets, you take your frameworks, you take your methods, you take your trainings, right? And we start selling them. So that's what I did. I started selling these things. And I sold them in a lot of different ways. I sold them in a book. I sold them in a course. I sold them in membership sites. We sold them at live events, okay? And my coaching business did great, okay? We were just selling information. And at the peak before we launched ClickFunnels and everything, my info business got the spot where I was doing a couple $1 million a year, okay? And that was great. But as most driven entrepreneurs, I'm like, that's great. I want to make some more. Okay. Partially because it's like, I want to make some more money. I'm very competitive. Like, I'm in business. Like, how do you make more money, right? How many guys in your business, one of your goals is make more, right? We're all trying to make more. That's important, right? We all want to make more money, right? Okay. So that's number one. But also on the other side, it's like, I don't know about you, but I feel like my business is a calling. Okay. I've talked about this with my entrepreneurs at length. If for any of you guys who this is your first time hanging out with me, that's awesome. I'm excited, but I believe that business is a calling, literally a calling from God. I feel like if you feel drawn to this world, if I got to create something in this, my friend Alex Sharfin calls it the call to contribution. I feel like I need to contribute more. I got to do more. Okay. That feeling you get is a calling, and it's pulling you towards something. And my calling was like, look, like, Russell, you were blessed with some gifts and some talents. One of them was not speaking slow, but there were other gifts and talents that you were blessed with. And you need to share these things with other people. And so I had to get the message out there. So when I'm doing a couple $1 million a year, that's great. I'm helping a few people, but I wanted to grow bigger. Like, how do I get my message out to more people? Okay. And so I wanted to shift from just selling information to creating transformation. I wanted to change people's lives. Okay. But I had this cap. I couldn't get past a couple $1 million a year. I never could. And then I met this guy right here. You guys had a chance to meet him yesterday. How many of you guys liked meeting Todd yesterday? I know it's funny. A lot of you guys hadn't heard Todd talk before. And some of you guys like, Todd talks the same speed as Russell. It's like, yeah, we're up, we're running, we're moving. Yeah, Todd's amazing. And again, he'll be back on Thursdays to actually build software with you guys. But I met Todd. And at the time, it's kind of funny. I showed this picture of this site called Champion Sound right here. My business was about to go bankrupt at one time. And I went to a website that was selling websites, and they were selling this site called Champion Sound. And I remember I found the site, and I spent my last $20,000 buying it. And long story short, it was coded in a programming language called Ruby on Rails. I didn't know how to do Ruby on Rails. One of my programmers did. So we had this dead site that I paid all this money for, and I was about to shut down the servers. And then I thought, I had this impression, like, you should email your customer list and just see if anyone on there knows Ruby on Rails. So I email my list, and randomly one dude emails me back, Todd. He's like, hey, I know Ruby on Rails. And I was like, hey, well, here's the login software. See if you can fix it. He logs in and overnight fixes all the problems, and it started a friendship. And we started becoming business partners. We started not business partners. First, we started working together. And for the next 2 years of his life, he just came and he showed up every single day and he served me. He didn't ask for a paycheck. He just worked with me. He was, we always talked about, hey, someday we're gonna create something to make money, and then like it'll be fun. But he would just show up and he would work for me for years. And then a couple years later, when we had the idea for ClickFunnels, I remember he had flown to Boise and we were mapping it all out. We spent the whole week kind of talking about what it would look like. And I was driving back to the airport, and we get to the airport and he's about to get out. He's like, hey, I just have one request. I'm like, yeah, what's that? He's like, if we're gonna do ClickFunnels, I don't want to do this as like your employee. I want to do it as your partner. And I remember sitting there in that moment, like scared, because I'd never had a business partner before. Like, it's scary. Like, what if we don't get along? What if it falls apart? What if he doesn't work hard? Like all the different things, And I'm so grateful in that moment that I felt impressed to say yes. I said yes, and we decided to become business partners. And I've said this before. I said this at Funnel Hacking Live, but that decision was the second greatest decision in my life outside of marrying my wife. And it's literally changed my life, because Todd was the guy who then was able to take all my crazy secrets, right? All this stuff that I was teaching in the books and the seminars, all the things we were doing, trying to teach people this stuff, right? And Todd was there to look at it and say, hey, we could take all the stuff you're doing and we could just turn it into software. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you're telling people to build a funnel. Why don't we just build software that does that? And you're telling them to send emails. Why don't we build software? And you're telling them, I'm like, well, it's not that easy, Todd. Like, you have to hire programmers. They got to build these things. And he's like, yeah, I can just build software that makes it so that all the frameworks you're teaching, that people can just do them on their own. And I was like, really? Because the biggest problem I had is like, we're teaching people these concepts. They understood them conceptually, but they didn't know how to technically build a funnel. They didn't know how to do an upsell. They didn't know how to do one-click order form. Like, all those things weren't possible. And so he took all my crazy ideas, all these frameworks, and he built software to make it actually happen. And he literally turned this book, .com Secrets, into ClickFunnels. Okay? You guys getting this so far? Okay? That was the big secret, right? The software wasn't just software. The info wasn't just info. It was the blending these two things. And what's interesting is that I didn't get it at first. Okay, we still didn't understand how powerful it was. In fact, I remember because we built ClickFunnels and we put up a website. In fact, this was the very first web page. I built it myself. I remember I built it in ClickFunnels by myself. I was so proud of it. And I was there and we launched it the very first time. And guess what happened? Nothing. Nobody bought our software. I'm like, what? I thought software was supposed to be the best business ever. So we launched it, changed it. We launched it again, second time. Very few people signed up. A third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. We launched it 6 times. 6 times, it was almost impossible to get people to join our software. It was like pulling teeth. It was so frustrating. How many of you guys, by the way, who are software people have noticed that? Software's not as easy to sell as I thought it was going to be, right? It's crazy. I was just like, this should be easy. This software is amazing. Like, everything I've been teaching for the last decade of my life, it can do. And it's only like $97 a month. This is the greatest gift I could give the world. And nobody wanted it. Okay. And then we had our breakthrough. And this was not something I planned on. Okay. This $1 billion breakthrough came because one of my friends invited me to come speak at an event. And he said, hey, why don't you come talk about funnels? Because that's your favorite thing, Russell. And then at the end, I want you to sell ClickFunnels. I was like, hey, man, nobody's buying ClickFunnels. He's like, well, don't just sell the software. He's like, make a package, make an offer and make it to the audience. I was like, well, all we have right now, I said, all we have right now is a free trial on the homepage. He's like, well, put it together, sell like a year access for $1,000 and throw in some courses to teach them how to build a funnel. I was like, okay. So I went to this little event. This is the actual picture from that event. It's a little room, probably 300 people in San Diego. And I get on there on stage and I show the first part. Some of you guys have seen my presentation before. I've done it a lot, but I did the presentation teaching this concept called funnel hacks. The way that I looked at funnels, I talk about it in .com Secrets book. Like I look at something that works and I reverse engineer it. And then from that, I go into software and I build it and I show the whole thing. So I taught about funnels. And then I said, now let me show you how it works in my software. And I logged my software. I showed them. Now they understood the strategy. I showed how simple it was to do inside ClickFunnels. How you could drag and drop and move things around. And people were going crazy. And then I said, okay, if anyone wants access, I'll give you access to my entire Funnel Builder Secrets course to teach you how to build funnels and the software. And then people started running to the back room, jumping over the tables, people throwing credit cards. It was a huge table rush. More than half of the room ran to the back of the room and bought the thing from me. And I remember that night at dinner, Todd was there and my other business partner, Dylan Jones, he was our other co-founder. We were at dinner that night and we're kind of like, oh my gosh, people actually bought ClickFunnels. They finally understand it. And I remember telling those guys, you guys don't understand. I've never had a response like that to anything I've sold. I've been doing this a long time at that point. And they're like, cool. I'm like, no, you guys, we're going to be rich. Like not like we wealthy, like we're going to be rich. because I saw the response to that, right? And that was the $1 billion breakthrough, okay? It was software that implemented all my secrets and gave people a transformation. Software plus my frameworks, my secrets, my methods, my whatever you want to call it. The blending of those two things was the secret, okay? One of the main reasons why it was a secret is it turned my revenue from just someone bought a course from me or a book from me or a coaching program from me, right? And it turned everything I knew into recurring revenue. That's the secret, okay? Can anyone type in recurring revenue in the comments? Recurring, yes. Software plus secrets equals MRR, okay? Monthly recurring revenue. It's the secret, you guys. It's what gives you stability. I had a friend named David Fry who said, if you don't have continuity or recurring revenue in your business, you don't have a business. You just have a promotion, okay? There's so many people in my world who they've got their $10,000 coaching, $25,000, $100,000 coaching, and they make money. But in the very beginning of every single month, guess what? The money's gone. They got to start over again. And the money's gone. They got to start and keep doing it over and over and over again. I looked at when we launched ClickFunnels. We launched it. We put it out there into the world, right? People start buying it. They start signing up. I would do a webinar. People sign up. Then I sell my book, and someone would read my book. And at the end of it, they're like, "This is amazing. I need to build a funnel." And they go and they would buy my software. And then they would go and read expert secrets. Like, "This is amazing. I need a funnel." And they go buy my software. And then read traffic secrets. "This is amazing. I need to go buy a funnel." It's like everything we did kept pushing people back to the same thing. Okay, back to the one thing where we got recurring revenue. And we went from having 1,000 members to 5,000 to 25,000 to 50,000 to 75,000 to 100,000 people actively paying us monthly to be able to use software that helped them to implement my frameworks. Like, that's the power, you guys. Are you getting this? Are you starting to see why I'm so excited about this? Okay. That is the key. Recurring revenue, like if you think about this, it's the key that gives you all freedom. How many of you guys are here because you're trying to figure out how to get free from bosses, bills, headaches, stress, anxiety? Like how many of you guys, that's the reason why you're here, right? Recurring revenue gives you the ability to do this. Think about this. I'm just doing a math equation with you guys, okay? Let's say you created software out of your frameworks, okay? Like I did with ClickFunnels. And let's say you charge $97 a month, okay? We'll make $100 a month. It'll make my math storytelling easier. Okay, $100 a month. Okay, let's say right now you're struggling because you are in debt. Maybe it's student loans, maybe it's whatever. Maybe I don't know. Let's say you're $50,000 in debt, right? Now I don't know. I should have been more prepared. I don't know how much the monthly payment on a $50,000 debt. Let's just say you got to pay $500 a month, right? So say $500 a month covers your student loan. Okay, if that's the case, how many members do I need to get to sign up for my software to cover my student loan debts? Okay. Well, if you got $50,000 in debt and your software is $100 a month, how many people is that? So we're saying 5. No, that'd be $500. Wait, is that right? Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought it was gonna be 50, but like I'm way up. My math's off. AI made me dumb at math. 5. So you get 5 people to sign up for your $100 a month continuity program, software problem, recurring revenue. Okay. That's $500 a month. That covers your student loan debts, right? Now you're free. You are free from the shackles of that debt. And then you're like, well, I have my home loan. My home loan, I got a $500,000 house, right? My monthly mortgage is $5,000 or whatever, right? Okay, how many members need to join your software to cover that? How's that? Is that 10? 50. All right, 50 people join my software. Now the mortgage on my home is paid for, right? You start doing this and get you free from these debts. And then eventually you get back to the spot where you start dreaming and like, man, I would really like a new car, or I want a new house, or I want to go on a vacation. You say, well, man, if I wanted to upgrade this house, how much is it going to cost? Instead of thinking, man, my new house is going to cost $2.3 million, you say, man, my new house is going to cost 233 members. Like, oh, that's not that hard. This is to go get 233 members. That'd be easy. You get 233 members, they start using your software, right? Now you can dream again. Okay, and so that's why recurring revenue is so cool. It's the reason why my whole life shifted when we launched ClickFunnels. I went from, having to eat what I kill every single day. Every single day, it's like I wake up in the morning. It's like, if I'm going to eat today, I got to sell something. I got to do another course, another webinar, another thing, right? Versus like every single month, it gets bigger. We call this compounding continuity because it gets bigger and gets bigger over time. It's bigger, and it's like the most exciting, cool thing in the world. Okay, and so that's the $1 billion breakthrough, you guys. Okay, and what's interesting is I've been telling my info product people this for the last decade. I'm like, especially people in my inner circle. I'm like, hey, you've got to start. Like, you're teaching real estate, you got to turn that into some kind of software. You're teaching stock market, you turn to software. You're doing weight loss, you got to turn to software. You're helping people with their marriages, you got to help them with software. And people are like, oh, and they look at me and they smile, and none of them could do it because none of them have a Todd. They don't have a Todd who can go take their frameworks and turn it into software. Okay? And I've been telling for a decade, this is not something I was hiding from the world. I'm like, you guys, you see what I'm doing over here? I just turned my frameworks into software. And now people pay me every single month and it gets bigger it's insane. It's like, but I don't have a Todd. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. You don't. And then what's crazy is now recently we have all these big VC-backed software companies that are meeting with us who are like, how did you build ClickFunnels to $1 billion without any money? And they've all raised like hundreds of millions of dollars in funding. And they're so confused. And they're spending all their money trying to build software, make the software the best in the world. Like, our software is amazing, but nobody will give us money. And they're all in trouble because they don't have a Russell who understands that the magic is not in the software. The magic's in the information, the frameworks, the secrets, the methods, the whatever you want to call it, that teaches people the thing that gives them the need for the software. That's the magic. And so all the big software developers with their hundreds of millions of dollars in funding don't get it because they don't understand my side of the equation. Okay. The $1 billion secret is this. Okay. It's creating software that implements your secrets, your frameworks, your methodologies. That's the secret. You guys getting this? Lauren said, this is insane. If you guys are getting this, type, I get it. I get it. Yes. Okay. All right. We're on the same page. Good. Okay. You saw it happen with ClickFunnels. Okay. This is obviously the obvious case study for me. It's like, you do ClickFunnels, Russell, but have you ever done it since then? I'm like, yeah. After I learned it, I've kept doing this, okay? Some of you guys know I own a business called Secrets of Success. And when I first launched it, we launched it as a membership site. Information. I was so excited we launched it. And like for me, if you guys don't know my backstory, I'm obsessed with old books. I think I bought like 18,000 books in the last 3 or 4 years. And we have a membership site where the old books, we're scanning them, we're republishing them. And it's the coolest thing to learn to be more successful. Like it's like my dream membership site that I love more than anything. And our stick rate was like 2.5 months. Like people just sign up, look around, like this is a lot of information, they would leave. Right? And if something bad happened in their life, first thing they cut is access to my membership site. They're done. Right? Our stick rate was horrible. Even though I was giving them millions of dollars of information, like literally millions of dollars I spent on these books, scanning them, putting them in there. I'm giving them, it's like, you pay $97 a month, you get access to my entire like nerd library. And they stay for a month and a half, and they're out. I was like, dang it, it's not working. And then I was like, $1 billion breakthrough, Russell. Come on now. So what I did is I made a little app. The app's called it's called Driven 67. Okay. How many of you guys ever seen 75 Hard? Yeah. Type in 75 Hard if you have. It was like a book and then they turned into this little app. So I did 75 Hard a couple times. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't finished it yet. I got to like day 45 one time. Anyway, but I was like, this is really cool because I log in every day, I got to do something and it makes me do the thing every day. I was like, what if I made an app for my personal development guys, and I call it the Driven 67. And every day for 67 days, they log in and there's step-by-step things they got to do. One of them is go read a book. And one of them is to go log into focus blocks. And one of them is come read with our book reading club that we do. We read a personal development book every single morning together. And we have this step-by-step thing. So we create the software, we launch the software, and guess what happens? People have software, which is teaching my frameworks. And now what happens? They're sticky. They don't leave now. They're in there every single day realizing like, oh my gosh, like the information is great, software's great, but together is the magic. Right? And it changed this business. People don't stay for a month and a half now. If we get them on the software that helps them to implement the frameworks, they stick for a long, long time. Now they're sticky. You guys getting this? Software makes it sticky. Okay, I'll keep on going. I'm curious, how many of you guys are paying attention to what I'm doing right now? You may have noticed I've got a couple secrets. I got a whole bunch of them here. I found this picture last night. This is Nora. She's old now, but she was so tiny in this picture. This is when my books that first came out. And so I took this picture. I sent it to like 20 different friends, like my books are here. But literally I took, when we were doing this project and trying to create this for you, what we've been doing in our company is literally going through my books and building out software for ourselves. And I was like, this is a perfect example. I'm like, everybody should be doing what I'm doing. It's taking your frameworks, turning into software. And then it's like you can commercialize it. So you probably noticed if you logged into marketingsecrets.ai that, wow, this software is software that helps us to implement all of Russell's secrets. Huh, weird. Wait, Russell practices what he preaches? That's insane. That is insane. I'm not like some of the guys who talk about something, but they don't actually do it. Like I literally do it. You guys are in the middle of it, right? If you log in the frameworks, like we've got a whole bunch of my secrets from expert secrets that are in there. Okay, one-to-many emails, my stuff from here is in there. One-to-many presentations is from here. The Dream 100 software is all the frameworks from here. We're adding in some insanely cool things from .com secrets, different frameworks, different things. Like we're at the very beginning of launching Marketing Secrets AI. There's about a dozen software programs in there right now, and we're adding more software based on all these different frameworks. So every framework I have, we're developing software so that my team and we can execute it better, right? Or if I lose my team or have a team, I can do it myself, right? And now you guys can take the same system and do it as well, okay? Are you guys getting this? All right, you guys are all getting this. This is so much fun. Okay. All right. So there's the backstory. Now you guys understand that's the $1 billion breakthrough. It's the blending of these two things together. So if you are just an information product person, you need software. If you're just software, you need information. But together we can do it. And what's crazy is that it used to be really, really hard. Okay. Back in the day, it was not easy to do because no one had a Todd. But today you don't need a Todd. Okay. It was crazy. Recently, I think Oracle laid off 80,000 developers. Biggest tech layoff in history. 80,000 developers, right? Because people don't need developers anymore because of what you're going to be learning on Thursday. You're now a developer. If you know how to talk, if you, let's say, learn Whisper Flow, if you push the FN button, the fun button, and you talk, you're a developer. Congratulations. Like, I want software that does blah, 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 blah. Send. It does it. I'm going to show you guys that here in a second because I think some of you guys don't believe me. That's literally, I built software literally last night for this demo. And all I did is I clicked the button and I talked and it built software. And I'm going to show you guys in a second. Okay. But first, I'm going to teach you guys the whole framework. Okay. You guys ready for some frameworks? Okay. This is the framework to walk you through the steps to be able to do this. Okay. All right. So if you want to play actually, first off, who wants to play this game? Do you guys want to play this game with software plus information and blend them together? If you want to play that game, say, play the game, put me in the game, coach. I'm coming off the sidelines, getting into the game. I'm the worst at telling you guys what to say because I keep changing it. But all right, you guys are signing it. Playing me the game. Okay, this is how we play the game. Step number 1, you got to figure out your secrets. What is your map? What's the thing that is going to be your version of my frameworks, right? Again, my books have got tons of my frameworks in here. There's a dozen different secrets in each one of these books. In fact, I didn't call mine chapters. There are secret 1, secret 2, secret 3. All my secrets are in here, right? So you got to figure out, like, what are your secrets? Okay. What are the things that you have that you can compile and package into something? Okay. I'm going to draw on the whiteboard real quick because I think I'm going to just share a really quick explanation of how you can understand your own secrets of frameworks. I'm not going to go too deep in this. We do a whole course of teaching how to create a course and information and stuff like that. I want to do a quick one just to give, just for any of you guys who haven't done it before, just to give you a quick 5-minute overview. Is that cool? 5-minute overview? All right, here we go. Okay, on to the whiteboard. So this is the way I think about when we're trying to create your secrets, right? If you look at this, okay, what happens is this is you, okay? And you have a goal. You want to do something. You want to lose weight, make money, whatever your thing is, right? So you have this goal and this result up here, and like this is the result you want to get. That's a flag, and it says result, okay? I have horrible handwriting, but that says result, okay? There's a result you want, okay? And you have this goal and this dream, right? So think about yourself 5 years ago. This is you 5 years ago. What was the dream, the vision, the thing you wanted to accomplish, right? And so you knew you had to go from here to there to go get it, right? And so you start on this path, you start going, you're like, oh, I'm going to try this thing. And then you got lost, and you crashed and burned, right? Like, oh, I failed. So you went back to start. So, okay, I have the same goal. I want to do this thing. I'm going to figure it out. You start on this path again, and then you got lost again, and boom, it crashes and fails again. And you try again, and you crash and fail. And you try again, you crash and fail. And you keep crashing and failing over and over and over again, right? It's interesting. One of my friends, she owns a women's weight loss company. And she told me that her women, their goal is obviously to lose weight. And she said the average woman in America goes on 8 diets a year. 8. The average woman, okay? That means 8 times she starts her journey and she goes, I'm going to try the Atkins diet. Oh, I failed. I'm going to try paleo. Oh, I failed. Oh, I'm going to try keto. Oh, I failed. And they keep trying. Okay? That's the market that you're in any market. Same thing with making money. I bet the making money market probably has more failures than weight loss, right? Because everyone's trying this and this. Like, how many guys is this not your very first challenge or webinar you've been on? You're like, I'm going to make a bunch of money on the internet. And it hasn't worked yet, right? Because you keep trying these different paths. But eventually what happens is you go through this and you figure it out and you get all the way to the top and you're like, oh my gosh, I got the result. Woohoo. That's the face. I got the result. And you figured out how to do it, okay? You did it. Congratulations. Okay, you figure out how to make the money, lose the weight, trade the stock, do the whatever your thing is, right? You figured it out. Now, what happened along the way is you got the most valuable thing in the world, okay? What you got is you have a map. There's a map. You now know how to go from here. You know the path to get you all the way to here. And you know all the steps in the path, right? You know, like step number 1 is you got to go here. Step number 2, you got to do this. Step number 3, you got to do this. Step number 4, you do this. Step number 5, you do this. Step number 6, you do this. Step number 7, and that's how you get to the path. Okay? So for you, when you're trying to figure out, like, what are my secrets? All your secrets are is there's a result that you know how to get, that you figured out. And you have this map, and the map says step number 1 is this, step number 2, step number 3, like that is That's the big thing. The big secret is you have this map. And this map is your secrets on how to go from being back here all the way to the spot you want to be right now. Does that make sense, you guys? That's all it is. Okay? My .com secrets book. When I was, 20 years old, I was trying to figure out how to make money on the internet. I was down here and I tried selling on eBay. I tried Craigslist. I tried and eventually I made this potato gun DVD. I went through all the steps, how to do it all the way. And then finally I sold something. I'm like, I made money with my potato gun DVD. I have the map. I know how to do this now. Now that I've done it, I could do it again. I do potato guns. Let me do a speed reading. I find a guy's speed reader. We make a course together. I'm like, I know the path. Check it out. Here's step 1. Step 2, we go through and it makes money. And it's like, I have the map to the thing that everybody else wants. And then I did it again and again. And 150 times later, I had 150 different courses we created teaching people the map that we had gone on. Okay. Before I started turning this into my own frameworks, teaching marketing and business, things like that. Okay. So for you, you've got the same thing. Like, what is the business you want to be in? Like, what do you want to sell? Okay. Are you good at making money in real estate? Are you good at weight loss? Are you good at finances? Are you good at relationships? Are you good at, like, what is the thing that you want to share with the world? Okay. Those are your secrets. Okay. If you look at any of my books, it's all this. Each chapter is basically like, all right, here's the result you're going from this chapter. Here's the steps how I got it. Boom, framework, secrets. Number 2, number 3, right? And so that's kind of how this whole thing works. Whew, I'm out of breath from that one. All right. Okay, you guys getting this? All right, let me come back over here. So secret number 1 is you got to figure out your map. Like, what are your secrets? What is the thing that you're sharing? Okay. And after you understand that, there's a really cool principle. The principle is this: people will spend more money for the same content packaged in a different way. Okay. People will spend more money for the same content packaged in a different way. I learned this when I was 22, 23 years old. I went to an event and everybody was talking about this book called Think and Grow Rich. You have to read Think and Grow Rich. And so I was like, oh, okay, read Think and Grow Rich. So I wrote down, I got back home and I went to Amazon. I ordered it. I think it was $9.97. Ordered Think and Grow Rich. Got shipped to my house. I had the book. I'm like, I'm going to read this book. I'm going to learn how to think and grow rich. And it sat there on my bookshelf for 6 months or so. I went to another seminar and people were saying, like, who has read Think and Grow Rich? And everyone's hand goes up except for mine. I'm like, oh, dang it, I have the book. I need to read it. I go back home that weekend and I see the book there and I don't read it. And this happens 3 or 4 times. I'm like, I need to read this book. And finally it gets to the point where the pain's too much. Like, I'm embarrassed I haven't read it yet. And so I went on to eBay back in the day. This is back when CDs were a thing. And I typed in Think and Grow Rich and the CD set popped up and it was $100. I was like, done. Paid $100. They shipped me these CDs. And for the next week, I was driving around in my car, driving to school and back and forth, listening to these things. And I listened to the book Think and Grow Rich. Okay. Now here's the lesson. Okay. The book Think and Grow Rich costs $10. The CD course costs $100. Okay. That's 10 times more money for the exact same content packaged in a different way. Like, literally, they are word for word the same. Somebody just read the book and it's audio, but someone paid 10 times more for how it's packaged. Okay. This is the big thing to understand. Okay. When you have a framework, you have a secret, you take those secrets and you can sell them a lot of ways. You can sell them as a book. Okay. Or you could take those same things and you can sell them as a course. Okay. The book, you're going to read about it. The course, you watch videos about it. Okay. Or you could do what I did and turn it into software, recurring revenue. Or you can make a membership site, or you could do a seminar teaching it, or you could do a mastermind teaching it. Okay. Same content, but the book I sell for $10, the course I sell for $1,000, the software I sell for $97 a month, the membership site is $97 a month, the big event's $1,000, and the mastermind is $25,000. Same secret, same frameworks packaged a different way. Okay. That's what's so powerful is you start creating these maps, you're understanding this, like that is your secret sauce. Okay. So that's step number 1, the framework. Okay. The first step is that you have to figure out your secrets. Like, what is the map that you have to take somebody from where they are to be successful in the thing that you're good at? Okay. That's step number 1. You guys good at that? All right. Now let's move to step number 2. Step number 2. Now you got to turn your secrets into software. So we're going to take all the secrets, all the frameworks, all the things you design, and then we're going to jam them into software and make them software like we did. Okay. That's the magic. Okay. And now there is like your own version. Your frameworks have now become software. Okay. Now check this out. I told you a second ago, people spend the same money or more money for the same content packaged in a different way. So we got Think and Grow Rich, the book, Think and Grow Rich, the CDs. What if last night I was trying to make a demo for you guys and I was like, what if we made Think and Grow Rich, the software? What? Is that even possible? Todd flew out last night. I don't have a developer in the office. How am I supposed to make Think and Grow Rich the software? And I'm like, I could just click the button and talk into the software and it'll make it into software. How many of you want to see me turn Think and Grow Rich into software? Okay, if you do, type in Show me, Russell. I want to see it. When we play the video, we keep my mic on because I'm going to talk over the top of it. Okay. All right. This is the demo, you guys. It took about an hour to do, so we compressed it down. So it's about a 3-minute video, but I just want you to see that what I'm talking about is actually true. I literally clicked the FN button and I talked and I told it what to do. And when it was done, I had my very own Think and Grow Rich software. All right, check this out, you guys. Here we go.
So the first step is I'm actually going to come in and talk to my chief of staff and have it help pull the framework from Think and Grow Rich, so I don't have to think through that or go and do the hard work. So I'm come right here, click on Assign a Task, and then I'm just going to use Whisperflow. I click this in, and then, hey, can you go research the book Think and Grow Rich and give me a framework with the core things that Napoleon Hill teaches that everyone's got to do every single day? I know there's 13 laws in Think and Grow Rich, and so I love to weave each of those 13 laws into a step-by-step process of what people should be doing every single day to be able to be successful implementing this book. There it is. Research for me. And check it out. It's doing deep research with Perplexity. All right, while this is researching, I'm going to come over here to this other tool that I'll be showing you guys a little later on today, where I'm actually going to build the app, okay? Same thing, I'm going to type in Whisperflow. Hey, I want to build an app that people will log into every single day to be able to implement the principles from the book Think and Grow Rich. Ideally, they're going to read the book and then log in every day to the software, and it should have like a daily habit tracker. Every single day, the things they need to do to make sure that they're implementing the concepts and the principles from the book Think and Grow Rich. I will post down below what the core principles are from Think and Grow Rich. So I want to make sure we weave into every single day. But if you can help me to build that app, that would be amazing. Okay, now I'm going to research on their screen, and then I'll come over here and paste it. There we go. Okay, so there's the instructions on how to build the software. That's all I gave it. And then here's from Chief of Staff, the basic principles from Laws of Success, or excuse me, from Think and Grow Rich. And I'm going to click this button and see what happens.
All right, it checks out, you guys. It's building the app. On the side, it says, okay, number one, it built all the task list. It starts doing stuff. It had one little failure in there, but it's still going. It's cranking on it. It's fixing the thing. It's creating the database. It's polishing up the pages. It's creating the style sheet. And boom, check it out. It built out, again, this took about an hour in real time, but it built out. It built out the website, built out the payment processing, got everything. Click on Start Journey. It logs you in. It shows you the software. Here's the streak. Had to do it every day. It's got all the different things. Where you go in every day, you got to check off all the 13 things. You click on them. And then if you want, you can go and it built this like thing that says reflect, and you can go type your reflections each day of like, oh, I was trying to practice faith and I did blah, 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 blah. And then you can save the reflection. You can see your streaks. How did I do every single day? Who's the best? Who's competing? Here's all the principles from the book it pulled out. So you can go and study the principles. You can get overviews of each of them. You can go practicing. And that's crazy, right? I just want to make sure that you guys think this is crazy too. And it's not just me, because that was it. No, obviously it's not perfect, but if I was to go back and be like, actually, don't do chapter 13 because that's the weird one. I don't want that in my app. Or I could be like, hey, let's do 3 things every day. Or let's change this. Or I could just update things and tweak things and change things. Like you just keep telling it what to do. You're like, actually, I don't like that. Change this instead. Don't like that. Let's change this instead. I don't like this and change that instead. Okay. And from that, you can literally build software. Okay, how many of you guys are freaking out a little bit right now? If you are freaking out, type in, I'm freaking out right now. I'm watching the comments. I was like, this is crazy. Whoa, is this real life? Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? The same thing, I was like, this is impossible. Okay, the very first time I coded anything, last night was my first one, just kind of show you to make the demo, but inside of Marketing Secrets, if you guys go in there to the one-to-many emails and go to the Seinfeld one, I built that one myself. The team set it up, and then they said, okay, just talking this thing. I was like, do this, change this, and like, I got it till it was perfect, and it was amazing for me. Okay. That's the world we live in today, you guys. That's why 80,000 developers got laid off from Oracle. That's why, because you don't need to be developers anymore. If you can click a button and tell something what you want, that's it. That's the power. Okay. I hope you guys are getting this. Yeah, now what do I build? What do I do? Like everyone's like, wait, I have all the power in my hands. Oh, let me go to my slides. I have 2 very important slides to show you guys. Number 1 is, who's freaking out right now? And number 2 is, I'm freaking out right now. This is crazy. This is me going to my office today. It's so cool. It's so insane what's actually possible, you guys. We've got most of the people on our team now we train everyone internally on our team who's here and like figure out your position, your role, and build software. And just figure out how to make software, do things easier for yourself. So everyone on our team is building software for their individual departments. And if something's good enough, there's like, this is amazing. We're putting it into the marketing secrets app. Okay. Because it's like, if we can do things to speed up production, to lower our costs, to do whatever, like everyone on the team, we're all collectively doing this together. And you guys should be doing the same thing as well. Like we should all be inside this community, right? Where everybody, all you guys who are members, we should all be talking about sharing ideas, like custom coding stuff and sharing with each other. Like it's like we're in just a crazy time of day and it's amazing. Okay. And if you come back to slides over here, day number 4, you guys will be doing this too. Okay. Todd's gonna be coming back and we're gonna be doing it and actually showing you guys how to do it. So day number 4 is our software day. So don't stress yet. I just wanted to tease you a little bit so you see what the future's like. So you're not like, Russell, software information is great, but I don't have a Todd. You don't need a Todd anymore. All you got to do is just click the button and just talk, and then you can literally do it too. Okay. Now, this is not the first time me telling somebody about this. Again, most people I've told in the last couple of years, like software for info, you blend these things out, it'll change the world. Most people don't ever listen to that. But this guy did right here. His name is Josh Latimer. He's one of my favorite people, and he's going to tell you the story in his own words. And he's actually going to be here Thursday because he wants to go deeper in this case today so you guys can understand it. But he was the first person who I told this to who actually did it. He had a software company. It was failing. I told him this little tweak. He applied it, and I'm going to let you hear in his own words exactly what happened from implementing this concept I'm going to share with you guys today. Here we go.
Hey, what's up? I want to tell you the quick story about the dumbest, smartest thing I ever did back in 2017. I was running a software company called SendGym. I had spent 6 years building it. I had spent $1 million of my own money into the code. It had done $900,000 in total revenue, not profit, in 6 years. I had never taken a paycheck out of that business. It was like a black hole, money-eating monster. I was watching this thing I had poured my heart into just slowly sink. I could not figure out why I could not sell this stupid thing. I was about 2, 3, 4 months away from just being done, like shutting it down, tail between the legs, like walking away. And that's when I did the dumbest, smartest thing I ever did. I took $25,000 that I could not afford to lose, and I sent it to a random stranger on the internet named Russell Brunson. $25,000 to a guy I'd never met. I didn't even get on an airplane, by the way, either. I just got a Zoom link. My wife thought I was nuts. I probably was nuts, but I did it. I hopped on Zoom. He looked at what I was doing. In less than 30 minutes, he told me something I'll never forget. This is wild. This is what he said. He said, Josh, stop selling your software as a tool. Sell the information, sell the transformation, but include the software as a bonus. And that was it. That was the whole thing. I remember sitting there like, really? That's it? Like I was nervous, but I did it. I got off that call. I did exactly what he said. In the next 90 days after that first Zoom call when I met Russell, we made back the entire $25,000 and a lot more than that. And here's the big win, okay? The 18 months after that, we did almost 5 times our total revenue our company had done in its entire history up until that point because of this advice from Russell, okay? We're about to apply for our 2 Comma Club C award this year, $25 million through a single funnel, the same funnel built on the principle Russell taught me back in 2017. And that company was like 3 months away from dying. And here's why I'm telling you this as I land the plane. I know this week Russell's teaching about how software alone is dead. Courses and information by themselves are dead. But when you blend the two together with AI, that's alchemy. That's the thing. And I'm not telling you because he asked me to tell you. I'm telling you because I'm living proof of it for real. And he told me the same principle in 2017 before AI made it 10 times more powerful like it is now. It saved my company. So if you're wondering whether to lean in this week, just lean in. This blend is real. The alchemy is real. It's one of the most important business lessons I've ever learned. Thank you, Russell. Love you. Bye.
Awesome. Okay. You guys getting this? Like that is the magic here. Okay. That was our $1 billion breakthrough I want to give to you guys as well, because before AI wasn't possible. Now it's like all of you guys can do this, right? Again, the goal of this challenge is like, how can you actually make money with AI? Okay. Number 1 is learning how to use AI. But number 2 is like learning how to use it on the right thing. Like just creating random software is okay. Just creating information is okay. But man, when you figure out how to put those 2 things together, now it sticks. People stick for a long, long time. Okay. So again, $1 billion breakthrough. Number 1, okay, the software to implement your secrets. Number 1 is figuring out your map, your secrets. Number 2 is taking your software, right, your versions and building software around your frameworks. Okay, now we're gonna move into step number 3 in the framework. Step number 3 now is, okay, now I've got my frameworks, I've got software. How do I actually sell it? Okay. And this is the hard part because for most people who try to get started and try selling their software, it's expensive, right? Right now, for us to get a trial to ClickFunnels, like when we're spending Facebook ads, I mean, it's $250 to $300 to get a free trial. Like, that's depressing, right? Is it just me? It's like, oh, that's a lot of money to get a trial. And so for me, I'm always like, how can I get traffic that's free? How many of you guys like the idea of free traffic? If you like free traffic, type in free traffic in the comments. And how many of you guys are like, I like free traffic, but I actually want better than free traffic? Okay, well, number 3, we're talking about better than free traffic. This is where you're not giving money to Mark Zuckerberg for traffic. You're getting traffic that's better than free, okay? So this also is big part of the $1 billion secret, okay? A lot of people notice we didn't buy our very first ad in ClickFunnels for 2 years, okay? We were already over $10 million a year of ARR, annual recurring revenue, before we bought our very first ad, okay? So this is one of the big secrets, is we weren't out there buying Facebook ads and Google ads and all sorts of stuff, okay? Which should be good for you guys knowing, like, wait, if I take my frameworks, I take my software, I put them together, and I start selling it, like, I should be able to like actually get traffic without spending money, okay? All these things we're trying to get so that you don't have to spend a ton of money to grow. And so this is the big secret. You guys ready for this? You ready to start wrapping this out? Here we go. Okay. This is Mark Zuckerberg. He owns Facebook and Instagram. On the platforms, Facebook and Instagram, are millions and millions and millions of influencers, people like me and other people. And we're out there and we're making content every single day. And then Mark Zuckerberg shows ads to people to watch our content. And he pays us a little tiny bit of money and he keeps all the rest. You can tell because he's got like 5 billion houses, right? And so what most people do, they give the money to Mark Zuckerberg and then he goes down to these influencers down below and he like shows your ads on their content and he gives them a little bit of money and he keeps the rest. So what we do is we cut out the middleman. We cut out Zuckerberg and we go directly to these people who have the audience, who have the people, who have the people listen anyway. And we say, hey, instead of me paying Zuckerberg some money, you get 10%. What if I just paid you instead? And most of them are like, are you serious? You just pay me direct? I only get 10% for Zuckerberg. I mean, yeah, in fact, I got something even better than that. How about you promote this and anything you sell, I'll give you half of it for free. And they're like, wait a minute, are you serious? Okay, this is how I built our business. Is I got people who already had a following, people who are influencers. I said, here's my software, ClickFunnels. If you do a promotion for me, you promote ClickFunnels, and when somebody signs up, I'll give you half the monny. And they're like, are you serious? And so the reason why I say it's better than free is because I don't have to buy ads for this, right? And I don't have to go like post social media content. I just get them to say yes, and then they will go, they create the ad, they send the message out, and then if somebody comes and buys, I just give them money after. So I give the money from their customer, the customer gives me $100, I give them half back, right? And it's so simple, it's so easy, and there's no risk, okay? A good example is that's how we launched this launch, okay? Like a lot of you guys came here because you saw emails from my list. I sent emails my list. Some of you guys may have seen emails from other people, but I went to my Dream 100. We'll talk about it in a minute. Dream 100, these are people who are influencers who have my dream customers on their email list. They follow them on social media. They read their blogs, listen to podcasts, whatever it is, right? So I went to them. I said, hey, we're doing this challenge called the AI Secrets Challenge. If you'll promote the challenge, if your customers sign up for our software, you'll get paid a commission on it. And a lot of people are like, that's amazing. Okay. So I went to these people and I asked them, and then they went, and you probably got an email from me or somebody else promoting this, right? How many of you guys found out about this event because I told you? Say, Russell told me, if that was it. Okay. If you're about someone else, type in who you heard it from. Okay. We have probably, 40 or 50 affiliates who are all promoting this. And I didn't pay them anything, not a single penny to anybody. Okay. I just said, hey, tell people about this. A really cool challenge is happening. If someone buys something, you get paid a commission on it. Yeah. I've seen all these names like popping through, like all sorts of names. Jonathan, from Doug, from, that's going too fast out. From John, from David, from Bill, from Jamie, So that's this big secret, you guys. This is how we get traffic. Is we're not going to Facebook and buying ads. We're not going to Google or Instagram. I'm not even publishing content about it. Like I ran out of time doing any social media about this challenge at all. I just ran out of time. And so instead, I told my affiliates, they went out there and they started doing it. Okay. And so I want to explain, I'm going to do one more thing really quick, and then we're going to show you guys the simple way how to do this, okay? Because at first, like Dream 100, like affiliates, it sounds confusing. So I'm going to show you guys the secret, because it's actually not that hard, okay? This is how it works. So, we still got that picture here. We're going one more level. Okay, so a good example, probably the best example, is when I launched the .com Secrets book. So I wrote this book. I'm like, this book's amazing. I'm really proud of it. And I wanted to launch it. I wanted to promote it, right? So the first thing I did is I went on to Podcaster, into iTunes podcasts. And in iTunes, you can sort podcasts from the top 100 podcasts down. And so I went to the very top one and I wrote down like number 1 is, Joe Rogan. Number 2 is whatever. Number 3, and I wrote down every single person who ran a podcast in the business market, right? So I had 100 people. And then I went to Instagram and I said, okay, let me find all the influencers who are teaching business stuff on Instagram. And I wrote down all their profiles and their names, right? And then I went, who on Facebook is doing stuff? And I found a bunch of names, people on Facebook who had my dream customers, right? I wrote down their names. And I went to YouTube. And I started building this huge list of tons and tons of people, okay? And then after I did that, I started messaging. So I sent a message to each of these podcast people. In fact, I actually shipped them a copy of my book. I sent them a copy of my book, said, hey, here's my book. If you like it, maybe I can be on your podcast. So I started sending these out to everybody who had a podcast. Then I sent one to everybody on Instagram who had a big following. They had, 20,000, 30,000 followers on Instagram. I was messaging them up, seeing if I could send them a copy of the book, right? I started doing the same thing on Facebook and YouTube. I started sending these things out there, okay? And again, we call it Dream 100 because we try to send it to 100 people, but for me, I sent it probably 400 or 500 because I'm an overachiever, right? So I send these things out to everybody, and then nothing happened for a little while. And then one day, I still remember this. I'll make it blue. There was this guy. He was one of the podcasters. He's like number 5 or 6 on it. His name is John Lee Dumas. He had a podcast called Entrepreneur on Fire. He messaged me back, says, Russell, I got your book. It was amazing. I'd love to promote it to my audience. You want to be on my podcast? I'll send emails to my list. I said, sure. And so then he went out there and he promoted it. He ended up selling over 500 copies of my book by himself. And that was just one human. And then another podcaster messaged me. He's like, I got your book. I love to do it. And then one of the Instagram guys like, I love it. And we started getting people. And from me sending out the 500 or 600 messages, I got probably, 20 or 30 people who said yes, and they promoted it. And then they'd sell the book and I paid them afterwards. Better than free traffic. Okay. So that's the strategy. This is how we get traffic, you guys. If you've read my Traffic Secrets book, this is one of the core things I teach everyone because it's, I think, the easiest way to do it, to get traffic. And it doesn't cost you a ton of money. I hate seeing new entrepreneurs get started and they all of a sudden go to Zuckerberg and they got to spend all their cash and their finance trying to buy ads for him, right? It's ridiculous. And so this is how we teach entrepreneurs how to get traffic for free. Now, for a long time, this was always kind of scary. It's like, well, how do we actually do this? And so I thought, I'm looking at our whole event, and the whole goal of the event is like taking all the frameworks from my books and turning them into software. So one of the core frameworks from Traffic Secrets is the Dream 100. I'm like, how do we turn this into software? And so we spent some time and we built some software that actually makes this really easy. Do you guys want to see some software we built for you specifically so you can get people to promote your products for better than free? Okay. If that's you, go freak out in the comments. Say, I want free traffic. Give me free traffic. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's called Influencer Secrets. For all you guys who are VIPs, it's in the members area already. You can actually go use it today. But I wanted to bring someone to kind of show you guys how it works. And I'm bringing him specifically for 2 reasons. Number one, he's awesome. He's like my right-hand man. We work together every single day. He was here till like 3 o'clock last night with me working on his projects. But number two, when we started building Marketing Secrets to AI, he was the one that vibe coded this app. So he was in there doing it. And a week prior, he had never developed anything. And a week later, he learned how to develop. So he built this, and it is insane, and it's amazing. So I'm going to have him come and demo it. You guys want to have him come demo it? Okay, if that's you. If you want to see it, everyone, people are guessing. His name's Ben Moot. Everyone's put their hands together for Ben Moot. Come on down. Hey, man, how's it going? Good. Great to have you here. You excited to show off your software?
Yeah. It is so weird to say I have a software. Like that alone, that statement alone is weird.
It's so weird. It's so cool.
So cool.
We had a software kind of similar a little while ago, and then we couldn't update it, couldn't change it. And so we're like, well, let's just rebuild it. Now we know how to do it.
Yeah.
You rebuilt it, and then after that, you're like, let's add 1 million different features. And now it's insane. Like this software alone, just so you guys put it in perspective, softwares that are equivalent to this, if you were to go buy it, you're paying $500 or $600 a month or more, and you guys have it for free inside of your app. So, you're welcome.
Like legitimately, like when we were researching how to be able to make this work for everybody, it was like, where do we find anybody who's doing anything similar? How do we get all the systems? And this can get expensive when you start to look at it.
Oh yeah, because we're buying data and everything you guys get for free and part of it. So it's pretty cool.
It's so sick.
So tell us what it is. How does it actually work?
Okay, so Influencer Secrets. The goal of Influencer Secrets is to go and find people that are inside of your niche, or if you know somebody specifically, then you can actually go to them directly. All right. So you can do a couple of different things. It kind of depends on what it is you're looking for, but you can go and search across YouTube, across Instagram, across the TikTok, and across podcasts right now, and be able to go and see what is working and be able to see who is in your niche and find not only them and create your Dream 100 board, but you're also able to grab some of their contact details as well. So you can actually reach out to them and have a conversation.
By the way, before we had the software, like when we were building Dream Hunter List, we put the names down, the way to go and like go to their website and request their email. It was like such a nightmare where the software like scrapes it all. It's like, here's their email, here's their phone number, give them a call. Anyway, it's pretty crazy.
It's so nice. And then we took it one step further, but I think I want to leave that for a minute because we took it one step further. So if you've played around inside of Influencer Secrets already, this is like a little quick demo walkthrough, but like if you haven't seen it, it's in there. Like,
and Ben's adding new features all the time. It gets better every day.
Yes. And the thing is, it's not just me. Like it's me sitting around with our affiliate team and saying, what is it did you want this to do? And they're like, oh, I created this. And the vibe, go to this. It's so crazy. It's like, okay, we need to weave this in and that. And so you're getting the very best of not one person's mind, of many people's minds all coming together to create something that's going to take your business to the next level. And it's included for the VIP.
Yeah. What's cool about this is, I mentioned this earlier, like we're building the software for us. And so it's not just like we made this thing, give it to you, hopefully you like it. Like you said, our affiliate team is using this every single day. Quinn, one of the guys that's running our affiliate team, he's like back there hard coding all these apps, and he's like, "What do you guys think about this?" We're like, "That's amazing. Let's add it to the core feature." And so like it keeps evolving and growing to do exactly business the way we do it. So
yeah, he was walking around the other day. He just coded Jarvis so that he could just walk around and say, "Hey, Jarvis," and it would like
find me someone to promote.
Exactly. And so yeah. So with that, should we show everybody what it is?
You guys want to see it?
Want to see it?
Let's see it.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is what we've got. So you're inside of Marketing Secrets. I have it on dark mode because I have old man eyes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here to the software on the side that you all have access to if you have Marketing Secrets. We're going to come down, and the app is called the Dream 100 or Influencer Secrets. And all you're going to do is open it up right here. It stays inside of this window. So you're not going to a different place. You're not trying to juggle logins. Everything lives inside of one place. So that way it's simple and easy for you. Is that cool? Is that helpful?
Cool.
Okay. So I went to try to research a couple of niches. I'm not a big hunting person, but I've started liking fish a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just do fishing really quick. Let's say you have the niche of fishing. So I'm going to go ahead and type in fishing over here as a keyword. When I go and search this, oh wait, before I do that, check this out. Okay, so I'm just going to go any platform, any size.
A little bit bigger.
Yes, a little bit bigger.
There
we go. Okay, so I have any platform, any size, and of follower count, and let's say any country. And I'm just going to search. Let's see how many influencers there are. We have 123 million influencers that you're able to research through. And this provides all their details, how many followers, what's their engagement like, what platform are they on, and you're able to scroll through these and be able to see what you like and save them as you go. If you want to say, you know what, there's specific ranges that are really good for reaching out, and there's training inside of the sprints for all of that. Mm-hmm. But anyways, you come in here, go to micro. You can see we have 10 million people in micro. Like it's absolutely crazy. So let's look for a niche. Let's choose a niche here really quick. What niche should I search? I was going to say fishing, but if you want me to do something different, influencer fishing. Yes. Finance, weight loss, sourdough, oil painting. Let's do
niches.
Yeah, no joke. I'm going to do oil painting. We might just need to do painting, but let's do oil painting really quick and see how many influencers we have. Okay. Put me on the spot. I'll take it. All right, so it's going to go ahead and search, and it's going to go and find who is able to do oil painting. And if it's not able to find somebody with oil painting, it'll go and search for something different. So maybe we'll go ahead and just do painting here really quick in order to make this a little bit easier on the system.
What's cool too is you can pick if you just want to look on Instagram or just YouTube or whatever, you can pick any platform you want as you're kind of going through there.
You can use any platform there. I'm just going to refresh really quick. Thank you, guys. All right.
Organic vegan chef.
Holy
roller
smokes.
dancing.
Okay. I think I'm VIP. You should check if you're VIP. This is a good deal. All right. Just a second. Going back to it.
Whenever you do a live demo.
Live demos are always
internet
scary.
gods are always scary. You, so.
All right.
There we go. Okay,
one more time. Okay. We're going to just do painting. We're going to make this a little bit easier. Just go ahead and search for painters. There we are. Okay, so I've got 53,000 painters, and the top one has 3.3 million followers. Wow. Okay, these are people who follow painting. They may not be a painter. They might just be somebody who's following painting in general. So you can come over here to paintings. Here's the painting girl. She has 469,000 followers on TikTok. You're able to come down and see all of these different things. And once again, huge amount of people. I'm actually going to go to fishing really quick because I wanted to show you something. So I'm going to go to fishing and search. Fishing has 52,000. And I'm just going to start adding people. So I want to save some of these people into my Dream 100. I want to save them so that way I can reach out to them later, hopefully, or just follow them. Like one of the things you teach inside of the training is after you find them, go follow them, go be their #1 fan. So I'm going to go and add these people really quick. I'm going to save each of these and create a new contact every single time I do. If I've got any details, I can do that and save. I'm just going to go and save a whole bunch of these because I want to show you guys something cool. Is this cool? Is this helpful for you guys? Does this make things a little bit easier?
Troy said, this is hot. Sanders says, so good. Yes. Someone said, I'll never be able to cancel marketing secrets after this.
Never.
And the coolest thing is like, we're a couple months into building software for you guys. Like our plan is every single month to have 1 or 2 new apps coming out based on every framework we have. So everything that we're executing in our company that take us a team of a couple people, you'll be able to do just in the software by itself and have chief of staff just run it for you.
Exactly. Okay, so I've added a whole bunch of influencers, and what I'm going to do is we've gone through and discovered. Now I'm going to go to the next tab over, and we're just going to click on influencers. These are my influencers that I have saved. And I can see that I've got Chris Hall here, I've got Meat Eater, I've got Hannah Barron, I've got Great Outdoors, I've got all of these. Now I'm just going to open a couple of these just to be able to show you a couple things. So let's open Chris Hall as an example. Chris Hall automatically gives me a report on how his Instagram is, how many real followers there are. And we break all of this down, but there's so much inside of here. There's like how many influencers are following this person, how many real people that are everyday people, how many accounts that aren't legitimate. So that way you know when you're reaching out to this person, what is their reach actually going to be like, more than likely than not. And then you're also able to see who's following them that's really valuable. So you get to be able to expand. You're like, oh, you know what? I like them, but you know what? Jake Latman Leonard, absolutely. I have no idea who that is, but that's okay. You can come through here and you can start researching and growing. So you're like, I don't know anything about my niche. You can discover your niche very easily here and the people that are the big players in the niche and start adding this. But if you come over here, you have the ability to check for contact details. So I'm going to come over to, let's go to Meat Eater really quick. Here we are. It says checked already. All right, let's go back here. I'm going to go ahead and just check all of these really quick. Let's just check all for details and see if we can get some emails from people. Because once you're able to grab those emails, you can do so much more with them. Now, once upon a time when you used to do your Dream 100, you organized everything in like a Trello board or something like that. Yeah. And so we built that out for you too. So you have campaigns over here on the right-hand side. And so you can organize everybody and just add them into columns. So you can say, you know what, let's add an influencer. I'm going to go grab, let's go Hannah. Let's go and grab Hannah. And let's say I'm going to go reach out to Hannah. So I can actually click on her and I can figure out how to reach out to her. That's not a problem. I can also send a broadcast from here and I can send it via email if I've connected my email account. Or I can do Instagram if I've connected Instagram, and I can send emails and DMs and manage everything inside of here. This is actually something that Quinn on our team vibe coded. Yep. And it was like, holy smokes, we need that. And it was like, okay, what if I did this? And he's like, I like this. No, that makes it complicated. And he was able to like do this because he's already tested this out. And so I can see all of my conversations inside of an outreach area, and I'll see all the threads back and forth, all organized. It makes life so ridiculously easy. So really quick, I'm just going to go and see for Hannah. I want to see if we pulled details for Hannah. Nope, not yet. Okay, cool. But yeah, grabs all those details. It's absolutely sad.
If it's able to find it, it grabs their contact information, puts it in there. And then, yeah, like Ben said, you can send emails to them, you can DM them and have conversations. You can move them, like you have them in one column where it's like, I'm reaching out and they respond back. It's like, oh, move back to responded. And then it's like, hey, we're talking about doing a promotion. So I move them into like, they're a potential partner now. And you keep moving them across the board. And it gives you, if you're running your own affiliate program, or if you have someone on your team who's running your affiliate program, the ability to find these people, communicate with them, move them, get them closer and closer to actually promoting your new software when it comes out, or your product or your service. And so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it's extremely well built out. There's so many different things. I'm like, I wonder if we could. and because we got to play in the sandbox a little bit, it's just the ability to create something from scratch changes the game for you, because you're like, I want this tweak, I want that tweak. I think Todd said it really interesting when he was playing with vibe coding and we were having a conversation. He said, one of the things that I love is usually when I'm handing it off to a team, I only see version 1 3 weeks later. He goes, but now I get to be able to see version 1 in 10 minutes. You know what? We need to tweak this. We need to adjust this. And suddenly,
go back and forth.
Yes. Yep. You get to be able to mold it like dough. Yeah. It's absolutely fun.
So cool. So I was showing this for 2 reasons. This is like the meta, right? Number one is You just saw Ben vibe code an insanely cool piece of software that all you guys are going to use for the rest of your life to get insane amounts of free traffic forever. And number two, this is an insanely cool tool that you guys have inside to start getting free traffic forever. So I wanted to kind of show you guys both ways. So Ben, thanks for making the software, for showing it and kind of demoing it. And again, it's one tool you guys have in your tool belt, but it's the one that gets traffic. Yeah. And it's the key to really making this $1 billion breakthrough work. It's the secret how we built ClickFunnels, right? The $1 billion breakthrough we had was we don't have the money to go and buy ads right now. So we had to do something different. We did it all through this, finding partners, getting them to promote, and kind of going from there. So
yeah, absolutely. We got more coming for you.
All right.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Ben. Everyone give Ben a huge round of applause for helping out with this and making you guys a really cool app. In the members area, just request other stuff you guys want us to build for you, because if it's useful to you, it's probably going to be useful to us as well. So awesome. Okay, we'll keep going. So with that said, you guys, this is the $1 billion breakthrough. These are the 3 steps of the framework I want to share with you today. Number 1 was to turn your secrets into in your map. Turn your secrets to map out a result, right? Here's your frameworks, your secrets to get somebody to the result. Number 2 is turn those frameworks into software. And number 3 then is getting better than free traffic coming to your pages to start buying your blend of your software and your frameworks together. Is that making sense? You guys getting this? Okay. And you see me do it, right? Number 1, here's all Russell's secrets. Number 2, turn it into software. ClickFunnels is software. Marketing secrets is software. And then I use this to get traffic. Okay. And again, most of you guys, more than half of you guys are here because of influencers who promoted this challenge for me. And then I didn't pay them up front. I asked them, they liked the idea, they love the challenge of the software, they promote it, and if you guys buy something, they get paid. And that's it. Like, that's the way this game is played. Where you're not risking tons of time and energy and money, right? The power of AI is you don't have to have huge teams anymore, okay? The power of using influencer secrets, you don't have to pay for traffic either, okay? And that's really the magic. So that's kind of how the process and framework works. Now, I'm curious, how many of you guys look at that and you're like, that's awesome, Russell, but I don't have any secrets yet. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking too fast. What's a framework? What's a secret? Like, what's a map? I don't even know. How many is that you right now? You're like, I don't even know what to do. This seems so stressful, Russell. You're killing me. Or you're like, I got that figured out, but I don't know how to build software, even though you showed simple. Like, I just think it can't possibly be that simple, Russell. It's got to be harder. I'm not a tech person. I don't know how to set it up. And you're kind of freaking out. Or you're like, I have to contact people getting to send me traffic. I have to like have a communication on DMs. Like, that scares me a little bit. Okay, if any of those is you, I understand. Okay, I've been in all those baskets multiple times in my career as well. I totally understand here. Okay, but I don't want you to, because of that, be like, okay, I'm out. I can't figure it out. Okay. I want you guys just to like trust me. Okay, we're taking us on a path. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna be showing you guys how to build out the one-person marketing machine. Okay, tomorrow literally we're gonna be coming up here and come up to the main board one more time. Sorry, I'm jumping around my team, not telling them. Okay, tomorrow the whole goal of tomorrow is to basically let me shift this out to white so that it looks awesome when I circle it. Okay. Tomorrow is the one-man marketing team. So basically, this side of the business, right? The Russell side of the business, we're going to be showing you basically step-by-step how we're replacing each of these with software and how to go and run it, okay? And the ones we haven't replaced yet, we're going to have a queue. We have a lineup of like, this is the next one we're doing. This is the next one, right? And we'll keep adding these, okay? So that's tomorrow. And then on Thursday, they're killing me because I'm going to go back to my slides. Okay, and then Thursday, boom. Thursday's one-man software team, okay? So I'm going to come back over here again. Okay, so then Thursday, we're going to show you how to replace all of this right here so you don't have to have a development team. Instead of having development, you can do the whole thing as well through a couple different apps we're going to be showing you guys, okay? So again, the next 2 days is replacing these things. So your entire marketing team is replaced, your entire development team is replaced, and you're able to do these things either yourself, or maybe you have a small team of like, there's somebody who's going to be running affiliates for me, someone's going to be doing this, but you don't have to have 400 or 500 people like we had to do to build ClickFunnels. You can do it with a handful of a really small team of people who really want to implement these things, okay? So that's what's going to be happening those 2 days. And so, I just don't want you guys stressing out, saying like, this seems so stressful, I'm going to leave. Like, don't worry. Like, I want you guys here because those 2 days are going to be powerful to show you exactly how to do those things. Okay. So regardless, I want you guys to see it. But anyone who's feeling like this right now, I understand that. Okay. And so as we were preparing this last night, I was talking about that. I was like, I want to create something for anyone who's like, they see the vision. They don't understand all the pieces yet. Maybe something's a little fuzzy. Maybe they understand info, but not software. They understand software, not info. Or maybe like they don't understand this traffic thing. But you see the vision, you understand. You're like, people are doing this. People just like me are having success with this. Like, I understand. I just need more hand-holding along the way. Okay. So if that's you. In fact, how many is that you right now? If that's you, just type in, that's me. Okay, be honest. Like, I'm curious how many of you guys kind of feel that way. Yeah, I see. I've been watching the comments when people are like, oh, I'm a little nervous. Like, what's he talking about? Like, I don't understand these things yet. Some of this is like Chinese to me. Like, obviously, I'm talking about some of my frameworks in here that people read my books like, oh, yeah, I know what Dream 100 is. And some guys are like, Dream what? What are you talking about? So I understand that. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to create a shortcut, okay? And this is a shortcut to help everybody who's not quite there, who's ready just to run, okay? Because some of you guys are ready to run. You log into software, you're ready to rock and roll, and you can just go, okay? I told you guys yesterday, we're doing an implementation event for $35,000. People can fly to Boise for 2 days. We'll set this stuff up for them. But I know for most of you guys, that's not a good fit either. So I was thinking through this last night. I was like, what if we created a shortcut that would help get everybody up to speed? Anybody who's like, maybe they're new to my world, or maybe they just don't have all the pieces yet, or they need more hand-holding. And so last night we mapped out a shortcut, okay? And a shortcut that'll get you from figuring out what are your frameworks, okay, to figuring out how to put your frameworks into software, to then figuring out how to get people to drive traffic to sell your software for you, okay? And so that was kind of the game. And it's the fastest path that we could figure out to get you successful in the shortest period of time. How many of you guys would be interested in that shortcut? Okay. Yeah, you guys are interested. Yeah, someone said, I have no confidence in my secrets. That's okay. Like, we're going to show you guys how this actually works. Okay. And what's interesting about this is 6 months ago, this was not possible. Okay. Building software like this, not possible. Writing copy like this, not possible. Getting traffic like this, not possible. Okay. But because of AI, all this stuff's possible now. We're in a whole different world than we were 6 months ago. That's what's crazy. Okay. And so before all this, it was really hard to find unique, interesting secrets. Okay, so I understood that. Like, I taught for a decade teaching entrepreneurs how to pull their frameworks out, how to teach their secrets. And it was hard and it was complicated. Okay, today it's very, very easy. With AI, I can sit down with a creative director, a digital one we built, use to answer some questions. They can pull all of these secrets out of you and make them unique and interesting and very powerful. Okay. That was not possible before. Now it is. Okay. Before, as you guys know, building software was not easy without a full development team. Okay. A minimum of $100,000 invested might get you 1 or 2 guys for 4 or 5 months, right? But now you can do the whole thing. You can build custom software created literally clicking a button and talking. Okay. And so now I'm like, man, people could actually turn the frameworks into software now. This is insane. Okay. And then traffic. Before, traffic was so hard. Like, we literally had a team of like 5 or 6 people running our affiliate program. And we had Kanban boards and pieces of paper and Excel sheets trying to keep track of people's names and trying to figure out, like, how do I get this person's email address? And we're like, it was so hard before. And now, thanks to AI, it's fast. We can find partners and in literally just a second. You saw with Ben, he pulled here's 55,000 people in the fishing market. Like, okay, let's sort them based on who's most likely to promote. Sort them, find those people, contact them, and like, you can get off to the races so fast. Like, everything's changed. Okay, this is going to happen so much faster for you than you ever thought possible. That's what I want to talk about. If you've been dabbling in this for a while, even a year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, whatever it was, like, it was hard. There were a lot of pieces. Okay. But I want to tell you that you're in a time, like the most exciting time in the history of all time, where these things can happen so much faster than you ever thought possible. Okay. You just got to believe it, and you got to plug in and then start running with us. Okay. And I know I talk fast, but it's because I am on a mission to help so many of you guys. Like, my mission, when I wrote Expert Secrets book, was the first time I think I articulated, where I was just like, everyone out there, you got a message, you got something you can change someone's life with. And I felt this like calling, where like, I got to figure out how to get people out there. And for the next, 6 or 7 years since I wrote that book, that's what I've been doing, is like helping to get experts and people like you who have frameworks to get you more successful. And it took a long time to get people to go out there and create their frameworks and create a course and then create a webinar to sell. Like, it would take anyone 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years to be able to do that. Where now it's like, you can do those same things in a weekend. You just got to learn the process, and then you can move so much faster. So if you've been trying to do this for a long time and just been struggling, I want you to know this can happen much faster than you ever thought possible. Okay, so that said, are you guys okay if I spend about 10 minutes going through a special offer we literally made last night for you guys to help you be successful? You guys cool if we do that? And what's cool about this is this offer is so cool. It's actually free if you're already a Marketing Secrets AI member. So that's what's cool. This stuff's all going to be inside the platform. Okay. There's one caveat though. Okay. You have to not just be a member of Marketing Secrets. You got to be all in. Okay. When I say all in, it means, like, I'm on a trial and hopefully I'll decide if I'm going to stick or not. I'm not really sure. What all in means for me, it means is you're upgrading off of a trial. Okay. Because trial, you kind of dabble, like, I'm going to see if this is any good. I'm just going to I'll put my feet in and just see if the software works. I'll see if I like it. Okay. I want you to upgrade from being someone who's kind of dabbling to going all in. Okay. If you go all in, which means you're going to upgrade from your trial to a bigger account, then what we're going to do is we'll give you access to this entire package for free. Does that sound fair? You guys cool with that? Okay, so I'm asking you to upgrade, and I'm going to give you guys the most insane offer ever to get you guys to upgrade from a trial to one of our paid levels, okay? All right, so now you might be thinking, okay, Russell, is this going to work for me and my business? Okay. Maybe you have an agency. Like, I have an agency. Is this going to work for agencies? Yes, it will. If you have an agency, first step, we're going to figure out what your frameworks are. Maybe it's the 6 SEO surfaces. And then from there, we're going to turn to software. The software could be the brand mentioned tracker. And then from there, we're going to help you to actually launch it with other agencies and things like that, using the Dream 100 to get it out there. Okay. So that's how it works. Okay. But Russell, what if this works if I'm in like an alternate education influencer where it's going to work for me? Well, yeah. Number one, we're going to figure out what are your frameworks. Oh, I got the same slide in there twice. Sorry. It's the wrong one. Anyway. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes. You're gonna create the Loop homeschooling system. Okay. That could be the frameworks we create. And then from there, we're gonna build software that's your rhythm and progress tracker. And then from there, we're gonna help you find other homeschoolers to help promote it, other homeschooler influencers to promote it, and then start driving traffic for free. Okay. Well, Russell, will this work if I'm a network marketer? Well, yeah, heck yeah. All we got to do is number one is figure out your frameworks. Let's figure out your instant downline strategies or secrets. And then from there, we'll build software that actually is the perfect recruiting tool that lets you DM different people to build your downline. And then from there, we'll get other network marketers to promote the software and then blow up the company with you. You guys getting this? But Russell, I'm in a different business. I'm a vegetarian bodybuilder. Could this work for me? I don't care what business you're in. If you're a vegetarian bodybuilder or whatever, it can work for you. So if you're a vegetarian bodybuilder, let's just say you create a new framework called the PLANT method, PLANT. I don't know what that stands for yet, but that's going to be your framework. And then you're going to build software, okay, where it's the plant meal generator. It's going to generate meals for them based on the frameworks that you teach and you create. And then from there, you're going to go and use influencer secrets to go find other influencers who are vegan, vegetarian, bodybuilders, and you get them to promote your software for you, and you start getting tons of traffic for free, better than free. And it's going to be amazing, okay? Like this works in any business, you guys. The question is like, Russell, will this work for me? Okay. Yes, it'll work for you if you will put in the work. Okay. And that's it. That's how this game is played. Okay. I've been doing this for too long and seen too many success stories to not believe it'll work for anybody who actually puts in the work and the effort. Okay. All right. So when you guys decide to invest in this and upgrade from a trial to one of our paid accounts, this is what you're going to get. Okay. Number one is we're going to walk you guys through what we call AI-powered product launch to help you to actually launch your product, okay? These are 5 facilitated group coaching sessions we're going to be doing together to walk you through step by step by step. So by the time it's all done, everything's finished, okay? Each of these facilitated events is like a half day to a day-long event, depending how long it is. And we're going to walk you through how to do it to help you implement it, okay? During this challenge, I got 90 minutes a day to jam everything down your throats. This is a lot slower, right? It's not just me talking a million miles a minute. We got facilitators who slow things down. You get to workshop things and actually get everything done and implemented. Okay. So I'll walk you through what these 5 are. These are 5 sessions with actual human beings. I know we're an AI challenge, but we're going to have actual humans who are on these who will be talking to you and sharing these ideas with you to make sure that it actually makes sense for you. Okay. So you get human coaches and walking you through the master AI launch plan. Okay. Now, as you're getting started with this whole process, and I'm sure over the last 48 hours, you're working with AI and you're like, okay, how does AI even work? What can I actually use AI to do? I need some help building my AI skills completely from the ground up. Okay. That's what's going to be happening during this very first session. Okay. We're going to help you to master the AI strategies, to, like all the basics to make sure you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, again, the stuff we kind of talked about in the last 2 days, we'll have a chance to go deep on it and work with you guys to get all your AI up to snuff. So you're like, okay, I'm running with this. We're having success. I understand how this works. And you feel very, very comfortable. Okay, this session is designed to help you to be able to move as quick as humanly possible. Okay, because after you master the basics of AI, then you can start running. All right. And the goal of this, again, to leave this session with all the basic AI strategies understood, like understanding how to hook things into the brain, understanding how to get your attractive character stuff, understanding how to use other platforms, like all that kind of stuff. By the time it's done, you're like, okay, oh, I feel confident. I am now an AI master. Okay. You'll be one of the dots on Todd's little dot chart. They show the VIPs. Like you'll be someone who's actually doing this every single day. Okay. Now, as you set your 7-figure shortcut, as you start setting up your 7-figure shortcut, you're probably thinking, okay, well, what if I don't have any stories yet? Okay. Or what if I've never written a book or written a blog or a marketing email? I've got nothing even to upload. So that's what the second session is going to be about. The second session is called our story extraction live session. Okay. The goal of that is to extract your attractive character voices and your stories through live facilitated coaching. So you will show up that session. By the time it's done, you will have extracted the core stories you got to have, your origin stories, your product origin stories, testimony, like all those kind of things. The core stories you need to have inside your attractive character database will be extracted and added to the software. Okay. And so we'll be doing it with you guys step by step along the way. And if you show up, like, I don't think I have any stories, Russell, I guarantee that we will be able to pull these things out of you. You've done this a million times with tons of people, and we can do it with you now with AI so much better and so much faster. Okay. All right, this session is designed to be able to extract a vault of as many money-making stories as possible, as quick as possible, so you have them inside the software. You're going to leave this session with a story bank full of money-making stories you can use in your emails, your webinars, your VSLs, everywhere else that we'll show you guys how to do tomorrow, okay? Now, as you build out your secrets and your info product empire, you might be thinking, what if I don't have anything unique about me? How many guys you feel out sometimes like, I'm just me. I'm just Russell. Like, I don't have anything yet. Okay. What if I don't know how to create an offer or a product? Or what if I choose the wrong secrets and I create something stupid or something generic or something nobody actually wants? Okay. Well, that's what session number 3 is all about. Session number 3 is our offer and our secret creation. Okay. This is where we help you create your secrets and your offer through a live facilitated coaching session, walking you step by step how to pull these things out and actually create an offer that people are going to want and they're going to want to buy. Okay, so that's gonna be the third one. This session is designed to help you as quick as possible get the right secrets and to create a level 10 offer as quick as humanly possible. By the time it's done, you're like, I know exactly what to sell and how to sell it. People are gonna be excited. Okay, now you're gonna leave this session with your secrets and your level 10 offer finished. Okay. And it's going to be cool because your level 10 offer is now going to include software, which was almost impossible 6 months ago. And now all of you guys are going to have your own software done inside of here, which is cool. Now you might be thinking, as you build out your software, like, what if, which software should I use? Is it Claude Code? Is it Lovable? Is it a different one? Like, what's the best software to create? And what if I've never coded before? And what if I mess it up? And what if, how do I know if the software idea that I have is even going to sell? And then what if I'm not technical? And what if there's databases and member management? And what if, how do I take payments and all that kind of stuff? And you're stressing about software side. Okay. If so, the good news is next session is our software creation live session. Okay. This is the facilitated event. We're going to go step by step to help you to get your software live, done, and launched and live. Okay. And it's going to be amazing. Now, there's different software you can use for this. Okay. Some of you guys, more advanced people, are going to want to use Claude Code, and we'll show you how to use Claude Code if you're a more advanced person. Okay. Some of you guys are more beginners, and you're going to want to use Lovable. Okay. And we'll show you guys how to use Lovable. Okay. Both those are great options. And the third option, I'll talk about this a little bit later, but the one that I did last night that I showed you is a really cool tool that Todd built called Overskill. And we may give you guys beta access to this one as well because it's pretty awesome. So that's what the live software, that's what the software creation, we'll show you how to actually use these tools to do it. Okay. This session again is designed to help you to create the right software as quickly as possible. Okay. And that way you leave the session, your software will be completely done, working, optimized, all the things that will be happening. Okay. Now, as you're building out your traffic strategy to actually start selling your software, you might be thinking, well, how do I find strategic partners? And how do I, what if I don't know anybody? And what if I don't have a large following? And what do I actually say to partners and influencers to get them to actually say yes to me? And what if I just started my business? No one's going to respond to me, right? So good news for you guys is the last session, I believe it's the last thing, we're number 5 now, is the seller acquisition live session. We're going to help you guys actually research, gather the people, and then I'm going to show you guys how to actually recruit those people, how to send them messages, like the right things to say, how to structure your affiliate programs, your commission structure, all that kind of stuff. So we'll be showing you guys that during the seller acquisition live session, okay? This session is designed to help you to research, gather, and recruit your partner traffic as quickly as possible. Okay. Now you're going to leave the session with the list of your partners created and at least one contact actually made. It's going to be fun. Okay. So this is the very first thing we're going to give you is the AI powered product launch. Okay. These are 5 sessions. They'll be happening over the next 2 months or so, walking you step by step how to implement this thing to get your product done and launched and live. Okay. Total value of this is at least $2,997. Okay. So the first thing you get is upgrade your marketing secrets AI account is AI powered product launch, $2,997. Okay. Number 2. There's this really cool tool that Todd built for himself called Overskill. Okay. It's similar to Lovable, but a little bit better. Okay. In a couple different ways. This is the tool I used yesterday to build out the Napoleon Hill software. Okay. Now this is an interesting one because it took longer than Lovable. I was like, why is this taking so long? And I had Todd explain it to me. Because what happens with like Lovable is it builds an app, but you still have to go find a database and all these things you have to connect to it to make it actually work. Claude Code's the same way. It builds the software, but you got to go and plug it in. What Overskill does, it takes it. He built it like for someone like me. I always joke about this, but it's like Russell. If Russell can use it, then anybody can use it. So Overskill is similar to Lovable, but it does all the things like the database, the funnel, the payments, the member management, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Now Overskill, when I asked Todd if we can include this, he's like, it's not done yet. He's like, I built it just for me and for our internal team. Like all of us are using it right now. But I decided I'm a little bit bigger than Todd and he's not here today. So I'm bullying him. I was like, hey, Todd, can we use this? Can we give this to people? And he said, at first he's like, no, he's like, this is like an internal tool. He's like, it's in beta mode. Like there's things happening. Like you saw in my demo video, something broken. It's like the database is disconnected. I'm going to do something else. And it's not perfect yet, but it's really cool. So what we're going to do is during the trainings, we'll teach you how to use Lovable, we'll teach you how to use Claude Code, and then we'll give you beta access to this. But you only get beta access if you understand what beta access is. Beta access means the only people using this right now are me and Todd and a couple people on our team, and there's definitely 100% going to be bugs. There's going to be problems coming up. Okay, but what's cool about it is you can be building software, you submit the bugs to us, and then you have the ear of our dev team, aka Todd, fixing those things in real time. And so it's kind of a cool place to build on. And like I said, building on Overskill is nice just because of the fact that it builds out, again, the funnel, the payments, the member management, all that kind of stuff all in one spot, and you don't have to go connect all these other databases. And so we will release beta access to this as well for anybody who's involved. But again, just knowing that like it's not going to be as polished as Lovable, who's got $1 billion in funding behind them to build it, but it's really, really slick when you get it working. So that's going to be the first part. The second part here is we'll give you guys beta access to Overskill, and Overskill will just keep getting better and better and better over time. Okay. So total value between the product launch and the beta access to Overskill is $6,994. That's the first thing you get. And the second thing you get, total value of that. Okay. Next thing is we're going to give you guys upgraded access to marketing secrets. Again, right now you guys are on a trial. I want to upgrade you guys to our highest level. Okay. So highest level is called Platinum, and Platinum is going to unlock all these other bonuses, but it's also going to give you guys access to a bunch of other things. Okay. It's, you get more credits every single month, so you can use more stuff inside of marketing secrets. But also what I found is that inside of my account, I'm doing things, but I didn't fire my entire team. I got a lot of people who still work for me, and I want to give them access to it as well. Like, I have some people on my team who work on funnels. I was like, would it be easier if they could log in and they could use my attractive character voice to write emails or to write funnel copy or write a video sales letter? And so we built it so they can have seat licenses. So right now, when the upgraded account of Marketing Secrets you get will unlock 5 seat licenses, which means you have 5 people on your team. You don't have to pay anything extra. They can log into your account. They have their own sub account, and they have access to your attractive character, to your Dream 100 software. So you can, if you have an affiliate manager, that you just give them a seat, they can log in there, they can run your whole affiliate program for you, right? You have a copywriter, log them in, they can run out a copy for you. Okay. All these other skills, or you keep adding, all these other tools, keep adding. You have 5 seat licenses to let your team in there to do things with you. Okay. So we're upgrading it to that. You get 5 seat licenses. And then also inside there, you get all the AI one-person marketing apps. Okay. Tomorrow's marketing day. So tomorrow we're going to walk through all these apps and show you how they work. But you get access to all the different marketing apps as well, and we keep adding more all the time. Like I said, this is where I'm playing. This is my playground. Is keep creating really cool apps based on all the frameworks from my books and adding them in here and perfecting them and testing them. And so we're literally like inside of our company, each system we've had that we've been running for the last decade with human beings running them, we're reverse engineering these systems, these processes, turning them into software, testing them for ourselves, and then giving them to you. And so this part of the platform will continue to get better month after month after month as we perfect these apps and keep adding more every single week. Okay. Okay. And so these are some of the apps in there right now, but there's a whole bunch more coming, and they're insane. Okay. Chief of Staff, you guys know we talked about this yesterday. Chief of Staff gives you the ability inside Marketing Secrets to connect you to all the platforms, so you can have everything in one spot. So you're not paying $200 a month for Claude and for Manus and for Perplexity. It handles all that for you and hits to the right AI for your needs. It also has the voice data bank and story hooked to be able to pull all the things that we did yesterday as well. And that's all in there as well. Also is at least once a month, and oftentimes multiple times a month, basically every time we launch a new software, we have a monthly strategy sprint that goes with that. So I don't just give you software like, here's some software, good luck. Like, there's a sprint, you go and you watch it, and it shows you exactly the strategy, the tactics, and how to execute on it. You watch that, and then it unlocks the software for you. So you guys may notice last night, there's a sprint in there called the Dream 100 sprint. And you can go and you watch that, and it teaches you the Dream 100, and then it unlocks that app inside the software for you. Okay. And so each of the sprints will do that. That way you're never given some software like, I don't really know what to do. You just watch the sprint. Okay. It walks you the thing, and then you log in the software, and now you know exactly how to execute on it. All right. So all the Dream 100 sprints are in there, and each month we keep doing more and more of those. So we have that in there as well. So you got the AI powered product launch, Overskill beta access. You get the all-in-one person marketing apps, upgraded Marketing Secrets account. Okay. So you add those all up, total value of $26,991. All right. Next. Never get left behind. This is something you're probably getting more and more aware of. Is number one, Todd is the smartest person on the planet, and he is 6 months ahead of everybody else in AI because he gets access to stuff 6 months before anybody else does. Okay, just because our history working, like Todd literally flew from here to San Francisco to meet with all these big tech giants, AI companies, stuff like that, because he has access to stuff that none of us have access to. So Todd's always in the forefront 6 to 8 months before anybody else. I'm doing it from like, how do we scale and actually make money with the things Todd's learning? And so every single month, Todd and I will be jumping on different months, giving giving you guys updates. So Todd's like, here's what's happening now. Here's the new update with Claude, whatever. Here's the new thing here. Here's the best thing. And he'll keep us all on the cutting edge of AI, so you're never falling behind. And I'll be showing you guys, based on what Todd just said, here's how I'm making more money right now. And so you have these What's Working Now sessions from Todd and I, keeping us up to date on what's working now to make sure that you're always in front of everything, okay? So there you go. So that's never behind. So you got all these things so far with the AI product launch, Overskill app creator, all-in-one marketing apps, never left behind training, $27,188. Next thing you're gonna get is my bot. So for my inner circle, I do a session called Decade in a Day where they fly out here and then I do one-on-one consulting with them. And so when I was testing out this AI consulting bot that had all you guys create yesterday, I made one specifically trained on all of my consultation clients. So I took all my transcripts of all my answers for everything. We built it out. Plus I upload all my books, all my courses, all my everything. And so any of you guys, when you upgrade to this level, you have access to the Decade in a Day Russell coaching app as well, where you can ask it questions and it's going to pull all the best answers from my coaching sessions with all my highest level clients, plus all the best practices for my books and everything else. So we'll give you guys that as well. That way you can literally, it's almost as good as asking me, it's probably better than asking me a question. You ask me a question, I got to try to remember stuff. This has access to everything I've ever said in front of it, and it can go and curate the ideas and bring it back to you. So you have access to basically me coaching you whenever you want as well, which would be awesome. Someone said, mic drop moment, the goat of all goats. I'm just reading all the comments now. Well, thank you guys. You're excited. Go to times 2. I will take that. But we're not done yet. We're still going. Okay, Decade in a Day. Next thing you get the AI powered product launch, Overskill, all the marketing apps, never left behind, Decade in a Day consulting with Russell, $28,000. Plus you're gonna get all of my secrets. Okay. Now this is what's cool about this. I'm really excited for this. I might have my team come and start setting this up. I got a surprise for you guys. So as you guys know, I wrote my 3 core books. I wrote .com secrets, everything I know about funnels, and expert secrets, everything I know about telling stories and persuasion and things like that. And then traffic secrets, everything I know about how to get traffic. But how many of you guys think that they're right there? How many of you guys think that this is the only stuff I ever wrote? Okay. If you know anything about writing books, there's always like the cutting room floor, stuff that doesn't make it in the book. With the publishers, like you can only have X amount of pages or words. And so you have all this gold you create that you wrote, you can't put anywhere. Or there's topics you wanted to go really, really deep on, way deeper than you did before. And so there's actually not just these 3 books. There's a whole bunch of lost secrets that didn't make it in these books, unfortunately, that I wanted to, that I was really excited to actually share with you guys. And so I created something really cool for you guys. I'm calling these, obviously you got .com secrets, expert secrets, and traffic secrets. I'm calling these the lost secrets. Okay. And these are all secrets that I wrote in my books that didn't actually show up in the books. And so I'm going to walk you guys through what they are. And I'll kind of show you these. All right, this first one, this is expert secrets, a lost secret. This is called the continuity VSL. How many of you guys run a membership site or continuity program and you want to know how to do a VSL specifically for that? Well, here's the book that I go through my entire framework and my scripting and my structure and everything. So this is one of them that you guys will get, is the VSL continuity book. I'll flip through a couple of these. Let's see. Here's from .com secrets, split testing and funnel audibles. My publisher said this is too advanced for .com secrets. So if you want to learn how to do split testing and funnel audibles and get your funnels converting higher and higher, you get this book as well. Boom. Next one here with Agora. I told you guys I funnel hacked all of Agora's VSLs. And from that, I wrote an entire book and manual to train my internal team and my internal AI on how to do those. This is the entire Agora secret one, showing exactly how they create all of their VSLs that built their company $1.5 billion in sales. This one is how to do explainer videos. This is one based on how I did the Rippling video. I did the Prove It video. Some of these viral videos I created. This is the training on how to do that. Funny explainer videos. This is basically everything I learned from the Harmon brothers, how to do funny videos. That was a chapter got cut. This is the most perfect webinar. A lot of you guys read my stuff about the perfect webinar. We've updated a lot over the last 2 years, and I wrote a chapter on that. It is insane about how all new updates on the perfect webinar make it even better and convert higher. All the stuff we've been learning in real time. This is daily Seinfeld emails. If you read .com secrets, I talk about daily Seinfeld emails. I think I had 3 pages in there. But this is one of the most fascinating communication devices that we have. And in there, I talked about 3 different ways you do daily Seinfeld emails. There's actually 11, but I didn't have space to talk about them. So this has got all 11 plus case studies, examples of everybody who's actually used them that I swipe file for my swipe files. Put that one over there. This one is called the Dream 100. I talk about Dream 100 in Traffic Secrets, but I didn't have a chance to go really, really deep. I had an inner circle meeting. I talked about what I called the attention transfer. I went super deep on it. And we took that and turned it into a book as well. This is another like a 70-page book just specifically on how to use Dream 100 as part of the great attention transfer. As traffic gets more and more expensive, this is the key to actually getting free traffic. The attractive character. again, I've got a couple paragraphs of books about attractive character. This is the deep dive that goes really, really deep on exactly how to create and craft your attractive character. Another lost secret, how to find your voice. This is huge. A lot of you guys who are inspired now, you're like, I don't know how do I capture my voice? Boom, you get finding your voice book that'll come with it. That's tipping over. All right, we'll keep going. Let's see. But wait, there's more. And then we got this right here, soap opera sequences. Again, I talk about soap opera sequences and expert secrets for 3 or 4 pages. Man, this is like one of the most fascinating communication devices ever. And so this is the deep dive. I think it's like 80 pages. Yeah, 80 or something pages on how to structure a soap opera sequence the right way. So those are all in there. And then I got one other thing I'm going to show you guys really quick. Can I go back to slides for 5 seconds? We'll come back out. Okay. So this is what they all look like here. These are the 12 lost secret books that didn't make their way inside of the .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, Traffic Secrets trilogy. Now, there's one thing I noticed. There's the yellow book up there in the corner. You guys see that? I'm not sure if you noticed this, but you've heard about .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, Traffic Secrets, but there's another book in the works right now that's interesting and has a yellow cover. It's called Offer Secrets. Oh. Now, I don't have any missing chapters from this yet, but how many of you would be interested in the first chapter? One of the first chapters in this book that I'm currently writing that's going to be coming out probably in a year from now, based on publishing cycles. The most important thing you know about offers is how to actually create a new opportunity. If you understand this is like the most important thing about understanding offers that nobody understands. Like I talk about this, like it blew my face. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? It's complex. This is the best thing I've ever written on how to actually figure out your new opportunity. So you'll get this a year before anyone else has a chance to read it. And this will be in there as well. So these are all books. These will be digital books that are inside of the members area that you have access to as soon as you guys upgrade your accounts here in a little bit. So can you see that? Where's the wide shot? There you go. This is all the secrets I got. I think I'm out of secrets at this point between the 3 core books and all these extra bonus ones. Yeah, there you go. So these will all be inside the members area as well for you guys. That way you can go deep dive on any of these ones you want to really understand and go deep down, which will be really, really cool. And the only way to get these, they're not for sale anywhere else on the internet. The only place is right here, right now, when you guys upgrade to your marketing secrets account. All right. We're almost to the end, you guys, I promise. Here we go. Back to the slides. So here we go. There's everything so far. All our marketing apps, Overskill, the 6 live coaching sessions, the Never Left Behind, Decade in a Day software, the Lost Secrets books. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, this is cool too. So I told you guys, I don't sell courses anymore. I basically have shut down all my course selling everywhere. And I put all my courses inside of Marketing Secrets AI. So you guys have access to courses that we sold anywhere from $500 to $2,000 or $3,000. They're all inside of Marketing Secrets as well. So there's a lot of them in there. So if you want to learn about, or you want to see any of my keynotes from Funnel Hacking Live, all my keynotes are there. All the books that are not published books are in there. Newsletter, I ran a print newsletter for like 3 years. People pay $97 a month for them. All the back archives and issues are in there. All my video courses, all my audio courses, all my podcasts, they're all in there. And there's a lot of them. So if you want to learn about anything in the Russell world, they're all in there. All the courses that people in the past had to pay, they're all inside the members area as well. I don't want to get overwhelmed because this is not something you need to go do all of them. But if you're ever like, I want to get more leads, go do the 5-day lead challenge. I have a brick and mortar. How do I grow my company? Go to watch the brick and mortar challenge. Whatever the thing might be, you can go through and you can study all of those. And the coolest thing about it on top of it, if you're like, I don't even know what to study, ask the chief of staff. Chief of staff is hooked into this library. You're like, what's up, chief of staff? Today, I want to learn how to build an email list. And it'll scan through my entire archive and it'll be like, here's the 4 places Russell talked about it. You can click on it. It'll fast forward you directly to that spot so you can just watch that thing and get the nugget you're looking for right then in real time. So this is kind of like getting real-time access to everything I've ever said in my brain at your fingertips. That way you can implement these things faster and faster inside of Marketing Secrets. So yes, it's my version. Dan Kenny has the whole enchilada. This is the Russell whole enchilada, everything there. So that's all stuff for adding the Russell course library. This offer is getting more and more insane as you keep going through, keep adding out Lost Secrets books, the course library, $25,000, $39,000. Now I have to ask you guys a question. When you invest in this today, and if all this did was help you to finally make money with AI, would it be worth it? Right? Like I'm obviously not charging $42,000, but if it did, right? And you stop going through like all these AI productivity courses, AI write a book, and all these things, and like actually learn how to turn AI into money, would it be worth the $42,000? Yes, of course it would. Wanda said, I'm overwhelmed. Good. That means you got to jump in here so you can go step by step through the 6 trainings and walk you through everything. Okay. Now, if all this did was to finally turn your ideas, your secrets into software, the thing that made me $1 billion in sales, okay, would it be worth it? Yes, the first time in history, you can take your frameworks, your ideas, and turn them into software. And if you don't have frameworks yet, we're going to help you to extract those as well. Okay. Now, if all this did was make recurring, it was turn the money you're making right now, but turn it into recurring revenue. So getting recurring revenue from your ideas, would it be worth it? Yeah, of course it would be. It would change everything. Now you're not just like, you sell a thing here and there. It's like every single month, I know like clockwork, money's coming in because these people are on recurring revenue for my software. Okay. How much would it be worth to take all of your frameworks, all your ideas, all the things you're teaching, you're talking about, thinking about, and turn them into actual software that people can implement and give them transformations. And you can change the lives of people you've been called to serve. Okay. For me, it's been worth a lot. Okay. The last decade's been insane. It's been the craziest ride of a lifetime, right? And it's been worth a lot. And the secret, as you guys now know, was being able to blend info and software. And we never could do it before AI. And now you guys can actually do this. Okay. So you can see why this would be an amazing deal if we were to sell it for $15,000. Okay. And for a while, that was going to be the price for a while. We're like, $15,000 is going to be insane. And then we're like, I know there's a lot of new beginner people on here. So for the beginners, like, how do we make something that's valuable that everybody could afford? So we dropped it down. We thought through this, said, what if we drop it down to $12,000? Like, what if we did more? What if we dropped down to $10,000? And then the problem with that is like, when I got 10,000, I'm like, this is tough because I have a bonus I want to give people. And the one bonus I'm going to give, and you guys don't know about it yet, the bonus itself is worth $10,000. Like if I sell for 10 and I'm giving a $10,000 bonus, like it doesn't really make sense. Do you guys want to see what the $10,000 bonus is actually? I can show you what it is. Okay, here's the $10,000 bonus. Basically, we have a coaching program. It's called 2 Comma Club X, and people, they pay $25,000 a year to be there. We meet together every single quarter. And so what we're going to do is we're going to let you guys, when you invest today, we're going to give you guys a shadow seat to come to a 2CCX event. What that means is 2CCX, all of the mastermind group, they meet here at the office and meet places. You're going to get a shadow seat, which means you're going to come to one of the events and just kind of participate and hang out and get to know all the people, network with all the people in our coaching program, get to know them. And it's the only way to get into the coaching program now. Like there's not a public space for you to log on and sign up for it. And so what happens is you have a chance to come to one of these events, spend time for 2 days here in Boise, Idaho, get to know the members. And then if you're interested at that point, you have a back door where you can actually upgrade and join the 2CCX program. And if it's not going to fit for you, you don't have to, but it's the only way to get in. And so we're going to give you a free seat for you to come, as call it a shadow seat, to come and actually experience one of these events here in Boise, Idaho. It's amazing. They don't always happen here at the office, but a lot of times they do. So you'll get a chance, you'll get a ticket to come to one of those. Okay. And so again, those shadow seats we normally sell for $10,000, but when you invest in them, I'm going to give you guys access to come to one of those events. Again, it happens about once a quarter, and you come to one of those and experience 2CCX and experience that mastermind of these people that are building insanely cool companies. Is going to blow your mind. Okay. All right. So we're going to throw in 2CCX shadow seat as well. Which means, again, that alone is a $10,000 thing we normally sell. But I wanted to do something really cool for you guys because this is our first time talking about AI. It's the first time I had a chance to share these things with you. So we're going to make you a crazy offer. This is my final offer. It's not going to be 10 grand, not going to be 8 grand, not going to be 6 grand. What we're going to do is you'll get access to everything talked about here for just one payment of $2,997. Oh, it's less than you guys thought. I'm watching. It was like 5 grand, 5,997, 10 grand. Yes, I can undercut all of you guys. This is way cheaper than all you guys thought I think it was going to be. All right. So yeah, one payment of $2,997. And again, you're going to get 6 months of marketing secrets for free during that time. Okay. No monthly payments, no anything. You get marketing secrets. You get overskilled the entire time. You access all the other things, plus it unlocks all these other bonuses. Plus you have a chance to come to a 2-day event, everything. And all you got to do is to go upgrade your account at AISecretsChallenge.com/join. That's where you have a chance to go and upgrade. Again, I tried to make this affordable for everybody. It's the lowest pricing we've ever done for something like this. But I think it's key because they get you guys in here at the very beginning. Okay. And if you're like, this is amazing, Russell, I don't know where to start. That's the whole goal. Okay. As soon as you come in, we've got our 5 events. They'll be walking you, number 1, getting your software, like learning and mastering AI, right? Then extracting your frameworks, getting it built into software, driving traffic. We take you step by step over those 5 events to help you to implement every single one of these things. And then you have access to all the tools and everything else on top of that, which is going to be amazing. Okay. And on top of that, don't forget, we're also upgrading your marketing secrets account to the highest level. Okay. Which means you get more credits every month. It means you can produce more stuff, you can do more stuff, you can create more software, all sorts of stuff like that. And you get 5 seat licenses. So that means 5 of your business partners or friends or spouse or kids can also have access to the software with their own accounts to come in there, and they can start leveraging all the tools that you're putting in there, your brain, your attractive character, and they can have access to that as well. That's basically getting 5 accounts on top of your core account, which is pretty awesome. Okay. And then this is the guarantee. People always ask, is there a guarantee? I have a better money back guarantee. Okay. We will work with you until you win. Okay. We're not going anywhere. I've been in business now for 25 years almost. We're not going anywhere here. We are here here to continue to work with you until you're successful. So sign up, come in here, and just stick with us, and we're going to help you to implement AI, help you do things, because we want you to be successful with this, okay? So all you gotta do is open up a new browser window, go to AISecretsChallenge.com/join. And one thing to note though, is this bonus right here, this is what we call a disappearing bonus, which means this bonus is not available tonight or tomorrow or later. This is my bonus that gets people to take action. Because most of you guys are like, I think I wanna do this, but you're like, I'll think about it for the next couple hours. Maybe I'll think about it till tomorrow. I'm sure he'll make the offer again tomorrow. And you're thinking about it. So I wanna get you guys off of your seats to take action. And so this experience that we normally sell for $10,000, you can come get a shadow seat to a 2CCX mastermind group. Okay. Normally sells for $10,000. You get a free shadow seat to one of our events coming up this year. If you buy during the break. If you buy after the break, this bonus disappears and it's no longer part of the offer, which means if you sign up, and we're going to take like a 10-minute break here in a minute. If you sign up in 11 minutes after the break, you don't get this bonus. You sign up during 10 minutes, you get this bonus, okay? This alone is worth more than the entire thing you're investing. It's going to give you the chance to come to Boise, Idaho, and be in a group of other people who are very successful in their business, who are playing this game at a very high level. You can ask them your questions. You can network with them. Some might become your future business partners. Like, you want to be in this room, okay? Again, we normally sell Shadow Seat for $10,000. You get it for free if you buy during the break. Does that make sense? Type in break, during the break, so you can understand that after the break it's gone. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. So here's the game plan, you guys. This is everything you get. You get the AI-powered product launch. That's the 5 live events we're going to do together. You get the Overskill software app creator, okay? Again, it's beta access to that one, but we're also showing you how to do it on Claude Code and Lovable. You get the all-in-one marketing apps that keep growing every single month. You get Never Behind Calls with Todd and I. You get the Decade Day AI Consulting. You get all the Lost Secret books. You're going to get the Russell Brunson course library, and you get the Shadow C2 CCX if you join during the break. Total value $42,000, and you get it for grab your spot for $2,997, all by going to AISecretsChallenge.com/join. That is the link. Okay. Whew. I'm out of breath. If you're in right now, so Amy said I'm in. If you're in right, you're like, I'm in. You guys, I got to do this insane. Type I'm in the comments down below. Type in I'm in. I want to see which of you guys are already in on this, and you are going to come in. All right. You guys are in. We've got Ann's in, Lynn's in, Josie's in, Angelique's in, Vince is in, Tori's in, James is in, Joel's in, Donna's in, Marissa's in, Dallas is in, TJ's in, Alicia's in, Mike's in. Can't read this fast enough. Jen's in, John's in. Congratulations, you guys are getting in. All right. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you guys a chance. I know some of you guys, I gotta go find my wallet. I gotta go do whatever. Like, I gotta get a screenshot of this. Like, take a screenshot of this. We're gonna take a break for about 10 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna play a really quick video while we're doing that, just for honestly, for background noise. But we're gonna watch a video that's gonna take you guys on a little bit of an entrepreneurial journey about like the fear and anxiety. I know all of us get nervous, like, should I do this thing? Should I not do this thing? Like, this is scary. Like, this is a whole new chapter of my life. I'm gonna be taking my frameworks, the things I'm scared about, my most precious, my ideas, and we're gonna turn it into actual secrets that I can sell, or frameworks, or whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to build it into software, and then I'm going to get people to pay me every single month, have access to my frameworks and my software. And it's going to change your life forever. And I know with those kind of life-changing thoughts and ideas, it's scary. So I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes to kind of like shake it out. We're going to play this video in the background to kind of get you guys, your mind around like that scary thing, and then give you guys a chance, take that leap of faith. Okay. We're going to do that. I'm going to come back in 10 minutes from now. In 10 minutes from now, we're going to go through a lot of Q&As. McCall has been taking all the questions you guys have been asking, that question, and pulling them out. So if you have a question, drop them in today. And we'll go and put them together. And we'll do Q&As for a little bit afterwards, and then we'll be done for the day. So that's kind of the game plan. Some of you guys are asking, some of you guys are saying, do we have to, or when do we have to decide by? This offer is going to be open for a little while, okay, for the next couple of days. But the bonus, we need to come to a 2CCX shadow seat, actually come to an event here in Boise for 2 days. That offer, that part disappears today. So now is the time to go. Someone's saying, do you have financing payment plan? I don't, but the good thing, there's a company that will finance it for you. There's actually 2 of them. One's called Visa and one's called MasterCard. They will finance this for you. You put on a Visa or MasterCard, and then you pay the minimum monthly payment towards that, and that's called financing. So yeah, they're a finance company. We're not a financing company. It's $2,997. The reason why we can't finance this is because people who are paying the premium level of the Marketing Secrets app are paying $297 a month anyway. Like, that's the cost to be at that level. You guys get that level for free for the next 6 months. All the credits, all those kind of things. And we have to pay for those credits. Like, I have to pay Perplexity and ChatGPT and Claude. Like, we're paying for those. So, like, there are real legitimate hard costs associated with you getting an account. So it's not something I can like give you for free, because a third of that money is going back to AI credits. I don't even get that money, right? And then the rest of us to do support the servers and the team, and so we don't do payment plans just because Yeah, it's less than the credit card. Anyway, that's kind of why. But again, Visa and MasterCard can finance it for you. And then you have the chance to come in here, go through the process, start making money with AI, right? And that will cover the cost of everything that you've done when you're in here. Okay. Jeff said, wait, it's not $97 a month. Your basic account is $97 a month. When you guys take this offer, we're upgrading you to our platinum plan. Okay. We're upgrading you to the highest level. So you're getting access to 5C licenses, all of the bonuses, and way more credits. Okay. So we're upgrading you there for the next 6 months. And at the end of 6 months, you can drop back down to 97 if you want. If you want to stay at that level, you can. Doesn't really matter. Okay. But that's kind of where it's at. Okay. All right. I hope that's helpful for you guys. Okay, so that's the game plan. AISecretsChallenge.com/join. We're going to take a 10-minute break. When we come back, we're going to do some Q&As. We'll walk you through what's happening the rest of the week, and we'll go from there. Sound good? All right, everybody. Talk to you guys soon in about 10 minutes. Thanks, everybody.
Everybody's afraid the first time. Like, they just are. Let me tell you what, it's gonna be scary. So you better have a reason why you're running. Running from the game you're in and running to the game that you see here. I had a reason to run. There was this thing inside of me that was calling me. Being an entrepreneur is not for everyone. 99% of the planet is not an entrepreneur. They are not. They never will be. They do not have the emotional capacity to do it. They do not have the mental skill sets, commitment to do it. They are much better off to align with an entrepreneur who is called to be an insane person and build something big. And that's okay. There's no shame in that at all. But for those who feel that they are part of that 1% crazy, they're just crazy enough to say, I want to take on the responsibility of payroll of $1 million a month. I want to take on responsibility of paying the checks to people who have children. I'm going to be the one responsible at night who never gets to turn it off. I'm the one on Saturday afternoon dealing with the stress of payrolls on Monday while my employees are out playing at the beach with their children, just knowing the check's going to show up. If you're going to go down that path, you better be committed to something. And the commitment cannot be, I want to make money, because here's the reality. Most entrepreneurs fail. Most business owners fail. They fail to make more money than they would have made working for someone else. It's the only game ever built where somebody would trade in working 40 hours a week for somebody else to make less money working 100 hours a week for themselves. Most entrepreneurs fail, but you don't have to be the one that fails if you choose something different, which is you've got to have a why. Not some paint on the sky bullshit, little painting on the wall why. I'm talking about something inside of you you cannot shut off. You try to, but you can't. You can't shut it off because it's right here and it's pulsing and it's beating and it's moving. And if you don't move on it, the only choice you have is die or keep drinking ignoring this thing inside of you. And if you're drawn here to ClickFunnels, it's highly likely that you are one of the 1% crazies, and welcome home.
Well, if you are, get on your feet and welcome to the stage, Mr. Russell.
Crazy. So excited.
Wow. So my life is my life has changed in so many ways. It's just it's amazing to think.
I was global head of marketing for the largest foreign currency exchange company in the world, and I was in charge of 28 countries. I was flying internationally twice a month.
I was a corporate tax expert, suit and all the whole gamut.
We were the top home buyers in South Florida. We built a massive real estate business in the early 2000s.
I was meeting like 30,000 people a month to my website through these recipes, and I thought, well, might as well monetize this. And so I got certified as a personal trainer and started writing ebooks.
I was picking up trash in Columbus, Ohio for $6.25 an hour. So I drove a trash truck during the day, and then I sold insurance and investments at night. How weird is that?
I was a guy who did really well in school, studied hard. I graduated in 3 years. And I got the consulting job that was like the fancy job that we're supposed to get.
In 2006, my mom said, Alex, you guys are doing a lot in real estate. Have you ever thought about diversifying, like all your investments, all your work's there?
After I had my son, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I gained 70 pounds during my pregnancy, so my stomach was like way out here.
I was 65 pounds overweight. I was like, had total food addiction, all this stuff. And, one Christmas I was with my family, and I was like going for like my 6th snickerdoodle cookie, because that's like, my grandma is famous for her snickerdoodle cookies.
And I remember Nick telling her, Mom, if something was going to happen to us in real estate that would hurt us, it would be front page news.
I had been selling ebooks on my website and doing okay. And then I went through a divorce.
But then I just started really drinking.
I was going for like my 6th one, and she like reached out and she like smacked my hand. She was like, Kaylin, do you really think you need that cookie? And I was like, oh.
Mom of 4 as a school teacher and qualified for food stamps. And that's kind of a low blow. After your whole life, you're told you need to go to college so that you can have financial security. It's all a lie.
We were on food stamps. We were on Medicaid. I had made $25,000 as a father of 4 the year before.
And then I got audited by the IRS in 2010. And
I got the businesses, he got all the cash, and I didn't have alimony or child support.
I just was very empty.
I definitely felt the golden handcuffs.
It was like a rock top moment.
Like, we have a house, I have children.
I got everything I was supposed to.
And I can't just be like, I want to like make balloon animals.
But like, is this really it?
I'm already a senior manager in this tax practice, but I'll quit.
Oh, it was terrifying.
In 2007, in South Florida, the market in the areas we had properties went down over 65%. In some cases, it went down 90%. We ended up declaring bankruptcy. We were absolute losers.
I just couldn't make it work.
I was really tired.
And I was like, okay, my back is up against the wall.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back from the break. First off, congratulations. So many of you guys jumped in and got started, which gets me fired up. You know, we spend, if you guys knew behind the scenes what it takes to create a program like this and software like this, all the things, like we've spent so much time and energy and effort. And even last night, we were here till like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning, and they got up early at 5 or 6. So it's like all this stuff. And it's just fun to see afterwards of like you guys taking that leap of faith and coming in and like trusting us with, you know, obviously trusting us with your time and your energy and your resources. And I don't take that lightly. And that's why you guys understand that, like, one of the coolest things is there's so many people on the internet who are fly by night, who are here today, gone tomorrow, all that kind of stuff. But we're not going anywhere. We've been here for a long, long time. Everybody who's the gurus of today, most of them like learned from me at one point or time. You can see from, you've watched the videos, the testimonials, like we've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this now for, 20, 25 years. And we're not going anywhere. Okay. ClickFunnels, the ClickFunnels business has been around like, I think more than a decade now. You know, when we're here for our people, we don't go away. And so you can have that confidence knowing that, just like, this is not a flash by pan company. This is not something that's here today, gone tomorrow. We're here to serve you and continue to make this better and better. The coolest thing about this, I said this to somebody yesterday, because on Monday we had Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we had the AI calls, right? How many of you guys got one of the AI calls again? And it was fun because some people were like, that was amazing. And some people were like, oh, I was able to stump the AI call. And I said something to one of them. I said, I just want you to realize this is the worst that AI call will ever be, because AI is learning in real time and getting better. So like tomorrow it'll be better, and next day it'll be better. And like in a month from now, 2 months from now, like it'll be more like better. Like it keeps evolving. So it's like so much. So like that AI call was the worst AI call you will ever receive from me ever. Everything after will be better. And same way with the software, as insane as the software is right now, it is the worst it'll ever be. Tomorrow, Ben will have added 2 new features to the Dream 100. Of all that, thrown 3 more scripts and 3 more apps. Todd will have added 2 other things. Winter's gonna be adding, like it keeps getting better and better. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. So just know, like, you are putting your energy and your resources into a team, into a company, into a movement of people who are not going somewhere, who's got your back. We have more success stories than any other company or brand on the internet. Like, I don't know anybody else. Maybe in like Jenny Craig or Weight Watchers, like that's weight loss. I'm like in the business market. We've got more success stories than any other company on the planet. I can't name there's not even one like can think of this like number 2, documented, proven success stories. And so, yeah, you guys, just again, it means the world to me that you're investing your time, energy, money with us, and we don't take it lightly. And we're here to serve you and continue to serve you. So I hope you've enjoyed the challenge last 2 days. You know, obviously day number 1, I want to show you guys the 7-figure A. In fact, we can throw slides up real quick. I think my next slide is actually this. So. Throw back up. Yeah. Like yesterday, I showed you guys the 7-figure AI shortcut, which again, that alone, if you just implement that and got nothing else in the challenge, just do that, like it will dramatically change your relationship with AI and how successful it can be. Today, I want to show you guys the $1 billion breakthrough. Okay. Those 3 things, info products, software, and Dream 100 free traffic. That was the secret to our $1 billion breakthrough. That's how we built ClickFunnels. Like if you went to and got an MBA from Harvard and spent 8 years trying to learn business, you would not have got as much value as you got just from today understanding those 3 pieces. Okay. I know that because I've had, I think 4 Harvard MBAs, or not Harvard, 4 MBAs that worked for me, and none of them do now. I fired them all. Okay. Anyway, nothing against schooling and MBAs, but like you learn more from that than you learned in MBA school and how to actually build a company. Okay. Tomorrow, we're going to be going through and building out the 1-person marketing machine. This is where we're going to be using the app, using the software. I'm going to show you guys the strategy behind what we're doing, how it's working, how all these pieces fit together, and then what we're rolling out next and next and next. You see how the software is growing and evolving. After that, day number 4, Todd will be back here in office. He's just getting back from some insane meetings. So I'm sure he's going to be like, oh, by the way, let me tell you about the new AI. It's called blah, 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 and it does blah, blah, blah. And we already integrated it into our into your chief of staff, but that day's gonna be doing that. And we're gonna be building software. Like you guys, a lot of you will have your software built by day number 4, which is really, really cool. So that'll be fun. And then day number 5, this is like, for any of you guys who are like, this is cool, I'm building a business, but is there any way I can make money faster with AI? Like I want some I want a side hustle, I want something like that. And so we're gonna show you the skills you're learning over these 4 days, how you can literally just side hustle and just pick up piles of cash along the way. Like imagine walking to a business like, hey, I want to build you some software. And they're like, okay, how much is it going to cost? And they're thinking in their head 50 grand. That's what software cost 6 months ago. And you're like, I'll do it for $1,000, $500, 2,000, 5,000. Like what? And then they give you insane amounts of money. You walk back and you click the fund button. You're like, hey man, my chiropractor needs an app that tracks patients. Bloop, and it gets it done. And you email it to the guy like, there you go. Like, we're going to show you some AI side hustles to make some money on the side with the skills you've learned. Because the skill sets you guys have learning, like There were so much money to most people. Most businesses have no idea. So that'll be day number 5, and it's gonna be really, really cool. But yeah, hopefully you got a lot of value just in the last 2 days alone. And what we're gonna do right now is McCall Jones is here with me. What's up, McCall?
Hi.
She was here with us last night till 2 or 3 in the morning, working on this and the offer and the presentation, everything like that. And so also while we were here, she was in all the different rooms. Her and her husband grabbing all the cute question and answers, throwing them into Claude. Claude is spitting out. So we have a list from Claude of the most important things to answer, and some of them I'm gonna know the answer to, some she's gonna know the answer to better, and we're gonna go back and forth and tag team this and make sure we get all your questions answered, and that's kind of the game plan. So that's my fun.
Yay. Okay, so fun. So the first thing is I keep seeing people in the chat be like, don't close it. Somebody said, give me 10 more minutes, but I know that that's up to you. I know you said at the end of the buy break, the 2CCX shadow seats are gone. I don't know if we can give them 10 more minutes. I know I'm putting you on the spot here.
We'll do this. I know that the 2CCX shadow seats, the ones we had available are gone. But I also know that what's happened in the past with shadow seats is sometimes people can't make it. So we have a waiting list. So any of you guys who didn't get in, if you get in today, we'll put you on the waiting list. And then if one of the shadow seats open up, we'll plug you in. We don't normally, we could probably do this too. If we could stream one to them if they're not able to get in. So I'd say, yeah, if you get it today, we'll give you a virtual streaming access to one, so at least you can see what's happening, and we'll put you on the waiting list. And if a seat opens up, and we'll be first come, first serve. So we'll number you guys. And I just made that up off the top of my head. So hopefully my teams will yell at me that.
So
but yeah, I know a lot of you guys were freaking out. So
awesome. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think it was Greg. Somebody in the chat. Yes, you good? Incredible. Okay, another question that I just saw in the chat, and then I'm going to come back to the ones that you guys have been asking for the last about hour. So somebody in the chat just said, I want to buy this. I'm hesitant because it sounds like more than I need. I'm a beginner. It sounds like more than I need. What would you say to them?
Yeah, definitely is a good question. That shouldn't be negative either. It's like I go to the gym and I'm getting started. There's all this tons and tons of equipment. You're like, that's more than equipment than I need. But it's like, yeah, but I'm going to grow into that. Like right now, I got to do basic bench press and curls, right? Till I strengthen up the foundation. And then when I get done that, then I got to transition to this, and I can build up my more muscles, and transition. Eventually you're going to use all the stuff, but you don't use it off day number 1, right? Obviously, our goal is to like help you to replace all the different departments in your company. But if you don't have a company yet, you don't need all the stuff, but you do need the first thing, right? Like when I started building a business, I had to hire my first employee. And then they helped me, and then I hired my second employee. And so I look at it that way, just like you have all of the infrastructure built, but we're going to walk you through a step-by-step path of like, okay, you're getting started. What's the first thing you need? And the second thing, and we're going to start plugging in those things as you kind of go along the way. So that'd be my answer.
Something that I love of the way that you've built this as well is I know a lot of people here, it's been so fun to see the chat, like the different levels of people here. Like some are total beginners, some are, what did you call it? AI ninjas, right? There's so many different kinds of people here, which has been so fun. One of the ways that I love that you've created this program is it actually does apply to both in a cool way. I know one of the reasons why you added that AI powered product launch, that path is that for people who are brand new, if you don't know anything about AI, that first session is to get you caught up, right? That very first live facilitated coaching session is to teach you like how to AI, right? Because some of you have never even used AI. Some of you signed up for this challenge because you don't know anything about AI, right? One of the questions that I'm going to find in just a second, a wonderful woman in one of the Zoom rooms that I saw, she was like, I'm 68, I'm a successful life coach, but like this sounds hard to me because I don't understand the AI language. The good news is like on that path, that live session, I know you put a lot of thought into creating like what each one of those individual sessions was. Yeah. And that first one just covers all of those AI basics. And it is the first one, right? There literally is a path to say, like, if you are a beginner and you want to learn to AI, maybe even before you jump into the tools, right? If you're already in the Marketing Secrets AI app and you're looking around and you're like, I don't know. This first facilitated coaching session can calm all of your anxiety and kind of put you on that path. The other thing that I want to say really fast, and I have more questions for you, is for the advanced people, it was really fascinating in the chat for people. I'm excited for us to clarify this, that said like, okay, I understand that these are business tools, but like, how is this a AI program? And I really wanted us to go back and forth and kind of clarify this a little bit, because for the beginners, and totally correct me if I'm wrong, but for the beginners, especially in that path, you teach them to AI by being like, no, there are AI basics that like our facilitated coaches are going to walk you through. But for the more advanced people, I think one of the things that's the most exciting is that you are, yes, giving them business tools, right? Because this whole challenge is like, I'm going to teach you how to make money with AI. But the most exciting thing is that you're teaching them how to make money the way that you are currently making money with AI. So any tools that they're seeing on the back end, like you're walking them through with this path, like how to do that, which I thought was so cool.
Yeah, it helps them implement it step by step as people are going through. I was going to say, as you were, the first part of the path, the AI stuff, the basic training one is important because again, it's going to go through, like Todd kind of mentioned it yesterday. He was like, yeah, you set up your chief of staff to check your emails and check your Slack and do all these kind of things. Like those are all really, really powerful things that again, will save a ton of time for you, but also get your business up and structured. I didn't share those during day one of the challenge because partially it's like, I wanted to give you guys what I think is the most valuable. Okay. But it wasn't step number one. Like step number one is not like, all right, we're going to go and, create a webinar or a video sales letter. But I wanted to create something exciting and new for you guys to share. They brought different value, right? Some people online showing like, here's 5 ways to make Claude do whatever, But don't worry, when we come into the five training programs, the very first one is to get you guys installed and integrate all the most essential, useful things so that your chief of staff is set up to do all the core things and the core functions to save you time, speed up your workflow. And so those things will all be happening. They're just not very sexy to talk about on a challenge, but they're very important to have. So don't worry, we'll go through all of that so you can go AI. But just know that like, just because the way we're doing a challenge, like I wanted to be able to show you guys something unique and different. I want to bring something different to the marketplace than what everybody else is doing because everyone else is talking about the basics. And I want to show you guys like this is how we're wielding it to make a lot of money. Now you understand that. Okay, come in and now we'll walk you step by step on how to set everything up and actually do that.
When you had to train your employees that you talked about how to do those basic things. So that's really exciting. How fun. If your question was answered in the chat, you can tell us. Also continue to drop questions in the chat because we'll see them and we'll have our team add to this doc. So exciting. Okay, so I want to go over some of like the framework things. So I don't know. So this is about finding your secrets and finding your stories. I put these all in a category that says like, do you help me with that? There's a lot of different people who are saying like, okay, I don't have a business. I don't know what makes me unique. Like, will this work if I don't know what my secrets are? What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I think a couple things is, I've seen a lot of people come down this path. And so usually one of two things. Number one, it's like, they got something they love. Like I love biohacking or weight loss or like, and they know they want to create something, they just haven't done it yet. So that's easy because we can go and we have processes and software that'll extract those frameworks from you. So that's easy. The other side is like, they're like, I really honestly, Russell, I'm not passionate about anything, but I want to make money. What do I do? And so for them, it's like, it's very cool because it's like, you don't have to always be the attractive character. Like you look at the business with me and Todd, like Todd is a genius. He gets half of the money. We split it, right? And I'm the attractive character. He's not, right? And so the other thing is like, you can have the software and the skill sets. Maybe you're not the attractive character, but like, I'm going to go find a attractive character. I'm going to partner with somebody and they'll be the face of it and I'll be the back end or vice versa. And so it's really nice. Like you don't have to like, if you don't want to be the person, if that scares you, that I don't want to be on camera, I don't want to be anything, like, cool, you don't have to be. But you can, like, it just kind of fits like what personality. So if you want to be, you still know how, that's easy. We can solve that. Like the AI software will help you that. And if you're the other side, we're like, I know I don't want to do that. It's like, cool. You have the structure and things to be able to grab somebody and we can apply that with you to their business.
I don't want to spoil anything that's coming later in the week, but it's been so cool to see people who have agencies in the chat be like, oh my gosh, like how many emails do I write for people? And I'm always worried about if they're not very good. So somebody was talking about in the chat and they like had a conversation back and forth with this person where they were like, I'm doing emails for clients. I try to use AI at first, but then I always have to go back through and re-edit them. So it still takes time because the emails aren't very good. So what they had said is like, I'm trying to use AI to learn the process and I know it will get better. And immediately with this, they're like, oh my gosh, I just upload their attractive character and all of the stuff that they have. And suddenly like all of the emails that I write for them are going to be so much better. So like even the possibilities of using these tools and learning how to use AI in any business, I think is really exciting.
Sure. I want to add something. I saw a couple people in comments who bought other stuff from me in the past and like, oh, if I would have known, I would have waited to buy this. I'm like, I want everyone to understand like, If you're in the funnel builder certification program, some people are like, oh, we're not doing that anymore. Like, no, we're still doing this. This is a bolt on to that. If you're certified and you're building funnels for other people, imagine coming in now like, hey, I can do video sales letters for you. I can do all your emails for you. I can do I can run your affiliate program for you. I can do Dream 100 influence for you. It's something you can bolt on to that business that will dramatically increase everything you're doing. Okay. If you bought Prime Mover and you're learning from us, like how to do one-to-many presentations, amazing. Okay. Use the software to market your one-to-many presentation. Okay. This is marketing tools and software to help you to drive more traffic, get more people, make more money with the thing. Okay. The nice thing about this offer that we're creating is it bolts on to anything else you're currently trying to do, right? You're selling e-commerce stuff. Amazing. Okay. We have an e-commerce product that we sell that teaches e-commerce. Okay. Now you got that. Bolt on this. This is building out your marketing department and your programming department to add fuel to whatever it is you're doing. Okay. The whole framework of this is marketing secrets, because this is the marketing engine for any opportunity you are doing in the world. Okay. If you're building funnels for people, if you're e-commerce, if you are a real estate agent, if you are like whatever it is, doesn't matter. What we're teaching you here is how to use AI to dump fuel on the fire. That's what this offers. That's what's different. It's what's unique. Okay. It's not like I bought this versus this, or I'm doing this versus this. Like, no. No matter what you're doing, this is the fuel that gets traffic coming into you. Tons of it, right? It gets you better emails, better marketing, better, free traffic, all those kind of things. Like that's what this is. Okay. This is the first time in my company's history we've got an offer that literally is built to drive traffic into the businesses that you have. So I want to make sure that people understand that positioning, because there's some confusion in the comments where people are like, this versus that. It's like, no, it's not this versus that. It's like, this is the fuel for whatever opportunity you're jumped into. Okay. It's not like I'm going to do this instead. It's like, no, this is how you explode, how you dump gasoline on the fire of what you're currently doing.
I love that.
Like I didn't come back and like, okay, I'm done with ClickFunnels now. I'm just going to do AI now. It's like, no, I'm using AI to blow up ClickFunnels. Like you guys understand, like this is what we're trying to share you. Like that's why it's called marketing secrets. This is the marketing fuel, using AI to fuel any opportunity that you're currently working on. Hopefully that's helpful.
Yeah, so cool. Okay, I want to set up the next two questions because I see this question happening a lot in the chat. So the first one I want to ask is we're going to talk about something that in my mind, I'm framing as like minimal use. And second, I want to address the $97 a month versus $297 a month plan, because that's coming up a lot in the chat. So we're going to answer those in a row. So in my category of like, do you help with that question mark? Something that's coming up for me, and I want you to kind of touch on this. In my brain, it's like minimal or minimum use, right? If all people had, I think a lot of times it's hard because if you look at it as a whole and you're like, okay, well, if it's marketing and it's software and it's info products, it's like, well, what if I only want the marketing part of it? It's like, what should I do? It's like, well, do you think just the marketing part of it would possibly help you make money? It's like, okay, well, that's there, right? If it's like, if all you wanted to do was build software or build apps, even for other businesses, it's like, okay, with learning how to build those proprietary softwares, would that be enough for you to say, oh, I just want that one thing? I think because there's so many different levels here, I would love for you to touch on that. Like what would be the different things that you would want people to focus on?
Yeah, I think, again, everyone's business is a little bit different. So trying to figure out like, again, there's a lot of things in here that provide value. So every business needs marketing, right? So the majority of what we're doing inside of here is like the marketing, the tools, right? Marketing secrets, marketing tools to be able to market your business. But when we were creating this, I was like, AI has opened up this unique advantage where now everyone can use the same playbook I'm using, right? So use software as well. And so as we're putting this together, it's like, how do we teach people that piece as well? Because if you can take your product and honestly, like my people are, we call you guys funnel hackers. You're our people, right? That's who I've been called to serve. I come back to you guys as funnel hackers, and it's like, I look at it through the lens of like, I got to protect you, right? Like courses are going down. So if you're in a business where you're selling courses right now, like even if you just go apply AI to get more traffic to it, it's going to be the diminishing returns get less and less and less, right? So I'm like, we have a secret. You can use AI software and plug it in, and all of a sudden your offer becomes more valuable, right? Now, if your offer becomes more valuable, we can drive more traffic to it, we can market it more, we can make more money. And so I'm looking at this in a way where it's like, when we were putting this whole challenge together, it's like, we've got to show them how to use AI to make money. But then also it's like, how do we upscale their offer? So they're no longer just selling what's getting harder and harder to sell. They're not just selling software or just selling frameworks, but they're understanding that the blend of these two things is the secret, right? And now they can actually, it's been unlocked in the last 6 months, like not in the last year, like in the last 6 months. Like literally this year was the first year this was even possible for average humans like us to be able to play this game. And so I want to make sure you guys understand, like, one of the most powerful things about how to make money with AI is taking anything you're selling and up-leveling it with software, changing it where it's no longer just info, it's info plus software. And also now you have something sticky that's going to last long-term, you know? And so the frame of like, how do you make money with AI? Those are the two things. How do you get more traffic, and then how do you up-level your offers by adding software into everything? So in my mind, that's kind of how these two pieces work together.
That's awesome. Okay, can you walk us through what is included in the $97 a month plan versus the $297 a month plan? And I saw somebody ask too, like this $2,997 offer, is it a one-time payment? Are they paying for the $2,997 plus the $97 a month plan? Like, can you walk us through some of those?
Yep. So when you sign up for a trial, you got a 14-day trial, and then it rolls in $97 a month. And $97 a month gives you access to everything in the platform, outside the little platinum tab, which has all the bonuses that are up here, and a couple other things. But you get access to all the things in the software, in the members area. And then you get a certain amount of credits every single month. We talked about credits or tokens, whatever Todd talked about yesterday. Basically, it's like the way it works is when you're using the chief of staff and you ask it a question, again, sometimes it's just pinging internally thing, it's grabbing files from inside their own software, whatever, but sometimes it's going and hitting Perplexity, and it's hitting Claude, and it's hitting it's these other platforms, it's hitting them and asking for stuff, okay? And so when asking those things, what's nice is you don't have to have an account for all those, okay? But we have a developer account, so we have to pay for those accounts and unlocks them. And then what happens is when you go and you ask a question, it hits Perplexity, and then it bills me. So every time you do something, it bills me, right? And so the way the whole platform works, and anybody doing AI, this is how all their platforms work nowadays, is you get a certain amount of credits. So $97 a month, you get X amount of credits. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't even know what credits mean. Like anyway, it's a Todd question. We'll ask him when he gets here Thursday. But you so many credits for $97 a month, and that's just hard costs that go to Perplexity and Claude and ChatGPT and stuff like that, right? And when you get over that level, what happens is then you just pay for tokens on top of that, or credits on top of that if you get past that level, okay? That's how every AI platform works in the world. So it's not unique to us. That's the hard cost. Like that's how we're able to ping these places. And so we're eating some of that. So a bunch of the money, that $97 a month, goes directly to credits to pay those people up to a certain level. So when you upgrade to the $297 level, it gives you way more credits, okay? It's more than 3X. It's like whatever, 3 or 4, whatever X credits. So you get way more credits to the higher level, because a lot of you guys become power users and you're doing more and more stuff and you're running your entire lives out of here, okay? So it gives you the ability to not have to pay those credit tokens every single time. It opens up the seat licenses, right? So you get 5 seat licenses in there. So you have 5 team members who can be inside of your account. And then unlocks all these other bonuses, the trainings, all that kind of stuff. And so what happens is if you start the trial and you stay, it'll roll $97 a month and you have access to everything with a certain amount of credits. If you decide to upgrade for the $2,997 by going to AISecrets.challenge.com/join right there, it'll upgrade you to the $297 a month level for 6 months. And so for 6 months, you're getting all the extra credits, all the bonuses, all the stuff. And that way you can just crank, and there's no monthly fees during that 6 month period of time. And after 6 months, what'll happen is you can choose. You can stay at the $297 a month level if you want and just keep using it. Or if you're like, that's more than I need, I'm not using C licenses, I'm not using all my credits, then you can drop back down to the $97 a month level. And so you can choose that in your account. You can just flip the switch whenever you want. But if you don't change anything, it'll default you to the $297 a month, just because otherwise it'll cancel your other seat licenses and all that kind of stuff. So that's just kind of how it works. And so, so 2 levels, basically more credits, more seat licenses, and then all the bonuses when you upgrade.
I love that. Okay. Can you teach us what is a seat license? What does that mean?
Yes. So when you guys set up your marketing secrets account, you have it in there, right? And you create your attractive character, you have all sorts of stuff like that. Now, what if you're like, I have an affiliate manager who works for me, who I want them to do the Dream 100, or maybe it's my kid or my spouse, right? If they went and they created another marketing secrets account, they're not attached. And so then they're like, they don't have access to my voice, my research, my brain, all sorts of stuff. So what happens, instead of having to create a separate account, inside of your marketing secrets account, there's seat licenses. You click create seat license, you're like, put McCall Jones in there. She's now my affiliate manager, and logs in. Now you can log in through your own account, but it takes you to my account. And now you have access to my voice. You have access to my Dream 100 software. You can go in there, start communicating with finding people, communicating, moving. I can go and talk to people as well, and you share that workspace together. And so that's the seat license. So for you, if you have a team, it's like I'm gonna have one of my support people in there, maybe my copywriter in there, I'm gonna have my affiliate manager in there. I'm gonna have my marketer, whatever. You put people in there. Or if it's just you, then it's just you. And then if you want to hire somebody to help you with stuff, you can hire someone and put them in there as well. So that's kind of how it works.
If I have a co-founder, this is a specific use case for this. If I have a co-founder and they are also trying to produce content, like we write from both perspectives, right? Let's say like me and Tanner, can we have our own attractive characters in the same kind of brain and then put our team in there. Does that work?
Yeah, good question. So there's different ways you could do it. We almost made it where you could just put one attractive character per account. But then for me, my use case, I've got Dan Kennedy. I've got multiple attractive characters that I run. So I want them all in one spot. So you can put unlimited number of attractive characters in an account, which is awesome. So like you could put your voice, you can put your husband's voice, other people's voice. And then if you're writing stuff, you can pull them all really, really easily. But it all functions on one brain. So the one downside of that is it's going to be coming back to the same brain. So it might be like, oh, here's a, things like that. So you could also get multiple workspaces and then also see licensing. It's kind of confusing, but you guys will see when you play it. You have you can have a McCall one and a Tanner one separately, and then you both see license each other. That way you can log in and use their attractive character voice, but then you can also just shift back and forth if you want.
I love that. Cool. Okay. The next one is, I love this one. In your demo, I think it's talking about your Think and Grow Rich software demo. They literally said, in your demo, it feels like you barely did anything. Is it really that easy? What's the catch?
Yes. First off, yes, it's literally that easy. Second off, though, the very first version it made wasn't great, right? Like it did it, and it's like, okay, you did it. But if I was to build that out as full-blown software, I have a million things I would change. I'd be like, okay, this is dumb. Change this. I don't want all these things. And so it's the back and the forth. It's the same thing if you were to hire a program, like, hey, I want to turn Think and Grow Rich into software. You'd be like, okay. And you go spend 6 weeks, come back. Here you go. And you're like, okay, that's technically right, but let's change this and you go back and forth and back and forth. And that's what it is. And so literally, like, if I would have spent another 2 hours, I could have made Think and Grow Rich software awesome. I would have been done and I would have said another message. This is awesome. Let's get rid of the weird chapter on sex transmutations. Pull that out. Let's move some things around. Let's make it a daily habit tracker. Let's make sure that every day they got to do these 3 things. Let's do, and I would just tell it to do, and then it goes back and re-renders it and pops back out. And you're like, you're getting closer. Try again, and you just go back and forth till it's awesome. And then when you want to add new features, you're like, okay, this is great. I want to add a new feature. Napoleon Hill also wrote a book called The Laws of Success. Let's make a separate tab. This is the upsell. People pay me an extra $50 a month. We'll unlock this one, and they're going to give them the 17 laws of success on top of the 13 from Think and Grow Rich. And you can do that, and you're just talking to it, just like you would talk to a human being. And then it does it. So.
Yeah, I know in the path, what you were talking about with the software creation one, you talked about teaching people to build this software on more than one platform. Can you touch on that a little bit more?
Yeah, it's I think the reality is every platform's got pros and cons and things like that, and they're going to do different versions. And so a lot of times, I used to do this back in the day when I would hire outsourcers. Is I had a project that maybe it wasn't a big project, might cost $100. I'd hire 3 people to do it, and I would have each person, I pay each $100 each to do it, and then 3 come back, and they all are different people. So they have different ways to do it. Like, oh, I like that one or not that one, or vice versa. It's the same thing. Like, especially nowadays, it's so simple. Like, you go to Lovable, you go to Claude Code, and go to Overskill, and type the same prompt in, and just sit back, and whichever one comes back, like, oh, that one's way better.
Yeah.
Or I like that one better, and just see them all. And it doesn't cost that much to get 3 iterations, and then pick the one and then build on the one you like the most.
Interesting. I also loved the thing that I think is cool is about that too is that learning how to build the software and the platform that you actually build the software in. Like, I think Overskill is so cool. And like you said, like if you wanted to build it in Claude Code, you could still do it, right? If you wanted to build it. And what was the other one? Lovable? It's like, training on all those things. I think that's so awesome. Okay, let me keep going on questions and keep dropping them in the chat. These are awesome. Yeah, this is awesome. There's lots of questions on credits and tokens. Can you explain a little bit more what that is?
I know last night there was a bug whenever I signed up where they didn't get all the tokens or credits or however it works. So I know the team pushed a bunch in. Someone said they ran over the limit really fast. It might have been during that window. Hopefully you got bumped in and got upgraded. So you probably have more now. So I apologize. A little glitch.
I love it.
A little glitch in the system.
Walk me through. Okay, so AI on their own. The question was, what's the advantage of having Russell walk us through this versus doing it ourselves with AI?
Yeah, and that's the truth with anything in life, right? Like, when I go into gym, I signed up for gym membership and I started going, and I would go every once in a while, and I didn't really change, and and then I decided I'm not doing anything. I'm going to hire a trainer. So the first thing I did is I went and I tried to find a trainer who had the biggest muscles, who looked like I wanted to look, who understood what I wanted to accomplish, and I hired that trainer. And right now he comes to my house 3 days a week, every single morning. And my gains have been huge since then, right? I think the same thing, like there's a billion people talking about AI right now. You can go plug in anyone. So it's like, cool. There's a million trainers you could hire. the key is like looking, who's the trainer that looks the way you want to look, right? Who's the guy who got the big biceps, forearms, abs, and that's what I'm going to hire. I think the same thing here is like, you can go look at, there's a ton of people, AI experts, and they all got different things and they're all great, right? If you want to learn how to use AI to make money from somebody who's built $1 billion company, there's only one that I know of who's doing that right now. And it's me. There's a lot of people teaching like 3 Claude hacks to do whatever, 16 ways to set up Open Claude, how to do like all those things. And those are great if you want to go learn them. But if you're like, I want to learn how to build and grow my business through AI, like there's no one else really teaching that at this level because no one's been to the level we've been to before. And so I think that's the reality of it.
I love that. I also, it's so cool to see it's the perfect question that it's like, it feels like Russell didn't do anything when he did that demo. What's the catch? I think it's actually so cool. The simplicity behind, like, if you use AI as like gasoline, you know what I mean? Not only to pour it on a fire, but like it depends on the thing you're trying to use it to power, right? It's like, it sounds like you're trying to power like a rocket ship where like a productivity tip using the exact same tips or tools with AI would be like powering like a lawnmower. You know what I mean? So it's like, just choose what you want to power.
Well, think about this, like, there's a ton of people, you go to YouTube, type in how to vibe code software. A ton of people at YouTube videos how to do it. In fact, I know friends who do events, like people fly in and they vibe code software and like, this is amazing. And they go home and they're like, I don't know what to do with it. And so it's like the lens of me is like, I can show you how to vibe code software, but the right way to code software is not just to make some random software that's considered on a shelf that nobody's going to buy. And if someone doesn't want it, they can just clone it in 5 seconds. Okay. When you do software the way I showed you guys today, the $1 billion breakthrough, right? We're taking your frameworks and your software and you put them together. Now you have unique software that nobody can clone, right? Because it's your frameworks that they're buying. That's the uniqueness about it, right? What did Tanner call it yesterday? It was like the
uncopyable software.
Yes, uncopyable software. So like anyone teach how to make software, it's easy. What I tried to show you guys today was like how to make uncopyable software, right? Like none of you guys are gonna go and you're gonna clone marketing secrets. Why? Okay, well, because all the everything in there is based on like my systems, my results, things that we built out for our entire team that we've turned now into AI, my frameworks, like my unique processes. Like you're not going to clone those things, right? In fact, if you did try to clone and try to sell, everyone would be confused. Like, why are you selling these things together? You're like, oh, because I copied Russell. Versus me, it's like there's a reason and a framework and a structure and secrets that why I do this in the order I do it, how I implement it, where it fits, right? And so like that's the unique thing that you bring to the table. So like anyone teach how to code software, but like they don't know which ones would sell. That's the magic, right? That's how you get software that doesn't sit on the shelf, nobody ever buys, right? You blend things together. Now it's sticky software. Now they're going to stick around. They're going to buy. They're going to consume. Like all those things. Like that's the difference here.
That's so cool. I also, it's been really fun to see. It's even like going through some of the greatest hits of like Dream 100 and all these things, right? Russell greatest hits of like these are the things that work. It's been cool for you to point out kind of how AI is used for principles that have been around forever, right? Those haven't really changed, which is so cool. You said something yesterday too that was so cool. It's like the future isn't about software, it's about solutions. Was it? Am I getting that right?
I think so. I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a long day.
Something about transformation versus information. Yeah,
it was about Josh talked about it. Josh Latimer, who'll be here, he talked about it with his. He's like, I was selling people like information, right, or whatever. He's like, when I did the blending together, it created transformation. Like that's the difference. It's like someone can read a book. Most people read a book and they're like, oh, I got some good ideas. That was great. Yeah, some good nuggets from here, right? But I do that and I integrate with software. Now they're doing it, and it's like it moves them through the process. That's when you get an actual transformation. Like it changes them, right? Like I taught, just so you guys know, like backstory on Russell. 10 years before I wrote .com Secrets, guess what I was doing? I was on the road teaching people the principles in .com Secrets. I did this for a long, long, long time. Okay, I'd go to every single weekend. I was flying somewhere teaching these things, teaching value ladder, teaching attractive character, all the things in here. And finally, I wrote a book for it one day. And again, I said earlier, like our business at a peak was doing a couple $1 million a year. And it was like, for a coaching business, it isn't bad, right? But the transformation wasn't there. And when we took this, we turned it into ClickFunnels, turned it into software, like it exploded, right? Went to 100,000 customers, people having success. Like they weren't just reading a book, like, oh, that was cool. Like they were doing it. They were building funnels. They were launching these things. They were, again, two Comma Club award winners. We got 3,500 plus two Comma Club award winners who took the frameworks with the software, applied it. Like the transformation of our entire marketplace shifted when I was able to go away. But the frameworks were the same. I didn't change what I was teaching. It just gave it the vehicle that now gives people the transformation. They actually implement it and apply it versus like, I read this thing that was awesome and do nothing.
I saw a really specific question. I want to try to find the exact wording, but I'm going to paraphrase it for just a second. So if this is your question and I get some of the words wrong, tell me in the chat and I'll correct myself. But it basically was along the lines of like, I know I get results for people, but I have no idea what my secrets actually are. Like, I don't know what the process is. And the overall question was just like, will you help me do that? Like, that sounds harder than.
This is a McCallism. I learned from McCall. She said, because my guess, if you help someone get results before, means you have really good taste, right? Like, I just know, I have to work something, I just know I have good taste. I can figure it out. And your quote, I'm probably going to say it, you can say it right, but you said, taste is just an undefined framework.
Unextracted, yep.
An unextracted framework. So that's the goal with what we'll do during, is it module 2 or 3? Which one's extracting voices? Anyway, number 2 is taking that, like you know how to do something. We'll have the creative director built out in a way that'll start pulling those things out of you. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have a framework I didn't even know. I just had good taste. But it turns out there's a pattern. By the way, will you have me the analogy explainer video right there?
Yes.
Okay, this is a good example of this. Okay, I'm really good at writing 3 to 5 minute explainer videos. I have done it for about a dozen companies. One of them is called Ripplin. I wrote this explainer video. We launched it, got 1.6 million leads in 6 weeks. I did it for Prove It, built $1 billion brand on Prove It, all these things. And I'd done a dozen of these. For ClickFunnels, I did 3 or 4 for ClickFunnels. Anyway, I didn't know I'm really good at these. I'm the best in the world. Some guy hired me one time and he's like, how much to make a 3-minute video? And I didn't want to do it. So I'm like, 30 grand. He's like, done. He wired me 30 grand. I'm like, oh. So I wrote that for him. I was like, this is insane. Anyway, so recently I was trying to build out the software inside of Marketing Secrets to be able to do these for myself. And so I took every one of these videos I've ever done of all time and I put it in and I was running through testing, find the patterns. And what's crazy is, AI found the patterns. Like, here's the pattern what you did every single time. In fact, you should call this the analogy explainer video. I was like, why? And it's like, every video is based on one analogy. I'm like, no, it's not. So I look, I'm like, I didn't realize that. And it's like, and here's what you do here. And they have the exact same thing. So like, that was what this became here. It's like, this is what this book was, is it became that. But then this is also software now. So if you want to hire Russell Brunson for $30,000, I would charge more than that now. But to do an explainer video, you can just log into Marketing Secrets now, click on one-to-many presentations, click on video sales layers, and then click on the analogy explainer video. Chief of staff's gonna ask you a dozen or so questions. You just answer them with your fun button. Hello, hello, hello. You answer the questions, and then boom, it pops out a video. It's a 3-minute thing. So like, I didn't know this was a framework. I didn't know this was anything. I didn't know I had a pattern at all. I just turns out though, the 10 or 12 that I uploaded, it found the exact pattern that worked consistently time after time. So that's the same thing we'll do with you guys, is help you figure out these things you do. We have good taste. It just happens to help people how to take those things, find the pattern, reverse engineer it, create a framework, and then from there, how to turn it into software. Because that's what I did. Took my videos, found the pattern, turned it into an info product, turned it into software, and now I can use it for myself, which is the best part. And you can use it too if you want.
Something that's so cool too, just talking about like swipe files in general, I know even in the chat, people are like, wait, I didn't know I had access to that. That's incredible, right? Just having access to your frameworks in your brain is so awesome. I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, it feels like it's really important for people to understand kind of the two sides of this, of like the basics, use AI, know how to use AI. Like that's totally part of it, right? Teach you to AI is like the way that it comes to my brain. But the tools that are AI tools that you are building to make your business go faster, it's like they have access to the tools that you've already built while teaching them to build their own tools. Is really cool.
Yeah, it's meta.
It's very meta.
I'm doing what I'm teaching you how to do. So lots of time doing it. I'll give you another example. This actually, I think it's hold on, let me find which book.
So many lost secrets.
Yeah, okay, it's this one. So this one I'm like, one of the ones I'm most proud of. Where we're at. It's the lost secret. It's called the Daily Seinfeld emails. How many of you guys have heard me talk about Daily Seinfeld emails before? Okay, I talked about .com secrets, I think for 3 pages. And it's tough because it's like, again, you have a book and you're limited by how many pages you get. So like, this is all you get. So like so much got on the chopping block. But as I was building Marketing Secrets AI once again for myself, I was like, all right, I know how to build Seinfeld emails. I want to be able to have software to do it, but I've got to go and train the software. So I have to create a skill. I have to go through everything. So for this, I was like, I went back to 2 decades of information. I was like, I want to find everything about Daily Seinfeld. So I found all the books I'd studied about it. I found all the pages, I scanned them all. And I found where I talked about it. And then I found like, there's about a dozen or so people I think are the best in the world at Daily Seinfeld emails in a whole bunch of different industries. So I used AI to go log into my email and go and find every one of their emails, pull them into a database, analyze them, catalog them, put them in a thing. And when
it all popped out. It was crazy because in the .com secrets book, I talk about 3 ways to do Seinfeld emails, but AI, after analyzing all these people, found there are actually 11 ways. I was like, this is amazing. There's 11 different types of Seinfeld emails. And so all that got put into here. It took me probably 8 hours to compile all the research to be able to create the skill for the software to be able to do this for you. And then it became a book because I wanted all the swipe files and examples and everything in here. But then what's crazy is like now that's built into the software. So every one of these little software that is built into Marketing Secrets of AI. And we'll talk more about this tomorrow, but understanding that literally it wasn't just like, we put together a skill and it has like 4 paragraphs on how to do daily Seinfeld emails. It's like, no, Russell spent 8 hours of his life going back 20 years of research to pull out everything that's ever been written on this topic, every swipe file that's actually good in every industry possible, pulled it all together, put it out, and from that, train the software to do it correctly. And now you guys have it on silver platter. And that's like not just one, that's how every one of these things is being built. And it's just really exciting.
So awesome. Okay, next, I want my own.
Someone said, can you demo the software? Tomorrow during the marketing day, we'll be demoing all these software so you can see exactly how it works. It'll be awesome.
I love that. I want my own software, but I have no clue what to build. How do I figure that out? And will you help me figure that out?
I would love to help you figure that out. Yes. So we're going to be doing, starting on, which day is it? The fourth
Thursday?
one? Third one?
Oh, wait. Sorry. Yep. Software. Let me pull it up.
During our five live classes, one will be about software. The biggest thing to think about, like the most simple thing to do, well, honestly, is to ask chief of staff. Like, this is my thing I teach. How would you turn it into software? But number 2 is like when I did the Secrets of Success one that I showed you guys as a demo. Because again, the Secrets of Success membership site's got like 1,000+ books in there. So it's like, what framework do I extract from this? And so the software we built wasn't like based on anyone's frameworks. It was just getting people to actually consume the frameworks, right? So it's like, how do we create a habit tracker that gives them step-by-step things that gets them to log in, to read something, to go and actually do, like, use the thing that they're trying to sell. And so for most of you guys, it could be as simple as like, hey, you're helping people to learn how to walk dogs. Like, okay, have a daily thing that walks through the 5 things helping to walk dogs better, or help, whatever those things. Like, it can be as simple as it's just daily tasks to do a thing. Like, that's some of the most simple software. And then it can get more complex, more complicated as you go on. But for most of you guys, we'll probably have you guys do a very simple one on Thursday where you just like make a habit tracker. In fact, Todd, the first time he demoed, he's like, make a wrestler habit tracker for Russell. And it's like, boom, like 2 minutes later, it popped down. I was like, that's insane. Like, I could sell that. I could give it away. I could use it as a lead magnet. And it's just very basic software. And then you can build from there.
I think one of the coolest things that, I don't remember what day you were talking about it, and it could have honestly been when you're building all of these things, but the important part about the software, totally correct me if I'm wrong, is like the stickiness of it, right? When you're talking about daily habit tracker of get something that somebody comes back to day after day, right? If the point is recurring revenue, like, can you speak to that of even the simple softwares, like what makes a good software that will sell versus not?
Yeah. It's funny. I remember back when I first got started in this business, I was watching this guy who was training on how to do membership sites. And he was like, you want people to sign up and you want them to forget they signed up. So you never message them again. That way you get them to build for 3 or 4 months. You never message them again. I was like, that feels wrong and bad and everything. And so I remember hearing that. I was like, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to message them every single day so they start using it. And then by using it, they'll actually not want to cancel it. And that was my mindset. So I remember we launched ClickFunnels. The first couple months, it was chaos. We're trying to figure things out. Like, people are signing up like crazy. We're like, and there was churn, people signing up and leaving. And I was like, how do we fix this churn? And I was like, we started looking at the data, and the people that were churning out were people who didn't do anything. I was like, how do I get people to actually use it? If I can use it, they're going to stick. And so I built this like long, it was like a 21-day, we call it 21-day Ignite Your Funnel, where every day we gave them a thing, like log into the software and do this one thing, log in software and do this next thing. And each day was like one simple task for them to do. And of all the things we tested that decreased churn, that was the number one thing, was just getting them to log in the software every day, and do a thing, just one little thing. By the way, you guys want to talk to the Wizard of Oz, like the man behind the curtain?
Yes.
Because there's Russell who's getting you guys to become members of Marketing Secrets. But if I come out from behind the curtain, it's like, if you guys notice what we've been doing during this challenge, what was my goal? Day number 1 is to get you guys to log in and add your stuff to attractive character. Why? I want you to consume the software, to be using it. If you're using it, you're more likely to use it, right? Okay. That was day number 1. Day number 2, now we're going in, like, and every single day, tomorrow, we're going to be using software, be logging in. Like, I'm trying to get you guys to use it. If you're using it, you're like, oh, I get a lot of value from this. You're not going to leave me, right? Like, that's the entire premise of what we're trying to do here. I hope you guys understand that. So for you guys, the same thing, building a software that just get people to log in and like read the chapter in your book, or just log in and watch my video. Like, and give them like little gamifications. Like, you get a smiley point if you sign up every single day and log in. Like, that alone is enough to double or to cut your churn in half. Like, my churn for ClickFunnels is literally log in and go watch this video. Log in, and we're going to set up 1 page, not 2 pages, just 1. Log in, and those are some simple software you can create that'll change everything for you.
I love that. Okay, this is kind of more of a technical question. Somebody's asking, can I input all of my old ChatGPT stuff, Claude stuff, Gemini stuff?
Yeah. We talked about it yesterday. We showed you guys. So if you missed that yesterday, yes, 100%. We have something called the brain that's inside of Marketing Secrets. So you log into the Marketing Secrets, and if you click on software, click on brain, that's where it all happens. But if you want to know how to do it, again, every tool that's in the software, we made a sprint to teach you how to use the tool. And a lot of sprints are a couple minutes long. They're not long. So if you go to sprints, and there's one called the brain or something like that, just click on that. It'll walk you through the videos, exactly show you how to go to Gemini or Claude and how to copy, paste them over to add that memory and those contexts to your brain. And it'll also show you how to connect the brain and Marketing Secrets to, if you are using ChatGPT or Claude, how to connect it. And that way, when new memories are happening, it'll store it in the brain. And so your brain inside of Marketing Secrets gets smarter and smarter and smarter over time.
I love that. Okay, next question. Can you walk me through the facilitated coaching sessions again, or just like this map of what they are? I know we've mentioned them a couple different times, so I pulled them up.
Good. So there's five facilitated coaching. What facilitated coaching means is this is not a course you log in and you watch a video, because then nobody ever watches it. And so we wanted some human interaction. So what happens is you will log into it, and one of my trained facilitators will be facilitating it. So they'll be there talking to you, and they're going to show you a strategy, and you're going to learn a thing. And then they're going to say, okay, go and do it now. And everyone's going to break, and you're going to go and actually do the thing. And then you'll come back afterwards, and you'll talk about it, and you say, here's the next thing. And you're going to talk about it, and he's like, okay, go do the thing. And everyone's going to go and break and do the thing. And if you get stuck, you come back, it didn't work for me. You're like, oh, let's fix it. And you go back and forth like that, okay? So there's facilitated coaching days. They're, again, half days to day-long events, depending how much stuff, but you're actually getting stuff done, right? And a challenge is hard because I'm talking at you, and we only have 90 minutes, so it's just harder. With facilitated coaching, it's nice because it's no longer of us just like trying to give you as much information as possible because we want to give you that transformation. It's like, okay, slow down. Here's the first step. Here's how it works. Go do it. Are you guys back? Let's do the next step. And so what happens through that path is everything gets done, everything gets implemented, and you don't get lost along the way.
Can you walk through each of those coaching sessions of just what they are?
You can pull the slide back up that has those.
It was slide 107.
Okay, I'll take pull 107, and then we'll go through them all.
That's awesome. Okay, the next question just on this specific part is, if people don't want to attend the live go slow stuff, can they just watch it on their own? Can they do it like self-paced?
Yeah, we in one of our other coaching programs, we do this facilitated coaching, and we have that problem with a lot of people. They couldn't come on because they're in Australia or somewhere, and they couldn't do it at nighttime. So we also have a self-paced one on your own. You can log in and basically get all the individual trainings, and you can watch them as like micro videos and go do each step on your own. So yes, they have both ones.
Cool.
Okay, here they are. So I'm gonna look at yours because it's a little bigger. So the very first one is the AI strategy session. This is where we're going to help you to connect all the AI stuff you need to be able to run well, right? These are all things that, again, I don't want to talk about because they're not as exciting for me, but they're so important. Like how to set up your chief of staff, how to connect your email, how to connect these different places, how to like all the best practices so that this tool that you have, like this is like me giving you a Ferrari. You're like, you have this Ferrari, and you're like,
I don't know how to drive.
I don't know how to drive it. Yeah. So it's like, we're going to show you, like, here's the keys, here's how it works, here's the buttons. So it's very good for like brand new beginners. Honestly, it's good for anybody. Like I thought it was advanced with AI, and then Todd comes over to my computer. He's like, why'd you do that? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, why didn't you do that? I'm like, I know you could. He's like, dude, even like chief of staff, like when he flew out here for this event, he was looking over my shoulder on something, and he's like, dude, you didn't connect any of the chief of staff stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, click right here. And I clicked there, and he's like, dude, he did like 4 or 5 things. And all of a sudden, chief of staff was like, give me a daily update. And all he's like doing all these things. I'm like, I didn't know it could do that. And so I don't care if you're beginner or advanced, like it's it's going to be the first session so that everything's connected so that this tool and any AI you're using will become more powerful to you. Okay. It's the foundation. So that's number 1. Number 2, okay. the way we make AI not mechanical is we have to weave your voice into it. Okay. We showed you yesterday how to do it. Okay. A lot of you guys, the majority were like, this is great, but I don't know what my stories are or my frameworks or how to extract it. So number 2 is going to be the story extraction process. Okay. This will be a facilitated event with software. Okay. This is something I'm coding for you guys right now. I'm clicking the button and telling it how to work. Okay. It'll be software. Basically there's a the creative director will ask you very specific questions to pull these stories out of you over time. Okay. And so that's what's going to happen. So by the time it's done, your voice will be preloaded with all the different things from your books, your writing, your everything. And if you haven't done those things yet, we will pull those things out of you. We'll extract them from you. Okay. By the way, I still do this all the time. This is not like a one-time event. You can ask McCall. Her and her husband, I've hired them now 4 or 5 times?
8 times.
8 times. I've done that. And literally for what we call extraction days. What they do you have your necklace on you? Oh, you don't.
Can you pass me my necklace?
Okay, they're going to grab necklace. They fly out here and they spend a day with me. And all they do for a day is they do exactly what we're going to be doing during the session. They ask me question after question after question. And I'm not going to lie, after a while, I'm just like, stop with all the questions. But then this is the magic. Check this out. It's all recorded on this little magic device. And everything we say goes into here. Every time I say something cool, they click this little button, which means like, ooh, remember that one. It's really good. And the entire day is documented. And then when we're done with the day, they take the little file, they email it to me. They're like, there you go. And then they leave. And I take that and I upload it into AI, Chief of Staff. I'm like, Chief of Staff, give me an outline if we talked about. Chief of Staff, tell me the 5 stories that are most important. Chief of Staff, and it just tells me everything we talked about and breaks it down. So that's the same thing that we'll be doing here, okay? And it's magic. It is powerful. There's a reason why I paid them apparently 8 times now to do this, because every single time it's like, I'm creating a new project. I'm like, we did it for this event twice. So I'm like, I know this AI, I want to talk about these things. Like, how do we create it? And then they extract these things from me. So the same thing will be happening here. You don't got to pay Tanner and McCall as much money I pay them because we're doing the software now. Now I know their secrets. We're weaving it in. I have all the secrets. All right. Then number 3 here, the secrets and offer creation sessions. Okay. This is now to help you pull out your secrets. Okay. Your frameworks. Okay. So we've tracked character voices. Number 2, this is your proprietary stuff, right? So this is your version of .com secrets. Like, what are the things that you do or know or understand? How do you pull these frameworks out? Okay. This has been the last decade of my life, was pulling all my frameworks out into 3 books. And some of you guys will use this framework extraction to literally write a book. We'll show you how to do it. It's really simple. After you pull the frameworks out, writing books, and it has your voice, writing books becomes really powerful.
Well, and how hard was that to do?
It took me a decade of my life. It was very painful. We'll get it done in a couple hours.
I love it.
It'll be amazing. So we'll extract the secrets. You don't know what they are yet? Don't worry. And if you're like, I'm not the attractive character in my business, cool. Bring the attractive character, throw them on. We'll suck it out of their brains and we'll make it into something you can use. Nicely. We will do it nicely. All right. Then it moves on to facilitated session number 4, which is then software. How do we take these secrets and turn them into software that's sticky, that gets people to stay with you? Okay. And again, the basic stuff is how to make a habit tracker for the thing. But we're going to show you after we extract the secrets, it becomes really easy to weave it. Like, I can literally open a .com secrets. And if I open it to the very beginning, I don't call mine chapters. If you haven't read it, I call them all secrets. So secret number 1, the secret formula. I can make software on that in 5 seconds. Okay. Secret number 2, hook story offer. I can make software for that. Secret number 3, the value ladder. I can make every secret can be software. Now they've extracted them and put them in like as secrets. I can now, it's easy now to like, oh, that could be software. That could be software. And I've got 3 books full of tons of secrets that I can do that with. So same thing for you. After we extract it on number 3, now we can easily turn those things into software on number 4. And again, we'll show you 3 different platforms, how to do it on Claude Code, because Claude Code is the most advanced. You can do the coolest stuff. In fact, Todd will probably show you his Telegram hack, because he doesn't use Claude Code anymore. He uses his chief of staff to program on Claude Code. We'll probably get into the nerdy stuff for all the nerds like me and you guys who want to know that. We'll show you how to do it on Lovable, which is the easiest. And then we'll give you guys Overskill as well, which is the internal beta app. Again, this is the beta app you guys can be using if you like it. If you don't like it, use Lovable, use Claude Code, whatever. But it's one that's internal that I think makes a lot of the process a lot easier as well. But we'll teach you on all 3 platforms, and then you go build your software wherever you want. And then the last one, sellers. So we have strategies, stories, secrets, software, and then sellers. Not sellers like underground bunkers. This is how you actually get people to buy your stuff, right?
And you walked through for the sellers. Let me pull up even the specific thing that you talked about of the Dream 100 stuff.
Yeah. Again, this is how we launch ClickFunnels, and how I recommend most people launch their businesses is not going and dumping a bunch of money to Zuckerberg.
Okay. Didn't know. I didn't know that you hadn't run an ad, because like I now know Russell, pays lots of money for ads. He spent a lot of money on ads, right? But I was so shocked when I found this out, because I think you're pretty well known in the industry. Let me know if you guys have heard this. You have the best and like highest paid affiliate programs in the world, right? I know some people, we won't mention any names, don't pay their affiliates, and that's insane. But you do, right? And you have this incredibly robust affiliate program, but I didn't know that you didn't run an ad for how many years? For
the first 2 years of ClickFunnels. But prior to that, it was the first 10 years. I was in business for 10 years before ClickFunnels came out. So the first 12 years of my business, we did not do any ads. And if you look at just ClickFunnels, just last decade in ClickFunnels, we've paid out, I think, $150 million to affiliates. 60% of our revenue still comes from affiliates, even though we're spending $1 million, more than $1 million a month in ads. And so you look at that, it's like, this is the least expensive, the least stressful, the best type of traffic in the world. And nobody's doing it. They all just go like buy Facebook ads. And then it's crazy because like say you're selling $1,000 course or whatever. You spend $999 to sell the course because Zuckerberg takes it all and you make a buck. And you're like, versus I go to an affiliate. I'm like, hey man, you want to promote this? And there's no risk. Because sometimes you get Zuckerberg and it costs you $3,000 to sell a $1,000 course. You're like I had to risk I lost money. I had to risk it. I find the right affiliate. I don't risk it. I'm like, hey, you promote this? If you make a sell, we'll split it 50-50. If not. And they're like, sure. They promote it. If they make a sell, you get the money first. Someone buys from you, you get the money. It's in your hands. You're like, oh, that's amazing. Here's your portion of it, right? And there's no risk ever. And that's how the reason why we were able to scale ClickFunnels so fast initially is because we weren't risking money. Like everyone else who were competing against had raised like $100 million in VC money. They were spending all this money. We didn't have that luxury. So we had to do it this way. And so what's cool about those is that we got to keep more than half of the money because affiliates were driving it. There was no risk. Like all those things happen. And so it's the best way to start your business and to grow it. And I say start, but to this day, this is still like the biggest traffic strategy we have. And no one is actually doing it. So yeah, this session is going to show you exactly how to research, how to gather, how to recruit the affiliates, what to say to them, how to structure the affiliate programs, like all those kind of things to get people excited to sell your stuff for you and only pay them after they make a sell.
I saw something in the chat just really quick of when I was sitting back there, as soon as you started going through Dream 100 and affiliate stuff, like 4 people were like, no, affiliates are dead. Like nobody's affiliate programs are working. And then like 2 seconds later, you were like, take this event, for example. We used affiliates. And they were like, oh, dang.
Yeah, it's like who came in? It's like 50 different names are popping up. Like, do you invite in this event? Like half the you guys didn't even know who I was prior to this. And one of our affiliates introduced you and invited you here, which is so cool.
So good. Okay. Okay, I want to walk through, let me just pull back up my questions really fast. Okay, these are a little bit more like insider questions. Okay, does ClickFunnels Access come with this?
No, ClickFunnels is a different company, a different everything.
Cool.
Yes, ClickFunnels is all about, again, ClickFunnels is still the #1 funnel builder on the planet. It's building out your sales funnels, things like that. This Marketing Secrets is all of the software to help you to fill your funnels with traffic, to create really good offers, all those kind of things. So they work symbiotically hand in hand, but they're 2 different companies, ownership structure and everything.
No, I love that. Okay. I'm going to pull this one up and keep dropping your questions in the chat because this is so helpful. Okay, I want you to walk through, what is the difference between Decade in a Day AI and Chief of Staff?
Oh, yeah. So Chief of Staff is very specifically like your superhuman AI robot that does everything for you, right? So it's grabbing stuff, it's finding things, everything like that. Decade a Day is very specific. It's the same coaching app I had you guys build yesterday. It's my version of that. So it's me going through and taking all of my private consultations, and I've consulted the biggest entrepreneurs on the planet. They come here, they fly here, and they ask me questions. I respond to them. So we trained it on all my questions, we trained it on my books, trained all my courses, everything. And so it's really cool. It's like talking to AI Russell. In fact, we call it Coach Russell, and it's a little cartoon head.
Coach
and
Rusty.
then you can ask any questions. And it's pretty good. It's getting better all the time. But I was having fun with it. I was like, hey, do you I'm getting started right now. I'm trying to figure out whatever, And it came back, well, let me ask you some follow-up questions. Cause they know, like learn my coaching style. If you guys ever do a coaching session with me, you notice I spend the first, my Decade Day sessions are 15 minutes long. I spend the first 12 minutes just asking questions, just pulling data out of people. And then I'm like, here's the answer. And they're like, whoa. And then we end. And so it did it just like the way I ask questions until it can figure out exactly what it is. Like, here's a framework. Here's the piece. Here's the thing you're looking for. And it's really good. And again, today's the worst it'll ever be because it gets better every single day.
So I want you just like kind of went so fast through this part of Decade in a Day. Can you tell me, so as somebody who's unfamiliar with the Decade in a Day process, like what are the main things that you're helping people solve? And who are the kinds of people who you have solved this for? Something that you had said that I was like, wait, right? People pay you how much money?
Yeah, Inner Circle is $50,000 a year. So to get access, that's $50,000 a year.
To ask you a 15-minute question to help them on their business strategy, right? So I think I know the answer to this question, but does anybody else have access to these decade in a day like sessions that this is trained on?
We did this. We did initially as a test. I wanted to test out the coaching app before I give it to you guys to go do. So like it was a test, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna add, just like if I'm training my book voice and through my books, I'm like, I want to train my coaching voice. Like, where's my coaching sessions? And so we had to go find them inside the Inner Circle's members area. They're all archived in there. So we grabbed them all, pulled them out, and then I had to also. I had to, each person's like, it's their private information too. So I had to use AI to strip out their names, their identity, and even their stories, and to say, what was the question that was asked that got this answer? Like just cut down. So we
strategy.
the strategy. So we cut it all down. That way there's no one's proprietary stuff shared at all, but just very, very simple of like, here's the questions. Here's the things I had to understand to be able to get the framework. And then from there we trained it. So that was the test before we gave it to you guys. And it turned out so cool. That's like, we should have everybody do this. And so I was like, by your homework is that yesterday, which was really fun.
Can you walk me through some of the niches? Because I know a lot of times people will think like, okay, you coach experts and you coach whatever. Can you walk me through some of the niches that you have trained decade in the day AI on? So if somebody's looking for business strategy and they're in these different niches, they might be like, oh, okay, this will work for me.
What's nice about it is like, if you've ever been in my coaching programs or our events, we have the most diverse, because of ClickFunnels, we have the most diverse audience in the planet, which is really cool. And so we get people from all over the place, like Stacey and Paul Martino, who are the number one trainers in the marriage and relationship space. Like train them. Annie Grace, who helps people overcome alcohol addiction. We've got all the business gurus you know today. If you see someone on Facebook or Instagram who's popping off, they've been through here. If you watch the videos, you'll see all the 2 Comma Club award winners. Like these are the people. But everything from health, wealth, and relationships. Like, in most markets kind of break off of those 3 core markets, but anything in health related. So like I've coached hundreds of health entrepreneurs. Most of the gurus in those spaces who are teaching recommend my books to their people. Like that's why we sell so many books all the time. Is like, if you join one of the health gurus coaching programs, first thing they do is they're shipping you out expert secrets and .com secrets. Like those things are happening. So all the health gurus, relationship, same thing. And then business gurus, like most of the business gurus who are out there today at one time or another were in my inner circle, came through these doors, sat in this room, got coached by me, and there you go.
That's great.
And most of them are really great and give you credit when credit's due. Some of them want to act like they invented everything, but for most of them, they're very grateful. And and you can also tell if someone's on a video and there's a 2 Comma Club board behind them or somewhere, there's usually a telltale sign that they've been here. You help them on their journey.
I love that. Okay, I'm not going to say the names that you can see because people are calling people out in the chat, but I'm going to make this a little bit more vague than y'all have made this in the chat. It sounds like some people have seen, use your imagination, some other AI offers out there without mentioning them by name, because I will not. Can you walk us through just how this is different than the other AI offers that you've seen?
A couple of things. Number one, most of the AI offers are just trading.
Tell me what that means.
It's like what we talked about earlier. It's like their information. It's a course. Like sign up and here's a course for 4 weeks. We'll teach you these 4 things, right? What do you guys know about courses? For most of them, you can just go log into ChatGPT and be like, hey, teach me this thing, and they'll just teach you. Like, so most of them are courses. There are a few that are software, but this is the reality. Most of the people that are building software, they're trying to build this proprietary software. And the problem with it is that as AI keeps advancing, their software becomes irrelevant, okay? If you notice what we did and how we did it, number one, obviously we're teaching you the step-by-step, right? But we built software with it. But we didn't build software, like, this is the power of my business partner, Todd Dickerson, is the smartest person I've ever met. He's like, anything we build in software now will be irrelevant in 3 months, except for this. I'm like, what's that? And he's like, we have to build it where our software isn't trying to compete with Claude and Manage and everything. Like, instead, we have to use their APIs so that as Claude gets better and better and better, we're not trying to beat Claude. Like we'll never beat them. They got billions of dollars. Like we'll never beat them, but we can pay for the API access so that we can use them, or Perplexity or whatever. And so if you look at the way we built it, like it's the only AI software I think is valuable
for the long term. It'll be valuable today, tomorrow, and forever because it's built on top of everybody else's. So we're leveraging our frameworks inside of that. Okay. And we'll show you guys how to do the same thing. Okay. If you want to do similar things in your software, we'll show you in software day so you understand it. But that's the difference versus like somebody, I'm not gonna lie, this is what I want to create. I'm like, let's build something that's better than Claude. And Todd's like, you can. I'm like, yes, we can. He's like, we could clone it and have it close because I don't know if you know Claude source code got released. He's like anyway, it's a crazy thing. We could build Claude. But he's like, the problem is they've got billions of dollars going into it. So he's like, as soon as we think like we have Claude now, take that Claude. They're like Claude 18 billion and they just trumped us all. So the power is like, we're giving the information and our proprietary frameworks built in a way where whatever is the best AI on the planet right now will be the thing that's fueling this. Like the best writers will write your emails for you through my frameworks. The best research will research your stuff through my frameworks. So like that's the power of what's different than everything else, right? We're not just information and we're software that's using the best at any given second through our proven frameworks, which are the only frameworks I know of in the business space that has made their clients over $12 billion, which is what ClickFunnels has done for their clients. So it's just unique.
So what it sounds like you're saying is that you are using, I don't know, some alliterative breakthrough where you use information and software to possibly get somebody a transformation.
Isn't that weird? Like when you practice what you preach,
it works. It's crazy. Okay, next question. Not that we believe that anybody should not have ClickFunnels, but the question is, can I or should I buy this if I don't have ClickFunnels? Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference?
As Russell, I think you also use ClickFunnels and have ClickFunnels. It's the greatest funnel building planet. But this is not something that's like you could be using Shopify and this will help you drive traffic to it. You could be using that other company that I don't like very much and it will help drive traffic to their pages and their platforms, even though they don't convert very fast and load very slow. But it'll work for them too. It'll work for anybody. So like the reality is the marketing secrets to AI is not something we use to try to compete against anyone else. It's marketing software to help you to market your business faster using AI. And so, yeah, we're platform agnostic, but if you are looking for a good home, the best home is ClickFunnels. So
you're not soul agnostic, but you are platform agnostic. I love it. Okay, I know people have said this, and I believe you said this earlier, but is there going to be a live demo on how to do overskill?
Yeah. When Todd gets here on Thursday, we'll be demoing some software, and you guys will be building some software. My goal, my hope is that Thursday you'll learn how. That night you'll do the homework, and then you're going to show up on Friday, and you'll be in the chat going, I built some software, freaking out. We'll be going crazy. You're like, I got mad skills. I can write copy. I can do video sellers. I can do webinars. I can do all these things. And I made software. And then Friday we'll be like, let me show you how to use these ninja tricks as a side hustle to make some extra money. So that's kind of the goal. But yeah, Thursday we'll be doing demos and you guys will be getting your hands dirty with it, which will be really cool.
I love it. Okay, I want you to walk me through the never behind. So the trainings with Todd updating things on AI and you updating things on money. Can you just walk me through kind of what that is?
Yeah. So anybody who's built a course in AI, it becomes irrelevant like 14 days later. And so all the
course
things
on AI.
Because like here's how you use Claude, whatever. It's like that. Oh, now it's the next thing, whatever. So and so again, that's why we've made these sprints very small and fast inside the members area. So it's like here's the core things you need to go execute on whatever the platform is, right? But then every single month, Todd and I will be kind of tag teaming this, going back and forth. Show you guys what's happening in real time, like what's working now, where are things going, and this has been super valuable for me. I luckily have access to Todd, so for me, I'm always like, hey man, I got an idea, and he's like, yeah, that's a great idea. If you didn't know that in 3 months from now, blah 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 is about to happen, I was like, oh, you're right. That's a dumb idea. Yeah, like he's just, again, even people who understand AI, Todd's just got unique access because again, the ClickFunnels, like put this in perspective, okay? Todd flew to San Francisco, okay? Silicon Valley. Why is he there? Because ClickFunnels processed $12 billion for our clients, okay? That's a lot of money. And so guess what? All these tech companies are saying, you process $12 billion for your companies. Please come to us so we can show you what's happening so you can test it. And so we get access to stuff way before anybody else does. Well, I don't. Todd does. And then he comes back and tries to explain it to me, and then we implement it and stuff. And so like even people who are cutting edge software, like cutting edge on what's happening in AI, he just has a unique advantage nobody else has because no one else in our industry has processed $12 billion for their clients who gets into these rooms, into these doors. And so that's the reality. So he comes back, and in these, the plan is once a month or so for him to come in and just update, like, here's what's happening, here's to be aware of, here's the new things, like Perplexity's dead, use this, or this is, or like, we already plugged it. Like, the nice thing is the most of the stuff will already updated inside of Chief of Staff, so it'll just happen anyway, but it'll all be in there. So,
and then your side of the training with are you just updating on how you are like replacing departments, on how you're making money? Like, what's your side of that?
My side is just, I'm one of the few gurus who are still playing the game. So many of them, like they did it once and they're talking about it. I love this game. You probably see this in my eyes. I'm obsessed with it. The number of video cells people get, what's a video cell? It's a video cells. Or Shmar, you're going to geek out on that with me. Like, I have produced more video cells letters in the last 3 months than I think maybe all of the gurus combined. I'm in this game every day at a high level. We're spending tons of money on ads. We're doing affiliate driving, marketing. We're in front of this all the time. And so it's me coming back and just showing you guys what we're learning. Like, here's what we're learning. Here's what's working. Here's what's not working. Here's what we did something. Check out this new script. I just built this new software for you. So whatever we're on the cutting edge of stuff, whatever I'm working on, we're going to come in and just show it off so you guys can implement it and grab it before everybody else finds out about it.
Okay. I have a couple technical questions. So just video replay access. I've loved watching people in the chat be like, this challenge, this information is more valuable than anything else I've ever seen, which is so cool. Just replay access to the challenge really quickly. Does replay access to this go away? Can people keep watching this?
Yeah, what happens is as soon as we've done today and we cut the cameras, our video team, then they go and they render it out and do all their magic. It takes a couple hours usually to clean it up, cut it up, get it online, and we send it out to you guys because we want you guys to watch the replays before we live tomorrow if possible. Okay, and then tomorrow, we take the replays down for everybody except for the VIPs. If you upgrade to VIP, then you get access to the replays. I think those are in the community section of the app when you go in there. I believe that's where they put them at. That's where the replays will be at, and you can go back and watch them for the rest of your life as long as you want. As long as they're relevant. So when they become irrelevant, we're like, this is no longer important. Russell, AI now knows your voice for you. Then we'll delete it and update a new one. But yeah, all the replays will be in there for VIPs. And so if you're VIP, congratulations, you get the replays. If you're not a VIP, we want to follow up with the other CTA. The other one, again, 14-day trial, you get a VIP access for free. We'll throw that in there too, just really quick. So there's AISecrets.challenge.com/VIP. If you came in and you're just been a general admission person and you want access to replays, just upgrade to AISecrets.com/VIP, and that'll unlock the trial for marketing secrets. And then inside of there, all the replays will be in there for you. So.
Okay. So the next question I'm going to ask is, somebody just said, where do you host the software that you build? I believe you're going to talk about this on the software deep dive day, correct?
We'll have to ask Todd. I don't know.
Yeah. Todd's coming back on Thursday. Love that for us. So incredible. Okay.
Want to do one or two more and then we can...
Yeah, so a lot of people are asking about OT01 for the Marketing Secrets offer, where you build out the AI system for us. Can you go into...
There's a secret. I didn't talk about this. I mean, we kind of mentioned day number one. I told you guys that there's a $35,000 offer where you come to the office, and for 2 days we'll build this whole thing with you. Specifically, those who want to build software like Marketing Secrets, where it's like you have one app and there's like
Marketing Secrets AI, the platform.
Yeah, like our platform. If you notice, our platform is really cool. Like, it's this really cool software platform that then we can start building tons of little mini apps on it. And tomorrow I'm going to show you guys the strategy behind that, which is really cool. Anyway, it's a bigger platform, and so there's a lot more work that's set up. So we're going to be doing a 2-day event where you fly out here to Boise, and day number one, we integrate that software, we connect it to you, and get it to the spot where you can just talk and just create little apps to go in there that you can then sell to your audience. And then day number two, we're going to be focusing on creating the video sales letter funnels that sell this. So it's going to be a 2-day event. Implementation is going to be really, really cool. But again, it's not for everybody. We did make a special offer. So when you do sign up for the $2,997, the plan is when we go public with this, probably when the challenge is done, it'll be $35,000 for a ticket into the room, like I mentioned on day number one. But we did do a crazy upsell. So we did you can come for $15,000. So it's more than half off. And the $3,000 you bought gets applied to, so it's closer to $12,000. So cool. I know a lot of you guys did upgrade to that. So again, it's no public thing. You can't buy that anywhere. But if you are interested, if you're interested in coming to Boise and having us implement this with you, if you just go sign up at AISecretschallenge.com/join, you pay the $2,997, and then that'll be applied towards the seat to come to the 2-day.
Are there a limited amount of seats? Like, do people need to?
Yeah, there's only 40 of those, and there's probably, I don't know how many got. So I saw a bunch of them that got taken. So yeah, there's 40 seats in the room. I don't know if we're ever gonna do it again. It's kind of a test. The thing it'd be kind of fun, but that's the goal, is to again, very much like our dev team will be here building it, getting you all connected. So you leave with it's all done. I just got to click to the function button and talk, and software magically appears. So
I love it.
It'd be really cool.
Okay, next question. Does this apply? This is from Darlene. Does this apply to people who have digital and physical products? Would you suggest that they use this app? How? Marketing
Okay.
secrets AI, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure exactly what business you're in, but like a lot of our clients are digital and physical, right? Like Caitlin Pohl with Lady Boss, they had courses and they had apps and they had events and they had supplements and they had swag, like physical products, right? And the blending of more things you can do together, the better, right? But they're leveraging their frameworks for how to lose weight to have the information and the software and their swag. Or you guys like Trey Llewellyn, like Trey is all e-com. Like he just wants to sell gadgets and widgets that he finds, and that's like his whole business. He doesn't have any info products or courses, right? But he could use this just like you can use this, because all the marketing tools we need to drive traffic and get people in, right? The Dream 100 strategy, using the software to get influencers to promote your products. We've got a friend, Allison Prince, who has been through these rooms multiple times. She does insane volume, and she hates. I shouldn't say this. She does not like Mark Zuckerberg and refuses to buy Facebook ads. And all of her business for her craft business, and she's like multiple 9 figures, all comes from influencer traffic. So yes, these elements still work, whether they're selling physical product, digital products. If you are trying to list a house and get it shown, if you're trying to, if you're a chiropractor, you want people to come to your clinic, if you're a dentist and you clean white teeth, like any business that needs marketing, the suite of tools inside of here will help you with that marketing. And on top of that, it's gonna help you to build software and the other things that you could do, but you don't have to do it. Like at the bare bones of it, if you have something you want to sell, Marketing Secrets AI will help you to sell more of it through the words, the traffic, all those kind of things. And then a bunch of other cool things, because I like to over deliver.
I love that. This was a really specific question, but is there a limit to the number of softwares that they can create? And then the second part of it was, can they attend the facilitated coaching more than once? Is that like a one and done thing, or can they go back and forth?
Good question. Okay, so what was the first question?
So the first, I'll answer one at a time.
I'm getting
so
tired.
sorry.
I don't remember all these things.
No, it's amazing. Okay, first, is there a limit to the number of softwares I can create?
Okay, so we talked earlier about tokens and credits, that kind of stuff, right? Software is all based on tokens and credits. So last night when I created the Napoleon Hill one, for me to click the button and do the first thing, it cost me, I think it said 25 credits. That's how much it cost to build the first version. And I was like, I would have changed, I would have edited it, and probably, who knows, when all said and done, maybe it cost me 200, 300 credits to do it. Now, if in your account you've got 300 credits that you can use, then it doesn't cost you anything, right? But if you get overages, then there's like whatever the overages fees are. And so that's kind of how that works. And so there's not limits as much as just like you can build whatever you want. Todd told you yesterday that right now he's actively coding 15 different software like companies. I saw it on his phone. He uses Telegram, so 15 different chats, one for each product he's doing. He's spending $10,000 a month in credits. Okay, so like that's like, he can build 15 full-blown software companies at the same time. Okay, most of us aren't going to get there, but even if we did, it seems insane, right? But if you look at ClickFunnels, like we had at our peak like 100 plus full-time developers. I don't know how it's $6 or $7 million a year in development costs, right? Versus $10,000 a month to handle 15 different companies. Anyway, so it may seem expensive till you realize it's really less expensive than humans.
Yeah, I love this. Okay, a question literally is just flying past. Do I need to know which AI model to use for the best results? Does Chief of Staff do that? Do I need to know what to do?
I don't know what AI model works. I just click the button and talk, and it picks the thing that's supposed to be the best. So sometimes they have options where like, which one do you want to use? The good, the better, the best. And so like sometimes like if it's something hard, like use the hardest one. If it's like, I'm doing something simple, let's just use the easiest one, which costs less credits typically. But for the most part, I'm not even aware of it. Just it defaults to the right one.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Next, can I attend? This is the second part of the question I asked. Can I attend the facilitated coaching more than once?
Oh, cool. It depends. Like right now, our plan is to do 6 of these. 5 of these, like one for the next couple months. We may eventually do this challenge again, and if we run them again, like you'll have access. So as long as you're an active member, you'll have access to those sprints when they're coming up. My guess, knowing me, I'm probably going to want to do this again and get more people because I'm so excited. And so I would say, yeah, as long as we are doing them, you'll have access to attend them as often as you want. In fact, I want to do number 2 again, or things are changing, I want to come back to the other one.
Oh, cool.
They'll be there.
So if they don't master AI like the first time, they can go back over and over. Yeah, master it the first time.
You'll have access to all of the training pieces again. Like the self-guided version will always be there as well.
I love that. Okay. A version of this question keeps coming back of like, who has access to the information that they're uploading to the AI?
Yeah.
Like if they upload their stories, like the other Marketing Secrets members have access to their stories?
The answer is no, but I definitely want to default to Todd because Todd understands all that stuff way better level than me.
Cool.
But yeah, everything's confined to your accounts. We're not using buying, selling data, all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
I know that with each individual, like Perplexity versus Claude, like they have different terms too that we have to agree to. So those are things that are fuzzy outside of my level of understanding. Let's on Thursday, let's ask Todd, let's put him on the hot seat and ask him how all that works. I'm not really sure. So yeah.
Something that would be really helpful for people collecting questions is if you guys put the questions in the chat. We really do. We comb through every single one of them. If you have more technical questions like this, we want to see them. And if there's things for Todd to answer, we'll actually gather them and we'll lock Todd in a room, and be like, okay, Todd, here are the questions that you have to hit. So if you have questions, please keep dropping them in the chat. This isn't the only time we're going to answer questions. So just know if we haven't addressed it, make sure it's in the chat. We will absolutely get to it. It will absolutely get to it. Okay. Yeah, I think that this is amazing. Okay, here's what I would love. I would love one more time. I'm going to kind of pepper you because I know you are tired. I can keep going if you want.
We both slept like 3 hours last night. She's like top of the world. I'm like, you're not worn out?
Listen, so fun. Okay, I'm going to go through each item and I want you to just explain really briefly kind of what it is. And you can walk it through just with your slides too. If we can get the slide up of everything that's in the offer, if you can just go through one more time. I know just because it's been a minute since you talked through it, each of these things and kind of the basic gist and what they get.
Okay. There it is. All right, I'll start from left. So number one is all the AI one-person marketing apps. Again, these are all the apps that we are currently building to do the marketing for our companies. There's about half a dozen of them right now, and there's about half a dozen that are underway that are being built right now. And so this is everything's in right now, and then as new ones come in, you continue to get those, and they'll keep showing up.
Can you teach us what a sprint is? Monthly sprint?
Yeah. Is that on there? Oh, yeah, monthly sprint. So basically what happens is every time we release a new software product, I don't want to be like, here's software. And you're like, how do I use this? Like, I don't know, go figure it out, right? And so each time we release a new app inside of the platform, there's a sprint that'll go with it. So sprint is basically like, it's like a quick start. Like, how do we get you implemented quickly? So there's like some of you guys watch the Attractive Character Sprint right now. So usually it's 3 or 4 videos of me, probably Ben on my team, and a couple of us going through like, here's the first step, here's how it works. And then usually in the sprints, we'll throw in a whole bunch of other training videos if you want to go deep. Like, all right, here's Funnel Hacking Live, so-and-so taught this principle. This is why we built this. And here's so-and-so. And I taught this over here, this event. And so we pull in all the other context. So if you want to go really deep and geek out on it, you can, or you can like just watch the 15 minutes of videos. All right, I know how to use this, and you can go run.
Cool. Okay.
And so in the future, when new apps roll out, typically what happens is like the app and the sprint will come together, and a lot of times the app will be closed until you watch the sprint. So I want to make sure you know how to use it. You watch 3 or 4 videos, click a button, and it unlocks, and you can dive in and start doing it. And so that's what those are. We say monthly sprints, but the reality, anytime we launch a new app, there'll be a new sprint. So my guess is for the first, as long as I'm excited doing this, 6 months, it might be like every week or whatever. And then eventually it might be once a month, but that's what those are. It's just new apps and new sprints. That way you're not getting overwhelmed either. Like, do I need this one? You watch like, I don't need this yet. I'm not in a spot in my business where I need to do an affiliate program, but man, I do need a video sales that are, and you can kind of figure out where to focus your energy. Because if you log in, there's a lot of stuff you're like, I don't really know what to do. In fact, you know what we could do? This would be really cool. Maybe I'll work on this with my chief of staff, is start building out different profiles. Like if you're a beginner, here's the order of the sprints you should go in and the tools. If you're more advanced, if you've already got a product, you guys want me to do that for you guys? That'd actually be really cool. And that way you got kind of like a very specific path on whichever one you are. Because again, you log in, there's gonna be a lot of stuff, and it's like, I don't want you to get overwhelmed. So we'll kind of do something like that. Okay,
that's awesome.
Cool. Note to Taylor, make sure I don't forget to do that.
And you can put it in your product launch AI strategy session.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
All right. So back here, so number one is the one-person marketing apps. Those are amazing. Tomorrow we're spending all day just going deep into marketing apps. I'm gonna talk to you guys about how they work, but I'm gonna teach you guys the strategy so when you're building your apps, you know the magic marketing secret that makes this whole thing possible, and it's gonna blow your mind. Okay, on top, AI-powered product launch. Those are the 5 live facilitated coaching sessions. We'll be happy to help install and integrate all these different things. We got the 5 S's. Do you remember they are?
Yep. Strategy, story, secrets, software, sellers.
Yes, all S's. Then we got Overskill beta access. Again, we're going to be training you on 3 different development platforms, Claude Code,
Lovable.
I was gonna say something completely different. And then Over Skills, Todd's version, he's built some beta access right now. You guys get access to that as well. And then you can pick whichever one you want to use the software on. But you get that. You get Never Left Behind sessions every single month from either Todd or I, walking through what's happening, front lines of this game, what to do, what to know, what to be aware of, things to be aware of. Then we got Decade in a Day. This is my own personal coaching bot trained at all my coaching sessions. And so this is like having me in your back pocket. Anytime you get a question or you're stuck or whatever, you can ask a question. It's going to do a really good job pulling out my best frameworks and giving to you on a silver platter.
That is trained on things that are not available to the public. You have to pay $50,000 to get access to that information.
Top secret. Then you also get also to access to the Russell Brunson course library. This is almost every course I've ever created in my career here. Not that you're going to go watch all of them because you probably shouldn't, but what's cool is you can say, hey, yo, chief of staff, I'm trying to figure out how to sell high ticket stuff. What do I do? And it's like, here's everywhere Russell talked about high ticket things. Here's his scripts. Here's this. You're like, sweet. And you're like, hey, chief of staff, I'm trying to figure out how to get traffic from Facebook. And it's like, here's everywhere Russell talk about Facebook ads. And you can do like, it's really cool. So the library is there, not so much for you to go watch everything I've ever done, but more so you can ask your chief of staff questions and it'll find it, pull it out, and hand it to you on a silver platter, and you can just watch that one video or listen to that one training, and you know exactly how to do the thing you want to do. Or if you're a nerd like me, you can go watch every single one of them too. You have my permission. Next, you get the Lost Secrets books. If we scroll out, these are all the lost chapters from my books. They were too big or too exciting. I could not put inside the core books. Each of these is being turned into skills and software inside the app too. So these will also be really good training manuals when you're like, I'm gonna do my daily Seinfeld emails. Read this thing. You will understand it at a deep level that no one else does because everyone else got 3 pages in here about daily Seinfeld emails. That's all I could fit in the book. This is the other 104 pages that you should, and there's swipe files. Anyway, it's amazing. So that's all these books are for, which are amazing. And then the last one, 2CCX Shadow Seat. We did lock out coming to a live event, the Shadow Seat, but McCall twisted my arm. And what we are going to do is when you guys sign up, we'll put you in numerical order. And when the events happen, first come, first serve, come to the first people that sign up during the break. They'll open up to anybody else. And basically you'll get, if there's an open seat, what's it called? First right refusal. You can come and jump in. And if you're not able to, we'll stream one for you so you can get access to one, just so you can see that community. Because that's really the next step for you guys. After you start having some success with these things, then we want to plug you into that community. So we're going to give you guys early access to the Shadow Seat to experience it, see the people, like be in those conversations. And it's amazing. And that's kind of, I think that's the core pieces, right?
Yes. Okay, friends. So let's go over really fast what's going to happen for the rest of the week.
Yes.
And the first thing that I want to say is you guys can see what my job is here. Hello. Please put your questions in the chat. Yeah, if they haven't been answered yet, it just means that I haven't seen them because I've been up here trying to see things go so fast. So the more specific the question, the better. It helps us see what we need to tell you.
And back in the day, we couldn't do it because there'd be so many questions. Now we export these, we throw them into the chief of staff, ask us some questions, it researches them all, finds them all, catalogs them all. And it's insane.
It's awesome. Yeah. So let's go over what we're going to talk about or what you're going to cover for the next couple days. Yes.
Okay, we'll throw it back up here. The next 5 days. As you guys know, yesterday we talked about the 7-figure AI shortcut. If you like that, type in shortcut in the chat. I was seeing all my shortcutter people. If that was a very valuable framework for you, type in shortcut. All right, that's number one. And then today we talked about the $1 billion breakthrough. If that was valuable, type in breakthrough or type in billion or type in the. No, just kidding. Do billion or breakthrough. Okay. That was showing you guys the weaving of information plus software, and AI is now giving you the ability to create those things together so you can compete in the same game that Todd and I are playing, which is really, really fun. Tomorrow, we're going to do the one-person marketing machine. We're going to call it one-man marketing machine because it's a better iteration. But I knew that someone would get offended. So it's the one-person marketing machine. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be diving into these apps and showing you guys how to use them. But also, I'm going to give you guys the strategy of what we're doing, okay? There's something very specific I did in my marketing around ClickFunnels that nobody really ever talks about. I'm like, do people not see this? And I did it there. I've done it in Secret Success. I've done it in Dan Kennedy's business. And we're also doing it here. I'm going to show you actual practical applications. We're going to talk about VSLs. Everyone keeps saying, what's a VSL? What's a VSL? I'm going to show you this magical thing called a VSL. It stands for Video Sales Letter. And it is one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal. And now that you have access to marketingsecrets.ai, you can build an entire video sales letter that used to take me 6 weeks to build, or just a script, not even to record. You can get it done in less than an hour. It's going to blow your mind. So all that stuff's happening tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. Day number 4 is going to be the one-person software machine where Todd's going to be back here. We're going to walk about through how to build. We'll take your frameworks, building software together. We'll show you how to do it in a couple of different places. We'll demo it and you'll be building software. Day number 5 is your AI side hustle. Friday's gonna be a fun day where basically we're gonna show you how to take all these skills that you've been learning and how to make some money on the side doing AI for other people. This is especially good for all my funnel builders who are out there and our certification. Come to this day because you're gonna learn how to take this and just get tons of money and then be from there upsell people in the funnel building, other things like that. It's going to be insane. This is a fast way to take what you learned this week and just make some money over the weekend, which would be awesome. So that's kind of it.
Final question is, do they have any homework? I know I gave homework to the VIPs this morning. Do you have any homework for them to work on before they see you tomorrow?
Good question. I would say, let's do this. Homework number 1 is making sure you get signed up. So AISeekerschallenge.com/join be number 1. Number 2, and this is, so if you didn't upgrade, your homework is to go and do the homework from yesterday. Like, keep going in there, adding more context to your attractive character, get those things in there because tomorrow we're going to be working with that. So make sure you're putting those things in there. Go tell 1 or 2 stories to whatever it is. If you upgraded, there's a book I want you to read. I think if I can find it. I found it. I'm so excited. All right. This is the attractive character, lost secret. So when you log in, hopefully it's in the members area.
Yeah.
When you log in Marketing Secrets AI, there's a link on the site that says Platinum. You click on that, it'll show you, and it should be in there. If not, I'll make sure it's there in the next 30 minutes. But get this one about attractive character, because again, attractive character is what we're trying to create, we're trying to do. And this goes through all the different elements of attractive character that are important to understand, right? Like attractive character is how you communicate with the audience. So you have to go deep into like your backstory and your like your before and afters and like all the, like this will help you understand. Okay, again, I talk about attractive character in all my books, but they're all shallow. I can't go very deep. This is a 125-page book. It's a fast read. They're not big words. It'll be easy. But I think reading through this will help you get a better grasp of the attractive character, because it's the key that goes from taking AI that sounds robotic and metallic to making it sound like you. And the more you understand and really internalize attractive character, the better you'll be inside the attractive character stuff. So that's the game plan.
Yay. Okay. Somebody said, remind me about VIP homework. It all has to do with attractive character as well. We had a couple different exercises. Go back, watch VIP again. You can see the replay. There were 4 different strategies to increase your trust with your customers, increase your authority. I don't want to recap them right now because it was a secret. It was VIP, but go watch VIP.
The VIP was amazing.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Thank you. So fun. Okay. That's your homework. If you guys have any other questions, we'll leave the room open. We're going to go and die, but we're going to leave the room open. Make sure to drop your questions. It can be questions about the strategies that Russell has taught, about the program. Like I said, we are trying to take the questions very, very seriously. We're combing through all of them. We want to make sure that we get them all answered at the end of all of these days. So drop the questions in the chat. Russell, anything else?
There you go.
Any parting words?
I appreciate you guys. I cannot wait to be working with you guys closer and helping you implement stuff. It's so much fun. This is the most fun I've had in business probably in the last 4 or 5 years, because like I can do things so much faster and you see the impact faster. And I also feel like I'm a ninja. I'm like, I can write my own copy and I can build these things. I can build software. I built software, you guys, last night while Todd was on an airplane to San Francisco. I'm like,
get wrecked,
I don't need Todd. blah, 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 blah. Boom, software. So it's a fun time. It's a exciting time to be alive. So I just like, I know sometimes these may be overwhelming or consuming or confusing. Like I just grab the bull by the horns, stay on for the ride. As you keep with it, you'll start making more and more sense until eventually it just clicks. And then you're like, oh, I'm one of the few, the 1%ers that understand the stuff, that can use it. And then you can use it for your own business, other people's businesses. Like it becomes really, really powerful. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, McCall, for all the work. Thank you, my entire team who's been killing themselves to make this all happen. This is an army of people behind the scenes making this all happen for you guys. I'm thankful for all of them. They are amazing, the best team in the world.
And we're just getting started, guys.
Just getting started. We have 3 more days.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Get signed up, AISeekersChallenge.com/join, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.